obviously. A little bit
What's
of a
up there?
catching.
How are
I wanna
you
see the Mooch
guys?
again.
Yeah. I think it's just walk up.
Okay, so
Oh, great conversion there, knowing that was going to hit on the punish counter and drive rushing behind it.
We
Now
have our
Higuchi in the
first
corner.
match was
Big
Moke,
life
who's on
deficit.
right
He's
now.
going to have
Moke
to be
beat
proactive to get his
Fudo.
way out. He walks into a standing light punch.
Higuchi beat
Is he going to spend the two? He is.
Hinao
And that is
beat
going to be
Juicy
the
Joe
first round
and,
for Moke as well. And that's the thing you're seeing here. Both of these players are having to be proactive to try and grab hold of control in this mid-range game.
Hava.
They're both doing such a good job
So
of
now
capitalizing when
we
they
are
are
on
right.
Moke
That walk speed
and
is doing such a tremendous work for the side of Chun-Li in this matchup
No
specifically.
full
right?
conversion there that time for Moke.
What's
but it
up
was the
there?
same
How are
thing.
you?
Great read there. Zanchu going through the Sonic Boom, and we're back in the corner. The overhead, the harvest.
I like EWC. I think
Ah,
they
they
do.
caught a
I
parry
think they
this
do a
time, the
good
mix.
job.
Very
Oh,
potent for the
with
side of
loops
Moke.
there.
Just like, I thought that was going to be like a pixel.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have one more guess, but it took him over the line. And Moke looking to get this one over the line and advance into the next stage of this tournament. 2-1 up now.
A huge difference from the last time they fought each other not too
Yeah,
long
Dry
ago.
Brush goes underneath that stand light punch. Nice to see everyone adjust in here.
And the overhead connects. A little bit of a... Okay,
He
it looked
actually
like
did
was
bait
gonna
it
bait,
out, and
right?
it didn't hit anything either, so...
Couldn't even tell you what it was. Punish counter, a little bit too far for the conversion. The jump in is
Jump
clean.
in. Oh, and for the first time, Higuchi's actually looking at the other corner of the
Ooh,
stage.
upside down kick.
Beautiful
Oh,
answer. That upside down kick, you saw him drag for it in, I think, the second game. A sensational answer to Zanchu. Great tech there. He's got a big life lead. The counter hit, bouncing him off the ground.
And we love that too. The counter hit, we were just talking about that in the green room. I love that addition to Guile's kit. You get the big conversion, starting things off from the side of Moke. Forward throw now. What's the pressure going to be looking like? Just outside of the range. Higuchi ready for it as well with a big but crouching medium punch punish counter. So much estate gained for him.
Yeah, two big miscalculations in spacing of Cosmoke.
Ugh.
Potentially here, but he is still a game up. Nice block on that
block.
overhead. Finds himself back in the corner again in Higuchi. Is that a sign that Higuchi is able to now impose himself a bit more on the neutral? He's going to have to fight his way out of here. He's got the burnout, the walk-up throw, and it's almost even.
This is going to be the big equalizer. It could chip him to death if Higuchi finds it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tried
absolutely.
to get over the
Yeah,
baby
he
boomers, but
spent
the
it.
air
He
legs
spent
was
it too
not
soon.
enough.
It was too risky.
Higuchi levels it up. We're going to a game 5. And is this the first game 5 we've seen so far?
I believe so. On top of that, why was Moke in such a rush to dump out the drive gauge during that block sequence? I was so kind of worried about like where he was going to go with it, right? He had the first drive rush and then eventually did it again off of a cancel. That is so detrimental to your drive gauge, obviously. And just the momentum being built, you are at the deficit, sure, but I was so surprised he decided to just go full offensive.
I think this game is so rewarding in terms of like backing yourself and betting on your own decisions. He obviously made that decision that he felt like he was going to be able to open up Higuchi, but that's the big risk, right? We've seen that a couple of times where people have made hard reads, hard decisions, they haven't come off and they had to pay for it, and that's another one. There's 3 big decisions for Moke that have just not worked out for him. Tap parry, another one that doesn't work there, taking the 2K.
Oh,
no.
Miss Tiny and a 10 show.
Not the same effect if you were to have a cross-cut DP, I'll tell you that much. Just at the sharp angle, Higuchi avoiding the up kicks yet again. And now Higuchi playing the rest of the stage out.
Nice.
Carry on the way through.
That was a great counter poke there from Higuchi with the challenge.
Excellent call. Ooh, instant air legs. Catching the opportunity. Higuchi wanted to go for that side.
Oh, very
Overhead,
nice.
Oh my word. And Moke, spend it. We're going
That
to
was risky.
a set point
That was a
now.
risky play.
I like that. It's kind
Well
of like
done.
redemption from the previous round in comparison, right? He tried to go for like the throw bait off with like the drive rush cancels. He went for that forward round. So I was like, all right, if you're not going to punch this way, I'll force it out of you for the next one.
OD flash kick on that green stuff.
Oos.
Okay. The architect of his own demise here, surely, if this doesn't work out for him. Higuchi, of course. Excellence of execution, attacking that
nasty
drive
corner
gauge. Oh my
carry
word, the
also.
corner carry was ludicrous.
Damage on top of that as well. And now look at that, shaving down the drive gauge. Moke forcing himself into the burnout, but does get the opportunity for offense.
No!
He committed to the string, into the fireball. Nice and easy, Moke. Getting called out with that DI from the side of Higuchi. Looking at match point for both. Final round.
So here's the thing. Moke's been winning the neutral.
Nice
He
bait.
has been beating Higuchi, but Higuchi's been out-reading him. And this is why we've got to a final game, final round. Higuchi, huge life lead, though, here in the corner.
Oh, that's got to be it. That's got to be more than enough. Just a DI to catch Higuchi off guard. Moke
Well
ends it
done.
in a perfect.
Good for
What a
Moke. Well
turnaround
done. Well
in
done.
comparison to that previous round.
That was an emotional roller coaster from Moke, and it is very, very good for him that he gets to sit down now and progress to the next stage, because that must have taken so much out of him emotionally, psychologically. But he got it over the line, and Moke with two big results.
Well done. Well done.
Overcoming
You did a good
Fudo
job.
and then Higuchi, players that are definitely in the top
Oh,
echelon.
they keep their
of
phones
Street
in
Fighter 6
little
right now.
Tupperware
Moke, is this
little Tupperware
his time?
boxes. It's
The wave of
interesting. Well,
momentum
then
is
you
with
know
him.
it.
He
You
is
know
playing
it's not
some
being tampered with. That's
great
smart.
Street
Everybody gets
Fighter.
their own little box.
Perhaps
That's it.
this could be the day.
And he's back with
Hi
quite the
there.
arsenal.
How are
I'm glad he
you?
brought
What's
up the
going
Chun-Li.
on?
I'm glad he's not rusty. We were talking about that a little bit in the green room. We wanted to see if the Chun-Li was even going to come out to play. And there you have it. Surely proving his stuff. We love seeing
Good
that
stuff.
coming in from Moke. Congratulations to him. And we'll move on further in to the bracket right after this.
Very good matches. Okay. Good matches so far. It's been, and it just started probably about an hour.
Welcome back to the
probably about an
Esports
hour ago.
World Cup. It's Street Fighter 6. It's day one, and we are
right,
progressing
Hinao
here through the group
and,
stages. We've already seen Moke book his place
Shimatsu.
in the next stage of
And that
the
is the
competition.
end of
Now
Group
it comes down to
C,
Hinao and Shigematsu,
because,
two players
Moke
that
moves
have
forward,
exploded onto the world scene
and
over the
and then it'll
last
be
12 months.
whoever
Of course, we
moves,
saw
whoever
Hinao
wins
in the
this
feature in
will
the
move
pre-show.
forward. And
15
then I don't know if
years
they're
old.
going
He's just
to do.
a tiny
I don't know
baby,
what the next
but he has
group,
got a stone
group
cold heart of a
stage
killer.
is.
Shigematsu. Now this guy
A
represented
and
Riddle
B
Order.
did not
He is
start
part of
yet.
a
They went with
fantastic
C
squad, as of course
first,
now
and
he's on
D
reject. But
is
Shigematsu
D did
coming
not
through. Maybe
start
he
yet
wasn't
either.
one of the
So
star names on that Riddle Order
we
squad
have
at the
A,
start
B,
of
and D
this
to
year.
go.
But damn, is he definitely one who is getting attention right now as he finds himself in the upper bracket after dominating Kaba. And that was a very, very surprising result. You would not think that Kaba would lose the Blanco match 3-0. But here we are.
A lot of frustration that's set
Well,
in
he
that
was
matchup,
also
but
he
for
also
sure,
picked
Shigematsu's
Sagat.
gonna be taking it in stride, right? He's been doing that throughout the
So
entirety
that
of this season
is
of the Capcom Pro Tour.
little bit of a
Obviously coming in from the
different,
backs of second place over
little bit
at
of a
Evo Las
different,
Vegas, having a
pace
ton,
for him,
a ton
different
of big
character.
accolades throughout combo.
That is a
Yeah,
nice
like Atlanta.
character.
And even also the matchup against Hinao over at
That's
Toronto,
well
where he
done.
took him
That's
down
well
3-0.
done. She did a good job. She did a good
Shigematsu
job.
running the Sagat gauntlet, it looks like, today.
Yeah, that's true. And if anybody's prepared for it, it's obviously him, right? The way that he kind of dismantled Kaba, not to take any respect away from Kaba, one of our favorite players to watch, he just looked like he was so comfortable in that matchup.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a different in play style. Obviously, Kaba and Mena have such a long history together as training partners and teammates, but yeah.
Also a firm understanding of how Shigematsu plays directly, having to face him off in the grand finals of
Of
Evo.
course, and they'd have known that coming
I
into
left
this
my,
tournament. They've had a bit of
I
time
took
to
a
prepare.
picture of my
The brackets
settings
were
that
out.
I had of my
Very surprising, but let's see
filter
how he
last
does
night
against
when I had it in
was
the
probably
battle series competition.
arguably you'd say the premier
The
Sagat
green
out there at the
screen
moment.
filter.
Is that fair to say?
I think it's
However,
pretty
I had
fair
it
to say, and it's
tweaked.
funny because all the young guns are also
Is
playing this character as
is
well.
better on that
It's
group
funny,
of
right? Because
scenes
a lot of the
than it
young
is
players-
on this
it could
one.
Be.
Well,
And that's
it
the
looks
quality
okay.
of the
It
play
looks
that we're seeing at
alright.
Esports
It
World
looks
Cup. There are certainly no
okay.
gimmies here. No one's making the numbers. They have worked hard for the last several months, grinding it out around the world, trying to earn those spaces. Of course, the 6 players that earned their space at the LCQ coming into this riding high as we saw Moke advance into that next round of the tournament. A great look for him as an LCQ qualifier. But these guys, you know, you're looking at Hinao, He's in great form right now. He's been winning offline events. Shigematsu got himself all the way to the EVO Grand Finals. That was how he booked his place here. And it's going to be a very, very interesting one for me. You mentioned the young guys. You are right. They kind of all are using the Shoto archetype. And I'll put Sagat in that group because they're all kind of pivoting between the Ryus, the Kens, the Akumas, the Terrys, the Sagats. Whichever function does the job the most efficiently, they seem to be pivoting to. And they all have a very similar... Oh, there you go. Look at that. It's not the Sagat. It's actually the Ryu.
Yeah, he's going with Ryu. That's who he won BAM with, by the way.
Right. It's still
he had an unbelievable
kind of proves your point even more so.
ending combo with Ryu and just
you can see it all across the board from Capcom.
Massive
yeah, maybe
chunk
he's
of
taking
damage.
in that experience from Topanga, looking to switch things up. Catches him low. Drive rush will carry him towards the corner. And it's time for everyone's favorite breakfast cereal. There's the drive reversal. Big whiff that wasn't punished, but he gets the knockdown with the slide. And the delayed tech gets blown up. Shigematsu happy to take that. Back soft, wake up jab, and gets the back throw into the corner.
That's so well spaced with that forward movement.
Stealing some frames off of that drive rush cancel off. Fierce, because of course, can stop and block off of that. It is possible to bait.
Miss
Oh
timing.
my word, he actually went underneath. A sensational punish there from Hinao.
He's kind of chuckling about that. He's like, I think I just got lucky. That neutral jump was just fortuitous for him. And what even was he trying to call out?
Nice check with the standing short. Standing short versus the OD Blanca
What is
ball.
happening right now?
It doesn't have very many frames on startup, but
so many
you know, because you got to figure that was the
have a couple of pixels
horizontal.
left, but that was all heavies.
Yeah, Ryu's insane.
He
Does a ton. He does a ton. That was about 60%.
That is dump trunk Ryu.
That had just touched yellow. What?
Dog.
Why did people stop playing this character? It's nice to know that the Karate Man on the front of the box is still...
He's got slippers on now, man.
One of the best.
That's plus 10 to power, plus 10 to strength. Insane. Even Shigematsu's taking
Oh,
the
thank
back
you
line.
for the follow,
Damn, that
Lucius. Thank
I
you
just
so much.
started second round.
Yeah, I was thinking about like, okay, the mix-up of this, level 3, what's his wake-up options here? Get up. No, sorry.
Oh, you got stuffed with the fierce, and that was literally it.
There was 3 standing fierces in that combo. Yeah, it's crazy.
So insane. Oh,
Oh,
again.
my word.
Do it again. Shoryuken.
There was like 4 or 5 fierces in total in that combo. I still can't get over it.
Brother, within like 25 seconds.
I don't know what
Yeah, he's
Shigematsu's
really
doing on
fishing
wake-up,
with
but he
Pierce
needs
a
to
lot.
stop
He
it.
got with
Whatever
punish
it is,
for
it's getting
that.
stuffed out, unfortunately. I mean, he's trying to make these reads. Great block on the overhead.
Chasing over the stand light kick. Get some space back and representing with that low
Nice
forward.
check with the back.
Just to make sure
back
Shigematsu
forward
has to
kick,
think
back
about it.
medium.
Yeah, preventing the walk back from Blanca. Pretty important. Even more so.
Also making him reconsider walking in. Well, that stand fierce will definitely make you think twice about walking in.
It's facts. He has been checking a lot of the forward movement thus far, and now finding so much success against Shigematsu's movement. Oh, again! Stuffing out the drive rush, back to back!
Oh, that was a near miss there, Shigematsu. Oh, man,
lightning
that's
beast.
crazy.
All right,
Nice.
to Evil.
Yeah, good stuff. Meaty confirmed with the jumping roundhouse. Well done.
the doll.
Whoop, doll's the play.
Nice patience
Oh,
and great
little
use
doll's
of the drive
slide, doll's
reversal just to
slide.
get that whole situation off the screen.
Got the good old 2-for-1. OD uppercut with some drive gauge to spare. Excellent calls, Frank, now from Hinao. Is the decision.
Hinao's got a sensational game plan here against Blanca. He's just forcing Shigematsu to have to come in. And that is when Blanca's at his weakest, actually. Not even a DP anti-air. He said, no, thank you. I'm just
Ooh,
gonna...
oh!
It's still in time to recover and get the full punish counter. Level 3. Hinao, you
Yeah.
are not kidding.
Well done.
His game
He got
plan has
that.
been absolutely stellar.
Yeah, he's got great tech as well there, because of course normally the OD Blanca ball can hit twice on wake up if it hits deep, but at that range with the drive impact there, you'll absorb a single hit of the OD up ball. He'll fly up into the sky and you'll get the punish there. Sensational knowledge here from Hinao. He's got a great strategy and great tech.
Oh,
Does find himself getting clipped by that crouching strong though.
yeah, beat him to the punch. Shigematsu now trying to shine. Hasn't really had that opportunity thus far. No charge up, no free charge up for you, says Shigematsu. Oh, big bait and also bigger gamble against Shigematsu.
Oh.
Bang!
Yeah,
Yes, someone in the audience was like screaming as if Blanca just died. Did you hear that? That was
Blanca's
crazy.
mom there.
Oh, lordy. DP, you know it. Oh, what was that? Wonder why he got clipped.
All right, that time he's going for the throw after the medium punch after getting the counter hit last round.
So that is a nice,
A little bit tricksy.
yeah, a little
Went in with a jab, Blanca ball.
elusive there. Oh no.
Rare mistake though from here now. He's going to find himself in the corner. So it's going to be a big chunk of damage, but again, he's got the right read on the wake up.
Oh my
And
god.
the right read on the punish.
Oh my god,
And the right
Logan.
read on the level 3 damage. And
This
he
kid
is
is
going to
sick.
cruise straight in
That's good.
to the next round of the tournament. He now flawless.
He now is on it. You know,
Absolutely
he's
superlative
very
performance from
very
this
good. At
young
the same
player.
time though,
Brother.
And
he's
the
playing
Reject
two
faithful,
extremely
the super
heavy-hitting
fans
characters.
chanting his name in the
Get
stands.
huge
He
conversions
read that
damage,
jump
but the
back
thing
Blanca
is
ball
that
ages ago.
he's
He
playing
went for
them
the
both
double
relatively
neutral
the
jump
same.
from so
He's
far
pressuring
away,
a lot with the
anticipating
fierces,
Shigematsu's
and
movement.
then
What a
That was
feat.
like back
he
to the
is
future.
really
Yeah, I love
monitoring
this
his
episode.
resources, and then
That
once
was
he
a-
gets
that's a
that
rewind.
level 3, he just goes to
Rewind.
town.
What are you
And
talking
he
about?
just goes to
Unbelievable
town
stuff
with
thus
these
far.
massive
Another 3-0
damage
on the plate
combos.
from Group
Off
C.
of the level
Now,
Nasu
3,
just was
you
not
know?
able to instigate any kind of pressure game there. Like you see, when Mena plays, the crouch and light punch is a great tool to kind of feel them out like a lightweight boxer's jab. He now shut that down with the big stuff and the big damage. Incredible stuff.
I was already having 2 qualifying out of Group C. He now, with a stellar performance, 6-0 overall, taking it down over Juicy Joe and then Shigematsu. But what that means now is we're in lower bracket territory. This is where the keys are gonna get crushed. Fudo setting up against Yamaguchi. This was a little bit of a heartbreaker, right? Because they've had so much experience growing up together, especially towards SFL. I want to say Yamaguchi has definitely looked up to Fudo a lot of the times during their practice sessions. But for the most part here at EWC, no love lost going into it. But one thing I do want to highlight, Yamaguchi obviously having a very, very phenomenal start to his CPT, Evo Japan winner. A lot more to note just going throughout the CPT, but we've kind of touched upon this a little bit, excuse me. Fudo has not really had his opportunity to shine this season, right?
Yeah, he's made a couple of top 8s. I think he's finished 5th at Combo Breaker, I think it was this year. Of course, he had that top 8 finish at Capcom Cup, but you're absolutely right. You'd expect to see a player like Fudo breaking into those top 8s a lot more. Yamaguchi having a breakout year, the Evo Japan victory, huge for him. I think that's his first ever offline major win in his entire career, which is a bit longer than you may think it had been.
That
Yamaguchi's
is
been
correct.
around for a while, competing for about 10 years, I think, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, I mean, like outside of
We're gonna have to get
the
used to that,
singles
though, right?
division, I think he's had, from what I'm looking up, he's only had wins, like significant wins in like team exhibitions,
Yeah.
team tournaments. It's kind of difficult to kind of really wrap your head around because he's been,
Yeah.
as you were saying, so active for so long, even in the previous iteration of Street Fighter V.
Representing that Zeta division, and he wasn't actually part of the starting lineup for that Zeta team last season either, so showing that he is fighting for his recognition and his place. Fudo, of course, has been ever present. You mentioned, you know, an inspiration, and he has definitely been one of the most inspirational players in Japan in terms of, you know, this esports era that has emerged, and of
Right.
course, ever present. He finished top 8 in the Esports World Cup last year. He's going to want to definitely go on further than that this year. But he looked lost in that first match against Moke, and his reward is another matchup against another Mai. I think he's going to very much adjust his play style. He's going to have to adjust his play style if he wants to stay in the competition.
Right.
But I think we're going to see a very different proposition here from Fudo up against Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi's great with his pressure, though. He really throws some different looks at you. He forces you to react and respond. He's so good at utilizing Mai's counter hit conversions.
Oh, yes.
Off her lights and her mediums. Fantastic at that, and he really just removes tools from you in the neutral and then starts forcing you to take really bad risk guesses on defense. We'll see how Fudo deals with that, because if he can control that space and actually get some of Ed's mid-range control tools out, that's going to be way better for him. He wasn't able to do that at all when he played in that first match against Moke.
Yeah, it's been rather difficult to kind of see Fudo in that shape when you talked about that previous matchup between Fudo and Moke. Some of the risks he decided to take, it just felt a little bit questionable, right? Because it was definitely something that Fudo has been in before. He's assessed these types of risks before, but he still found himself going through some of these throw techs, delayed throw techs mid-screen, some of the questions some of the answers he's chosen to do over in the corner. We'll see if he kind of brushes it on up against Yamaguchi. Starting so far, Yamaguchi.
Nice. There's a poke. That's
two times caught on the fans
kind
here.
Of forces Ed. Oh no, it's really difficult to get that reversal out. 13 frames to start up. It's so easy to safe meet here with the light.
Predictable
nice
there.
block on the overhead though. Yamaguchi, big life lead here. Goes for the low.
Even trying to tempt the button. Other side of Fudo.
Okay, a little trade there.
Nice trade conversion there.
Yeah, try to capitalize off the counter hit.
Did you get the side switch? Fudo dashing on in there. Losing his turn, he has to respect it.
Nice that was a smart block. Smart block against the cross up there. Well done.
Block the cross up.
Good.
Very much so doable for Fudo still. We have the burnout from
nice.
Yamaguchi.
Right
yes,
under the fan.
Also level 2 ready, just in case.
Yep.
Yeah, using all two bars of that super in the first round of the game, you can see how important it is to Fudo. Look at his face there. You can see he doesn't look calm and composed.
Yeah, and that's because the startup of Flicker and the startup of Psycho Orb
yeah, I'm still quite amazed that both players just built up that level 2 so quickly.
It's a little bit longer compared to the rest of the cast. And that's the reason why is they balance him out that way, because he has such access to such great long-ranging options. Yeah, a lot of pressure there with the crouching short.
With that crouching short string. Yamaguchi sitting on 3 bars. Damn, just gets clipped on the way over.
He takes the damage over the side switch.
She's plus with that crouching elbow there, that crouching medium punch.
What a time to interrupt! Are you kidding me?
Crazy work, and
well
again
done.
A level 2 gets it done.
Good for Fudo. I was a little nervous. He had a little bit of a nervous look to him there,
the
but
drive rush low, plus frames there for Mai.
He's happy.
Fudo's still pressing. He knew that
out.
Yamaguchi believed that Yamaguchi was going to steal some frames, and it paid off for him.
Just having that kind of instinct back. Insane.
Defensive shimmy there, the fierce, the low catches Fudo, trying to move out as well. That time still goes for the OD Psycho upper.
I respect it. Letting some of the fireballs do the work. Yamaguchi has not really been able to throw it. What a double to get the double!
Yeah, and you're going to start seeing Fudo try and go for this, for these flicker baits. Yeah, there's the backdash, and there's the drive rush if nothing comes out. Hello, Sengan. Oh.
Kind of scary, a little bit of a hesitation there on the jabs.
Needs to be careful with these drive rushes in neutral though. Oof. Definitely get punished heavily for it.
What a perfect parry. Didn't lead to much though.
The counter hit frames. I don't know if the pushback was there, it was 2+, but throw completely whiffed, blows straight through, but he burns himself out. Yamaguchi with the opportunities.
It was a lock.
Oh, he saved!
It was a lock, it didn't matter.
Okay.
Not that time.
Plenty of damage here for sure. Yamaguchi salvaging that moment. A little dicey. It felt just a little bit dicey. Fudo being locked and loaded with that super bar could have been dastardly against Yamaguchi. Coming up with the right reversal, perhaps, but either way you spin it, Yamaguchi now checking the drop rush.
Motion input check as well. Impressive.
On the way over now.
Nice interruption there. Vince will start up at 6. 6 frames to start up.
Charging up that fan. Needs to be careful not to be predictable, but it's a huge life lead here.
Waking up with the button again? right into the level 3. Although it doesn't equalize the damage, equalize the life bars, he's trying to get as much drive gauge as possible. And also
don't equalize the drive gauge either.
Yeah, it's closer than he's ever been to touching grass, just immediately off the rip, right?
Leo's back in the green now, speaking of touching grass.
Yeah, being back in the middle of the stage after that level 3 was everything for Fudo. Off to the, I want to say, life lead with Yamaguchi.
Oh no, poorly spaced. Yamaguchi just edged in inside of the range and he knew his numbers. Got the punish there.
Oh, just like that, Yamaguchi tying it all up.
Yeah, flicking that crash and medium kick out, but he gets beaten to the punch. Punish counter that time.
Damn, there was so much damage to the drive gauge just off of so many of these heavies. Like that, catching the delay.
Yamaguchi's doing a great job of actually outspacing that crouch and medium kick.
No, you are not kidding. His spacing has been so on point, and Fudo's kind of tightened it up. Just
Nice,
like that
yeah,
as well.
good whiff.
Now waiting for the heavies from the side of Yamaguchi. Man, it is back and forth when it comes to timing out the normals.
Yamaguchi does a really good job forcing Fudo into the corner.
More than enough damage.
That's where he's really kind of feeling the pressure and suffering because once he's in there, he has to try to find a way to get the neutral established again.
The fact that you can do that target combo and still get away with it, go ahead.
It's crazy. Yeah, actually used the fully charged one there. Haven't seen him do that much. He's been kind of backdash cancelling it a lot. There you go. Oh, that was a beautiful whip, but you see the little micro walk backwards as well.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of shimmy baits
that's where the damage is available.
by Fudo, and Yamaguchi isn't falling for too many of them.
Spin it.
You kind of have to.
Oh, he has to spend one. That's great for him.
You definitely have to, yeah. Right into the route to get that level 1.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know who that is, but I like that energy.
Super fan title activated. Oh my word, that all combo, that was crazy.
We see it so many times, but it's still crazy to us.
Oh, nice
why are you
shimmy.
reaching for?
Shimmy fierce. No my level 1.
No free hugs today.
On the contrary, there's plenty of free hugs coming in your way. Yeah, I think it was buy 2 get the 3rd free. I think they were all free,
that's
really.
not a hug, right? She literally grabs you by the collar and tosses you over her head.
Do any of them count as hugs?
Some of them.
Maybe like Honda's. Honda's does, because he does that.
with the suplex, that's a lovely hug.
That's fair.
I mean,
Yeah, we can count that.
the landing isn't lovely, but...
Depends on who you ask. All right, so Fudo,
right,
for the first time, actually getting the corner positioning quite early.
Big life lead here. Oh, that was unfortunate because he already
he tried to
catch
the recovery
punish
frames
that
with
whiff
throw.
throw, but Fudo, look, man, he is stressed. And I understand it.
Just trying to scathe by round. Although as commanding as it was, you still have Yamaguchi 1 whole game up. Or I guess 2 rounds up, I would say. Oof! 1 round. I can't do math today. Jesus. Hello.
Luckily, we don't have to count over 10, otherwise you take your shoes and socks off.
Yeah, man.
No one wants that at the desk.
Yeah, I keep it clean on the desk.
Thanks, Ryujin.
Yamaguchi doesn't, though. He
Well
took
done.
the
That was
big
really
risk.
good.
Leaned out.
Damn, son.
He has been going for that, though. The OD up kicks have been working out for him because he knows that Fudo needs to go in. But Fudo was in a position there. He had the round lead. Forced the guess from Yamaguchi, and it wasn't right. And we're going to a game 5. Again, another game 5. I love this. We're getting all the nail biters here. No blowouts.
Start up.
Extended as much as possible, man. Now you see the threats coming in from Fudo from the mid-range, from the flickers. Yamaguchi, of course, going in for the drive rush, excuse me. Oos! It's so dangerous. And with the fans hot and heavy yet again.
Nicely confirmed.
This is level 1 as well.
I haven't seen many level 1s from Yamaguchi at all.
Not in this
No,
set,
target.
for sure.
Enhanced stand.
Counter hit yet again. Tricky
Well done.
stuff.
That's really
Putting
good.
out the layers now. The overhead between the fan pressure. Yamaguchi, damn, he's got the full tilt.
I think he
Facial
said shit,
structure-wise.
come on.
My man was like leaning down. He's got the chin up at the same time. I don't even know how you do that with your face. Maximum concentration. On match point, as it should be. Catching the low yet again. Fudo, one. I flinch every time Edge within that range, man. Oh.
Yeah, run house punish counter to start the party.
No, yet.
Nice cross cut.
There's the autocorrect. Nice parries. Oh, now he's burnt out. Now he's got to hold this. Now he's ready with the level 1 though. And he's going to get a load of space here. He's going to get out of the corner. Nice whip punish.
Oh, that's it.
Yamaguchi, the level 2 into the follow-up. No, what?
No, but that's going to be it. No matter what, Yamaguchi
off the
was still in the perfect position to get the chip damage against Fudo. And there you have it. The first key crush from Group C.
Very cool.
Courtesy of Yamaguchi's Mai. Unfortunately, we say goodbye to Fudo.
No, I think everybody has the same.
Yeah, Fudo, it was definitely a better performance than the first game. Took it to a game 5. Sorry, the first set against Mock. Took it to a game 5. Unfortunately, Yamaguchi had too many answers for him there. A number of instances where, Yamaguchi had the perfect response, and he just shut down a lot of Fudo's tools because he knew exactly what was real, what wasn't. Some big punishes, some big reads as well. I think Fudo was going for a lot of like the spark cancels up close. Very minus on that, getting punished for it, and it took away a lot of his close range pressure.
Of times, yeah. I think that alone kind of speaks volumes, right, towards the type of pressure he wanted to exude against Yamaguchi. But
and then you saw like Yamaguchi trying to encroach in space, Fudo trying to defend it with the crouch medium kicks. Yamaguchi perfect spacing outside of that, getting a whip punish back on it as well. Superlative performance from Yamaguchi. Fully understands that matchup. Of course he does. Ed's so prominent right now. Fudo handing the key over to Yamaguchi. It's going to be our first crushing of Street Fighter 6. And Yamaguchi sends Fudo to the Nether Realm.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Yamaguchi, congratulations, brother. That's the big dog right there, Evo Japan champion. And he takes down the legend that is Fudo. Of course, here at the Esports World Cup, we have a special tradition. After one of our competitors fallen, their tournament life, their tournament soul is officially crushed right here at the Key Crusher. Our key master making sure Yamaguchi know what's going on. You gotta be heartless. You gotta be heartless, Yamaguchi. It is what it is. Fudo, no!
Oh.
Not like this. And there it is, officially.
That's a cool touch. Still.
That's
still a cool touch. Well done.
World Cup.
Well done.
Absolute
Splashing
bangers.
the medals there.
Back to back. Yamaguchi is trying to punch his ticket into that next phase. He still has to win one more match to do so. Let's keep things rolling with some Street Fighter 6.
Was built to move, not trapped at a desk.
All right, so
posture for 12 hours a day.
Lower bracket of
It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
We just got done streaming about 4 or 5 hours ago.
Welcome back. We've already said goodbye. And those Reject fans in the front crying tears into their Fudo signs. We have another elimination match coming up. Oh.
Hard to see it, but that just shows the amount of passion that goes on throughout the realm of the Japanese FGC. We love seeing the support through and through. But we got to progress, right?
Yeah,
that's just the nature of competition.
Kaba coming
it's a
up
cute little
now.
stuffed animal
Juicy
they
Joe
have.
Also cannot avoid these Sagats. He's got to go up against Kaba here in an elimination match, and you might see tears in my eyes if we say goodbye to a European player.
I mean, I think it's pretty much evenly split, right? You've got Juicy Joe to represent. A lot of us are big Kaba fans as well. it's going to be very difficult to kind of see. But one thing's for certain, right? You're looking at this matchup yet again, JP versus Sagat. Very excited to see what type of adjustments are going to be made between the two, considering they fell significantly short against their opponents over on the upper side of the bracket.
That's right.
Yeah, Juicy Joe absolutely dominated by Henao, which is interesting because many of the Sagat players don't like that JP matchup. I mean, I know you put a fair amount
He
of time
couldn't establish a zoning game.
It's difficult
He
for me to
couldn't
put
keep
like an
Henao
actual like,
out,
solid
and
perception
really
on
that's
it.
the
I think
key,
Sagat
because what's
can
going on with Henao is
really put a dampen
he's
on
playing
what
Sagat and
JP
Ryu.
primarily wants to do
I'm
within
just
the
gonna
mid
say,
range, within
he's playing
further out
Sagat
as well.
and Ryu the same
It's
way.
just up close is where it just
He's
gets so dicey. That's not even just against
momentum, and
JP.
as long
That's just like the
as,
overall threat that
especially
Sagat has
as long
against
as he keeps
everybody
Sagat
in the
moving
cast.
forward,
Standing media
then
punch
he
is
doesn't
always
have
going to be
to
that
worry
moment that's
about
going to
his
get talked
slow
about
walk
throughout
speed heading
the
back
entirety of the
and
season.
getting
but you
clipped
gotta
by
be-
anything. So
You
that's
gotta
why
get
he
through the
does
obstacle course
absolutely
to even
everything he
be
can to
able
try
to
to
use
force
that standing
everybody to
medium.
the
And
corner.
I think
And then
Sagat
at that point,
is not going
that's
to be like struggling too
one
much
of
out of that, honestly.
Okay.
Being able
JP's
to
weakest
close the gap with like Tiger knees from the
spots,
mid-range.
because
I
not
think
only does he
even
not have the
possibly
ability
Tiger
to
shots
really
anticipate the
zone,
ghost.
but he can't
Obviously,
even
Spike's going to be
move
the
back and
biggest
forth
detriment towards
Yeah,
like
and you've
Sagat's
at all to
progression.
try
Yeah,
to
you've
work
always
on
got
his
to respect the
ranges
portal as
of
But
his
we've seen how
normals,
Hinao
right?
is kind of like progressed
So,
past all
Joe,
that. Having a
you
little
know,
bit of a conversation from
didn't
Shorty
really have too
Sengon
much
too, being able
chance
to read
because
some of
the
the
amount of
patterns that
pressure he was
JPs
under.
have to kind of fall into to prevent somebody from moving in with either a spike,
When it
either
comes
a
down to
portal.
Kaba,
Sagat
Kaba
can
is
pick and choose those spots, and once he
traditionally more
does,
of a
he's going to have
guile
the tools to do
player,
it within the
but
mid-range to
he's
kind of get past all
doing
that
a little
afterwards.
bit of a switch
You
up
have to respect the
of
Tiger knee within the
characters to
mid-range.
see
Yeah, I mean, once you
how
understand the
things
play
are gonna be
lines that
working out
JP
for him.
has, and you
And
can
he's
start to
doing
see
really
what
well.
sequences generally
So, I
your
mean, it
JP
might just
opponent is
take
going for in terms of
a little bit
full
more
screen
time
control, a mid-screen lockdown, and push out as well.
for
which is
him
so
to get
important.
more into the
That's
whole
when you can
Sagat
start
swing
making
of
the
things,
predictions
but
and the hard
he's
reads
doing
and
good.
guesses
He's
to
doing good
try
with
and
them,
get in that
so
space because there's no guaranteed
have to
answer to
see.
get around JP zoning.
No doubt.
But once you start seeing the patterns, that's when you can start to exploit. And that's what I like about Street Fighter 6. When you start to identify, you make these observations, and you know with good information what the likelihood is to come in that sequence, you can really bet big on yourself. And, you know, no one cashes out bigger than the Sagat, or maybe so.
Right now, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's-
I think in
the
comparison,
rules are crazy.
JP's got some pretty good solid cash outs, but Sagat, I mean, his damage is
yeah, that's
like,
where Logan.
unfathomable.
He's
Like,
right.
you cannot
he
deny
said,
the amount of damage
you
he
know,
gets
really
off
at
these
the end of the day,
conversions,
it's about
right?
cashing
And even
out.
so, like,
And
going
nobody
back to what you were
cashes
saying,
out
making some
bigger
of
than
these reads
Scott.
outside of
But
what
nobody
JP
also
can do,
cashes
what his
out
main
bigger than
strengths are, right? Spacing
Ryu
people out.
also
You
really
look at some of the
gets
counter poke buttons
damaged.
that he does have to kind of keep people away. Sagat can easily throw that
that's a
kind
very
of
good point.
timing off with the step kicks, with medium kick as well.
And that's the
being
thing,
out of the
so-
range, just like a micro step, being able to get these counters and into target combos. It's so powerful for someone like him.
Bracket? Yeah, I can put it in the chat. Let me see here.
Into game one now. Juicy Joe sitting with a departure from behind. What we talk about that Tiger knee, right? Just being able to bypass that threat. Juicy Joe being forced to hold that on defense. And now slugging it out normal to normal.
Nice. Using the knee to low crush.
Oos. Again, gotta respect the knee.
Punching the knees, I respect it. Oh, just too far away to get the link off the trade. Really nothing there for Juicy Joe either.
And that was a smart decision by Joe, right? Because of that counter hit, the pushback doesn't allow
Nice.
Sagat to get the continuation. And what a check. Coming in from Juicy Joe. Now this is going to be a little bit of a struggle, right? It's okay. The low target shot preventing any other further sequences against Joe. Yet again, being able to snipe out the departures.
Nice.
Excellent call out so far from Kaba, right? The departures not being as much of a threat to kind of back yourself up with the spikes.
Yeah, and Joe being forced to use OD gauge, whether it's the OD ghost to set up the portal set up afterwards.
You can
on
see
block,
the
or if he's just
guileless
doing the raw
in
OD portal
Sagat.
from full screen.
A lot of
Having to spend
Tiger
gauge
shot
to try
pressure.
and control Kaba, and Kaba definitely.
But the only
happy to
concern is
play
he's
this
doing a
matchup
lot
at
of
all
low
ranges.
Tiger
Misspaces
shots.
the
Low
range though,
Tiger
and that
shots
stand
have a
fierce, and he
larger
finds himself in the
recovery.
corner.
He just needs to be a little
bit
careful
awkward on the rest of that conversion
with
as
that.
well. Juicy
But
Joe
as long as
forcing
Joe
himself to
doesn't
back away,
jump
he
in,
understands
he'll be all right.
the drive gauge situation against him. The timidity from both, right? Nice. Not gonna spin. Very interesting. Has a significant life lead, has a lot of confidence. Totally understandable. On the other side!
Call out. And that's the problem when you start making the slightly more desperate reads to get in.
And it's not the first time we've seen that against the... Or at least from the side of Kaba, right?
He started the whole set with an immediate drive rush at the start and hasn't really... Oh my god, the counter hit overhead.
What was the normal that he
Damage
stepped out?
Town. I've got no idea. I think it was a light.
There's no way.
He didn't even get the opportunity to be born.
Yeah. The damage on the end, sneaking in the drive impact just as he ran out of drive gauge. Yo, Kaba, give me that. Give me a throw.
Oh.
Don't do the overhead, though.
Oh.
I like that. Oh, a little bit of a hezzy.
Oh my
jump
god,
in
a
was
big
perfect.
jump in from JP.
And the stab on the way down. That animation gets me every time with the jump fierce. Extension. On the way through.
All right, what's the mix here?
Great block from Kaba.
Great patience as well from Kaba because, of course, all he needs is a single hit to close this game out, but he's waiting for a clean one. And
Nice
there
jump
we go,
short.
the empty
Closes
jump
out the crouch G.
forces the anti-air
Move
to
forward.
whiff, and he's
Well
ready to
done.
get the punish and close out the
Well
game.
done.
Superb patience there from Kaba, not overextending, not taking any big gambles. If he'd have pressed a button on that jump in, he would have got clattered. There would have been a ton of damage to follow that up and corner carry, and he'd have been probably guessing for the round. Kaba showing fantastic poise.
Using some of the gameplay staples against you. Some of the things that you practice
Nice
day
check.
in, day out.
Crouch
Coming your
jab,
downfall.
anti-air there.
Although the overhead did get cashed out on the side of Kaba, it didn't lead to anything super significant just yet as Juicy Joe now gets
right.
the corner switch up, excuse me, the side switch up. A little bit awkward too on the decision to drive rush forward.
Yeah, nice patience from Kaba.
I mean, it wouldn't have led to a punish counter, I get that for sure. Oos. Set up the departure. Doesn't have to overextend, not too much at all. Juicy Joe.
Locked in. Look at those eyes. Ice cold. Nice check. Beautiful medium punch, controlling so much space. Kaba drive rushing from too far away.
A little bit closer, I would say. If it was any further, he has the threat of doing like the Jin rise, right?
Uh-huh.
Oos.
Oh. Caught the drive rush.
Very fortunate for Kaba to actually catch the start of that drive rush. That's a side to go after a block sweep. Oh, too far for a conversion after the counter hit. Juicy Joe trying to keep Kaba away. Standing medium punch, a great tool. Most definitely. Oh, that was so slick!
Wow.
He slid
Fake
across the
goes-
screen.
Yeah. Fake goes to set that up. Then he drive rushed in. Clapped Kaba looking to play a projectile game, but Juicy Joe baiting him out. There's the punish counter. Back throw. Sets up. And now it's a burnout. Now it's going to be a huge comeback if Kaba's able to do it. There's the
Got
chip
hit by
out.
Pierce.
Nothing doing. A very smart drive reversal. Put Kaba at pixel life. He wasn't able to block anything at all. And of course, the gray health came off with the chip. And that was the closeout. That he needed. Good stuff from Juicy Joe. Showing very, very smart play, very composed play. Both of these players really impressing me with their composure.
Well, I hope we're in for the grind, honestly. I want to see this go to the final round between these two. You can see a lot of the changes, a lot of the adaptations coming in between each of the decisions made.
Kaba there with a much longer drive rush, as he kind of pointed out. Trying to see what Juicy Joe reacts with. Maybe there will be a Nexus possibility for a mix-up there.
Oh,
nice.
Right there.
Pretty
Kind
decent
of-
defense.
Yeah, kind of mitigates that with the jump back air to air.
Ooh.
Yes. Still gets picked up.
That was
Wow.
godlike.
Oh my word.
It wasn't a punish counter, though. Still pretty godlike either way.
Kaba must have thought he was out of there.
Oh,
he's gonna be out of life
no.
now as Juicy Joe.
Well done there. Well
Close
done.
it out. Take these 2 bars into the next round. I like that answer, though, from Kaba. And he did actually escape then, if it wasn't a punish counter. He just thought he was at safe range.
Yeah, now we're gonna check that out. It's gonna drive me crazy. possibly just like a walk back. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But right now, Kaba, let's see. What type of threats can he present? Juicy Joe, it feels like he's covered all the ranges quite well up until this point. I might have spoken too soon.
Answers the parry into drive rush. There's a perfect parry though from Juicy Joe. He's going to set this up again with the corner carry. Set up the portal.
Oh. Not even going to try to attempt to whip punish that medium kick. So deceptive. Oos.
Yeah. Nice cancel.
Got a counter hit against
off
Juicy Joe. I don't even know what
Strong.
that was. Didn't even see it.
Yeah, I think he literally just hit the first couple of startup frames. Never even got to come out at all. Oh, the amnesia. Back throw, we'll love that. Target combo, of course, into the activation because Kaba's already burnt out, which means this is going to be pretty much unblockable. The defense, though.
That was godlike. That was pretty godlike.
Oh!
Kaba, you survived all of that. And then at the raw DI, but he drops it and it's into a reset anyway because why not? Oh
No
my
way.
word.
No way. Not like this. That was the illest defense.
Kaba's so
up
close.
until the point of the drive impact.
I was like, yeah, the target combo.
Joe's a really good guy, though.
Into
Joe's
the
a good
level
guy,
2,
too,
you're already
so
burnt out.
I
You're
feel
already
bad.
in
They're
the corner.
both,
You
they're
are
both
cooked,
really,
but Kaba somehow found a way
They're both really good guys.
to weather all of that.
Wow.
And then just at the raw drive impact.
Whoo-wee. These guys are slugging. That sequence was mad tricky.
And that's so ballsy from Joe as well, because like that block sequence was superb. And you've got to be looking at him as a JP player, like how? No, Juicy Joe was like, all right, cool. Let's see you react to this.
Sue changed it.
And that's very smart psychologically. All right, Kaba, the suit is on. It means business.
I was just about to ask. Is he calling the meeting against the accountant? Is he actually the auditor? Who knows?
I want to know where the money in my account's gone.
Zangief in the background probably asking if he got paid.
Good read.
Real money or bison bucks.
Oh!
Yeah, I like that.
How to teleport
That's
is
getting
the
paid? Yeah.
short
You guys got
in
paid?
the air.
The classic. Ooh! So Juicy Joe at the deficit currently, right? Is not going to be at liberty to set up anything really.
No, he's got no space to work with either. Harbor, beautiful spacing on that, and the crouching medium punch opens him up.
Joe!
Deep breath there from
With a
Joe.
look of concern, and
looking to level
he's
it up.
locking in.
Yes,
Remember that
slightly poor
crouching
spacing on the
medium
drive
punch.
rush.
The recovery on it, they made it longer.
Oh, he tried
that
it.
is a full drive
like the
impact. Oh my gosh.
adjustments. Just going right into the drive impact off of the
He's got
drive
a
rush.
crouch medium punch as well, right? There we go. Ooh. Get back there. Oh, forward throw. All right.
We'll take it.
What a whiff punish.
Damn, that was still out there?
What a whiff punish.
I'm a little bit shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you, Logan. I'm actually quite shocked.
That's
the Hurtbox
gonna
lingered
do
for
it.
that long.
That's gonna do it. It's 2-2 now.
What a
Didn't
beast.
actually balance JP. They weren't lying.
Ooh.
Listen, man. Even just watching it, a little bit of a shocker, but man, does that feel good.
We are getting our game 5. Kaba leveling it up.
Damn, that was quick. It was a quick 2 rounds against Juicy Joe in that game.
These guys are fighting
Now you're starting
in the
to see
streets,
layers, man.
on the stage.
Just thinking.
It feels like
These wheels
it
are
goes back
turning,
to square
Skill,
one in
and I
terms
have
of
to
like all the
figure
adjustments
out-
that have been made up until
figure
that
out
point
what
because of the
changed.
fact that we're starting to see like
And
the
what it
shift.
That's the
was
one, so I can
he
just
started
throw whatever I want
focusing
at
on
you.
projectile
Let's go.
pressure more.
You know,
Kaba
very
was
much
able
akin to that level 2 sequence,
jump
and he just
over-
threw the drive
jump over
impact
that.
behind it.
He has to
All
try
right,
to
let's
push.
see what you're. Show
if
me
he's
what
gonna
you're ready
do
for.
that, he has to try to push
Where's your brain
Sagat
at?
out
Now
a
we're back
little
into
further.
the threat of the tiger knee.
Yeah, exactly. We've gone full circle. There's
Ah.
the mix, but Joe not able to get a real punish there.
Just eat that fierce. Oh, that was mad far. Sick version. I don't even think that was a real conversion. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's
You
the
got the
risk you
empty
take
jump
pressing
crouching
heavies in the
jab.
corner. That jump out threat.
Ooh,
Ooh, Nexus.
getting to the rest of the string off of the Nexus.
Get off me, please.
Going off from Joe, opting to go for the jump in.
Kaba
Tiger
is
shot
on
behind
it
that
with
fake
these
ghost that's come a couple
anti-air
of times.
tiger uppers.
So respect the
He
call
is
out.
on
Oof.
it. Okay,
Juicy
Joe
Joe out
almost
of
healed
burnout
up.
now as well.
Oh!
I like that. A couple of fake ghosts. Juicy Joe not able to set up departure, not able to set up spikes. Now that Kaba is in projectile mode. Exactly why the trade-off. Exactly why Kaba was so aggressive. Now look at that match point. Aggressive with those fireballs.
It was very interesting to see Juicy Joe kind of play aggressive in terms of movement. He was the one that was trying to get in, trying to traverse that middle space. I feel like that makes the match easier for Sagat, but...
Oh, trying to get sneaky with it. A little bit too far out, though. Juicy Joe had so
Remember,
much space to
Sagat is slower, so his drive rush also.
With that long-range drive rush, mix him up. Drive rush step kick. We'll take that. Okay.
Get a bit of a reset as well.
Like, he needs to be careful that he doesn't just lick out like a level 3 when he sees a drive rush from all the way over there. Perfect parry. He's going to get the side switch. Yep. Back into the corner. No messing around. Absolutely no messing around. And I respect that. This is an elimination match.
Yep. Anything can happen now.
There is nowhere to take those 3 bars.
Down to the
Sagat,
wire.
3 bars in the corner there. Any touch would have probably led to you dying. I respect that cash out from Juicy Joe, but now he's at a significant disadvantage this round.
You have to be as diligent as ever to keep the big bald fella away.
Yeah. No sign of a level 2 on your horizon.
Oh. I think it's fine thus far. Kaba, he's slowly encroaching on the space of Juicy Joe, right in this mid-range, right? Ooh, the step kick actually caught movement. Right into the level 3. A lot of damage on board.
Let's see.
Not quite.
No,
Magic
but you got
pixel
blocked now anyway. There we go. Spends
now.
2 bars.
Gosh.
I respect. That's a great spend.
Oh, you could kill him right here. Oh no, actually Amnesia's still a threat. My mistake.
What? What did he jump over there? I didn't even see. I was looking at everything else.
I closed my eyes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I looked away from the screen. It was a horror movie,
Out
man.
of burnout. Immediately spends the 2 bars. Kaba, big life lead though. Joe trying to find a way to build these bars up. Getting hit. No, he's still alive.
But barely. Single hit for Kaba.
Joe doesn't want to press anything at risk getting whiff punished.
Careful with
that. So passive.
Careful with that.
Oh, the parry against a low step kick. This could be a start of something special. How much bar does he have? I can't see it.
Yeah, he's got the 2 bars
Yeah,
now.
no, this is a bad idea, cameraman. Don't do that. It's a bad idea,
Big
cameraman.
reset.
He wants to try to catch whoever's going to
the
jump
command
up. The
grab.
problem
Grab,
is
he
he's
saved it
covering
to the
up
left
the
again.
covering up the drive gauges.
Oh,
He's covering up the levels. Oh man, it was the start up 6. That was good. Good stuff there. Good stuff there for Kaba. Man, that was down to the wire. That was
Fighting
really
for
good.
his life. They were swinging it out for 5 games. It's only right he swung all
Very
the way
nice.
for the fences. He
If
pushed
they're going to
all
do
of
that
his chips
shot,
in the
which is
middle
completely
of the
fine,
table.
it's a good idea. You know, we know
What
where
a
he's coming
set.
from with that. The key is that you gotta move the screen over enough so that it doesn't cover the levels, because we're trying also to read what resources are being gained and what the tactics are going to be that they're going to be trying to lead into from that point. So boy, that was a real nail biter. That was.
Now,
You know, to be honest, unfortunate for both, Kaba, great job for him for making it out, but Juicy Joe, it's a bummer that he lost, so it's crazy on both sides. So that was just very good matches.
Okay.
Very good.
All right.
A huge difference.
Oh, you're welcome.
Staying alive, man, after that rough shot in the upper bracket, but he's going to be moving on into the next set of matches.
Big respect to Kaba for his patience in the moments that he had to hold it down. He couldn't really afford the risks. But the moments that he could afford the risks, they definitely paid off. Fantastic defense. Both sides, both passive and blocking.
Little mini guile there. That's cute.
Preemptive as well.
That is cute.
Great stuff there from Kaba. He's going to advance. He's still got 1 more to go, though.
Guess what? Yeah, he's rewarded against a matchup against Higuchi.
That's right.
Just to kind of refresh your guys' memory.
The eye patch is staying on for that.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's a lot more to go through. Yamaguchi versus Shigematsu, Kaba versus Higuchi. But as it stands right now, Juicy Joe, unfortunately, getting his keys crushed as we have Damascus getting ready to stand by with Kaba.
And it is time, Kaba crushing the dreams. He went to Capcom Cup and went absolutely cursed, losing to JP twice against Yon Angel, losing to Juicy Joe at SFL World Championship, and he came back here with a plan named Sagat. The clutch was immaculate. Kaba manages to defeat Juicy Joe in an absolutely incredible match ending. And now it is time. You want some juice? You got to press the keys. Kaba about to enjoy crushing his first key of the weekend. Make it pop. Get us a sound. Get us some noise.
They need to, that crusher's off center.
That. Congratulations to Kaba. GG's brother.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
they need to recalibrate that
qualify
crusher.
to stage 2. Kaba, congratulations. More games
It's
coming
like
up. It's been super hyped. Street Fighter 6 is too
far
good,
up
man.
at the top or something. I don't know what. They need to move that crusher.
Couple more keys to go as we get ready to say hello to our next set of qualifiers for Group C. Fudo, obviously,
he's joining the fans, yeah?
Big group photo with the fans that love and support him. Unfortunately, having to take a seat and bowing out early.
He's going to have to be in there for the rest of the week.
Yeah, you know, he's got some coaching, a little bit of coaching to do as well to kind of go forward, right? He's going to be fully supporting the players going forward throughout the tournament. But again, one of the superstars, one of the gods of Japan, having to bow out of the tournament early. Instead, Yamaguchi taking his place to fight off against Shigematsu.
That's right, got another qualification match. It's not just an elimination match. The winner of this will progress into the next round of the bracket. Yamaguchi versus Shigematsu. But only find one meeting of these two in tournament play from the last year, and it was in Topanga, and it was 3-2. So hopefully we are in once again for a nail biter. Yamaguchi, of course, representing Zeta Division. Shigematsu, the breakout player this year for Riddle Order.
Very much so looking forward to it, right? I want to see what he has planned specifically for the style and aggression that Yamaguchi has with this Mai so far, especially when it comes to elimination territory.
Yeah.
Can you believe we have two premier players that have done spectacularly well at two big premier events facing off in elimination?
Well, Yamaguchi, of course, has won the largest bracket in the history of fighting games.
Guinness World Record.
I think it was like 7.6K entrants for EVO Japan. Shigematsu made it all the way to grand finals at EVO in Las Vegas. Big breakout performance for him.
And yet we haven't really seen them play off against each other
really
as
going
often,
back and
which
forth.
is
Ironically, yeah, still two Blanca players.
The fact that it was only in
Blanca
the side of Topanga, but I think it's more so on the side of Shigematsu. You talked about breakout performance. Boy, this is definitely one for the books for him.
No sunglasses.
This year has just been so ridiculous for this Blanca.
Yeah, one of two Blancas on that Riddle Order team. Can't believe you got me saying Blanca. One of two Blancas.
Got him.
On that Riddle Order team.
The other one is Takagi, right?
Yes, both part of the coaching squad for Daigo Umehara recently for his famous Kimonomichi set.
Bro, it's Blanca.
Blanca.
The announcer says Blanca.
All right, when I hear you say Zangief, I'll accept that for you.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
All right.
I'll even shorten it to Gief.
Gief.
We'll take that.
Yeah, I feel like the lack of head-to-head meetings is more on the side of Yamaguchi, actually. He hasn't traveled as much offline as Shigematsu's been everywhere. I feel like the Riddle Order army have been ever present. Like, I've seen those yellow shirts at pretty much every offline major.
Yeah, they've been putting in a lot of work for sure. Absolutely.
Not so much. He's been at a couple, of course.
No, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, there's been a lot of, I'm trying to say, how much representation did Riddle Order have throughout like the entirety of the CPT? We've seen that yellow jersey a ton.
Yeah, they've been, of course, Junior's been a big breakout player on there. We've seen Junior make a a bunch of top 8s with which character?
With GF.
Yeah, GF.
I'll say it, bro. I'll commit to it. All weekend long. Call me out on that. I promise you.
But this is going to be a very interesting one at that. I mean, again, without any like official head-to-head results, it's crazy to see them now up on the EWC stage facing elimination. I can't harp on that enough, right? Blanca, Mai has been like, it's hard to say if both have been truly a terror because there's only a few amount of people really doing it with Blanca in comparison to Mai.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because you had Evo, and then I think the next week you had the Japan World Warrior, and it was Nishkin and Takagi in grand finals of that. So it's
that
like
is
all
a cute
they all like
little
they
sign.
woke up like Sleeper Cell
That's
agents.
really well done. I haven't seen any like
To
that
take over the
ever,
world.
really.
I already forgot about that. I saw that it was a mirror match. I'm like, oh boy.
It was like a flash in the pan, though, as well, right? Because it's not like Nishkin had been putting up big results.
No.
Takagi hadn't really been either, so...
And Michigan, like, at the start of Street Fighter 6 Season 1, he was, like, the premier Blanca.
Yeah.
So one of the things that Yamaguchi's going to try to really
other than
zone in on against
It took him a while to adjust
Shigematsu,
because we saw
and
the
that's the
Luke come
reason
out
why
of it. But either
Shigematsu
way,
is trying
game
to
one,
be so
Shigematsu,
momentum heavy.
Yamaguchi.
Is
I enjoyed him.
Blanca's walkback speed is not hot, right?
Jeez!
So
Jeez,
that's
what a
why
reaction.
he's
The heck
trying
out of it.
to keep Yamaguchi stuck
That wasn't
in the
even just like
corner.
a normal. He went
And
just
then in
straight
addition
up.
to
Yeah,
that,
he had the
he's
charge,
you know,
so-
trying. That's why he's advancing with the Blanca balls. He
Forced it
doesn't
back away
want
because of the burnout.
Yamaguchi to catch him on the
comfortable with that,
back foot.
considering the last
Oh,
lead.
oh,
Air
God,
ball.
boy, he's doing a good job
Another
catching him
normal
with those
Brother,
diagonal
get him out of
down
the gym.
Believes in them.
Blanca balls. Good stuff.
Building houses.
That was definitely a fishing
That was the air
round
ball.
there
Yeah, the airball. Nothing but
for
bricks.
Yamaguchi.
What? You got me messed up, man. Don't look at me with those eyes, man. If anything, you gotta shut the doors
Yeah,
of the gym.
nothing
Too
wrong
much of a
with
draft.
trying to. I mean, you can
Touch that roundhouse a little bit.
have
Yeah,
a
you got the
round
old
for
faithful
just
crash
testing
into
out what
drive
people
rush
are gonna
cancel.
do a little bit.
I'm still mind blown with what you just said. It's got me mixed up. A ton of damage, and also towards both the life and the drive gauge.
Yeah, corner
Jesus.
and burnout, and there we go.
Yeah, not even worth it to try to spend the bar in terms of like the super rebuttal.
Nice follow up.
Had the opportunity to do so.
That's a real cut price kill for Yamaguchi. Didn't have to spend anything for it.
Both sitting at 2 bars as well. Oos. First big strike coming in from Yamaguchi. Again, spending time on the West Coast. Not for too long, though.
All right, there's the activation.
Now making it a round trip.
And Shigematsu, one of the Blanca players that he just spends it pretty much. He uses almost all of the meter for
Oh
level 2
my
and
goodness, that's a great setup.
Lordy.
Well done.
cashing out
well
on the
done.
damage, and you see why.
That felt like an exhibition. As soon as he activated that level 2, that was all Shigematsu catching Yamaguchi's normals. A ton. 2 punish counters, I should say, into a ton of damage.
Stealing frames off that drive rush cancel. Yamaguchi with the OS. You have to be careful, of course, because Blanca can hop back and bait it out.
We've seen that. We've definitely seen that instance not too long ago. Ooh! Oh, just within the range? Yes, sir!
That was a little too far.
Big splat. What a call from Yamaguchi. Oh,
Yeah, Yamaguchi choosing not to use the level 1.
Splat to the stun.
and getting away with a dash again, by the way.
Notice no Amazon slides
Oh,
because
yeah.
if
Can't
you,
take any
you
actions
block
after that
that, it's just lights
well,
out.
you could do OD up all if you wanted to, but that's
It's
It feels just so
a very
unordinary
risky
to consider.
50-50. Unless you can see
And again.
a projectile really coming through
Shigematsu
and you
gonna
have
have to
enough time
adapt to
to
that.
react to it,
Yamaguchi is
doing
OSing
the slide is
that for free.
same thing as Vegas
hop comes into
slide.
play, as you had mentioned.
Yeah.
It's very risky.
Oh, just within range. Catching the normal. That was a counter off of the crouching medium punch. Shigematsu also close to burnout yet again, forcing himself to back away a little bit. Oh, give me that activation.
Yeah, looking for it on hit, obviously, after the OD electricity, but he'll take it anyway afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, you get so much mileage out of that. Even if they're blocking, right? You get the
Oh,
escape,
it's
you push it to the
crazy.
corner. So much push on it. for one, and the damage to the drive gauge. It doesn't phase Yamaguchi, though, being able to catch off for the rest of it. Absolutely. Absolutely. What a sequence, yo. Yeah, that was all for the fears. Nasty call out.
Yeah, that level 2 on block didn't really lead into anything other than drive gauge depletion. Yamaguchi was able to fight his way out. Big whiff punish though here is going to get corner carry.
These guys are really going into it.
So within the range.
They're trying to scan the crowd, everything else. These guys are just readying right up. Not 1 second. Whoa. Yeah. So that's just, he didn't combo into.
Woo! Couldn't call that out. Little fella all the way through with the electricity. Give me that extension into another one.
Whoa!
Sneaky
well
stuff.
done. That is fantastic. That is a really good setup.
Damn, that's sick.
I haven't seen that one either. You know, corpse hop and everything.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yamaguchi took his foot off the accelerator that time.
Oh, still within range to catch an Uch jump. Now you got to think to yourself, if Shigematsu goes for that strategy again, you think he's going to go for another hop? Oos doesn't even get the opportunity to. Oh, sweep that.
Bates.
Oh, yeah. He committed to the uppercut. He gets punished appropriately. Decently sized, I will say. Oh.
Yeah, there's the activation. Yeah, he can't walk out of there. And nice, I like him holding back there.
Calling out the shorter version. Excellent punish counter. Yo, Yamaguchi just outside of the range of that, what, jab Blanco ball?
Yeah, he's doing a great job at getting outside of the range. No mix-up allowed. Goes straight back in, and he basically burns the entirety of the level 2. That's gone now. And Yamaguchi still with a life lead. This is a great situation for him to be in.
Single hit confirm will do it, too.
Yeah.
On the way down?
Yeah, gets the landing frames. Wasn't a punish counter.
Oh!
Uppercut? No, maybe in fear of the up ball, perhaps. The air ball.
It's an uphill battle here now. Yeah, no.
Overzealous.
Trying to catch the wall back, but he's doing a great job of like walking back and blocking, walking back and blocking. Yamaguchi, a spacing clinic here.
Trying to catch a delay. Off of that roundhouse. Being able to steal away from Blanca. That was a very, very funky interaction, which just happened.
Nice with punish, a drive rush roundhouse, gets clipped.
Counter DI.
Not today.
And burnout as well, this is gonna be horrible. Okay, so gonna spend the level 1, there we go, power up, it's time to guess. Off of these fans.
And even if you guess right, there's so much chip damage on the way through. Oh, what's that? It caught no D. It drained so much drive.
I saw the yellow start, I don't know what it was.
I think it was fan. I genuinely think it was fan.
Oh. Oh, base through. Well done. Well done.
Baited. We haven't even seen that as an option in a hot minute.
The vertical shimmy.
I don't even know if like Airball would have been able to like counter that. It's funky. I think there is a possibility. Never mind.
Baited.
The bait.
Baited again.
Oops. I like that. The punish counter with the DI. Yeah.
Spends the bar, gets the burnout. Not going to be able to get a huge amount off the back of this burnout, though. Doesn't have the resources to do it for the pressure, but Yamaguchi just chilling.
It's a fair call. Like, it's pretty important. I mean, Yamaguchi being able to touch grass immediately afterwards, not fearing any sort of consequences.
Yeah, there's no level 2 threat. Oh, that was a bad drive reversal. Level 1. Only needs one correct guess. Didn't
oh, everybody's slightly out of range. Oh my gosh.
Bait out.
That's crazy.
Why, as human beings, can we just not stop ourselves from pressing throw when you see a wet throw?
Brother. Dude.
Their throw whiffed, so you're clearly not in range for the throw, but we still do it anyway.
I mean, that's just how it goes, man. Everybody does it. Literally everybody does it.
Gets stood up by the back roundhouse. Counter hit.
Oh, you're hella
burnout. Central for the punish counter
spot to be in.
It's an infinite block string. Oh my word!
And it's the enhanced version of that. Yo, Yamaguchi taking out the runner-up of Evo Las Vegas. Being the Evo champion himself, I get it, man. But damn, with a perfect to boot? Hot damn, Yamaguchi. Our first qualifier out of the lower bracket.
And we say goodbye to Shigematsu, who's going to be very disappointed with that. Got the big win against Kaba, but you ran into Hanao, who just beat him down into that lower bracket. Yamaguchi showing his quality, why he won Evo Japan. He makes it out. It doesn't matter how you make it out of the pool because it's all redrawn in the next round anyway. All that matters is that you survive, and Yamaguchi has survived. Let's take a look at this here in the corner. Look at that backpack. There's no way out there. Covering his head.
He just the whole dash. He has to hold the whole thing, and Shigematsu kind of felt that. He already kind of knew that. As soon as he got himself.
Yeah, so that press is basically a drill press.
A rough shot, truly, for Shigematsu.
But
there's just so much potential going into it. But Yamaguchi just as strong.
It's just.
But we'll see how it plays off. The interview coming in from Yamaguchi standing by with Damascus.
So we'll see. We'll see if they
and it is time for the key exchange. Yamaguchi moving forward, but GG's to Shigematsu still, who has to give his key away to the victor of this match. Yamaguchi, it is time to have a quick chat with you, obviously. Thank you so much, Mari, for joining us. Yamaguchi, I've got a very quick question for you. To qualify here, you won the biggest bracket in history for Evo Japan. Now you're at EWC, you're first. How different is it for you to be on this stage compared to a stage like Evo?
EVO Japan という大変大きなもう史上最大の、大会で勝ち抜いていらっしゃったわけですけれども、今回のような EWC のこの舞台と比べて EVO とこのEWC はどのような感想といいますか、違いがありますか？
そうですね、エボジャパンは、トーナメント方式の大会なので、その誰と当たるか結構わからない中で自分の力を出さないといけないっていうところがちょっと難しい。逆に EWC は対戦相手が分かってるっていうメリットはあるんですけど、出場する選手みんなもちろん強豪なので、そこがやっぱり難しいところだなとは思いますけど、ちょっと今回勝てたのでまた頑張りたいと思います。
Evo Japan is like you don't know like who you will be competing against. That's the format of the tournaments. On the other hand, EWC, you know like who you will be competing beforehand. So yeah, these are the main differences. But whoever competing in EWC, they're all heavy hitters from all over the world. So like it's really tough. But I'm so glad I was able to win this time, and I will continue to make my efforts.
Hey, only beast, congratulations Yamaguchi. I will let you go, crush your key, and I'm bringing a special guest to crush the key, guys. Rob the Builder is back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yamaguchi showing yet again that he's what? A big dog. The one and only. Congratulations again. That's my dog right there. And yet another key crush. We said that my man Yamaguchi's a Evo Japan champ. But Shigematsu just now was a runner-up at Evo Vegas. Still, though, it was not enough. As he goes from taking down the legendary Fudo to taking out Shigematsu. His reign of terror could not be ended.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. And just like that, Yamaguchi officially moves on to the next phase of the tournament. Congratulations yet again. This is the type of action that you get right here at EWC. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Yamaguchi! All right, guys, let's go ahead and keep things rolling.
All right. Weekly, probably not weekly. What's up there? Maybe like one a month. One a month, yeah. Yeah. I'm happy you liked it. You did really well.
We are about to conclude Group C. One more player will make it into the next phase. One more key will be crushed.
Yeah,
is it going to be
out.
Higuchi?
It was really good.
Is it going to be Kaba? Two Guile experts, but Vicious, is your money on a Guile mirror match, or are we going to see Kaba go back to the eye patch?
I mean, you kind of see a little bit of that answer up on the stage right now. Unless you're not looking, you can see Kaba warming up that Guile as the button checks
he feels more
progress.
comfortable with the mirror match here.
No,
That's
I think it means a pretty significant amount for Kaba to get that warm-up in, especially with the different types of loops that he might possibly have to do against Higuchi. I think he's willing to take that bet. I think we might see that Guile mirror match.
Well, it's a fresh matchup. These
Right
guys
back.
have not played in a major tournament final
What's
stage
up there? How are
since
you? What's going on?
2023.
Jesus.
And that was 2-1 FAV Cup. So
Jesus.
whilst both of these players are super active on the international circuit, they have not met each other in a stage of a tournament as deep as this in a very, very long time. And these are two of the guys that are synonymous with developing Guile.
I think it's a very big, important point to hark on. I don't recall off the top of my head any other Guiles that are doing it the way that Higuchi's been doing it for Japan, right? Like, how often does he have the opportunity to get this mirror match, in contrast to someone like Kaba, who has someone like A Knuckle Do, just off of just a very short list of other Guile players available in North America.
Yeah, we still got like Lex in the bracket, but I know he's not always in America. He's back and forth. So
yeah, in London.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's a character that's definitely fallen out of favor in terms of a frontline tournament pick.
That's cool. I like his little
alongside the likes of DJ and Chun-Li.
I don't know what the heck those things are. Tubes
super
or
prominent
something.
season 1. Ken, you could add to that list, I guess, as well.
They did
These
the
guys have held out.
inflatables.
They are definitely the main
for the last
proponents,
2
and it
years,
looks
but
like
no
we are
inflatables this
locked
year, I
in
think.
to a mirror match.
They can deflate and then people leave them and you have to clean them up.
Music Awards versus Flat Top.
I'm actually like still the flat top fan.
Yeah.
I'm really not in any position to kind of speak on the hairstyles, but it's just a classic.
I mean, you can be an appreciator thereof.
Starting off with an upside down kick.
I definitely can be, and I will be. Into game one. Right off into the mirror match. One of the biggest things that we're looking for is how the drive gauge is utilized.
Ooh.
Nice drive rushing behind that, but it was perfect parried.
That was kind of slick. I like the attempt at trying to catch the Sonic Blades recovery. Just outside of the range.
Counter hit, beats him to the punch, upside down
Nice
kick,
catch.
stuffed. Kaba lets it rip, 2 bars. Maintaining that life lead here.
Step kick on the way through. Again. Interrupting all of that with a Sobot. Momentum right back into, I want to say Kaba, but he wasn't even maintaining any charges, right? He was looking to slug it out. Maintaining no charge means no sonic booms to kind of stop yourself. Ooh, that was sick.
Messed the spacing up. And the punish counter light kick with the drive rush. Cancel, closes it out. Looking to start the round aggressively as well, but Higuchi shuts the door on that.
Oh. And he was inviting him over, too. Just looking at him move back and forth.
Got big screen TV and I've got a reclining sofa. Come over.
Ooh.
Got snacks.
I love that.
And all it was
an upside down kick.
It was a pack of Sonic Blades. Side order of booms. Wow.
A little bit of crosses too. Yeah, again, he's fighting him over for a fisticuffs match majority of the time, or at least before the exchanges of the Sonic booms.
Fully understand the passive, wait
Ooh.
and see style. This is an
throw.
elimination match. And the thing is, in these big events, this is not like a pro tour. I'll see you next month, guys. Meet you at the next offline premiere event. This is it. This is the esports
Nice
World
drive
Cup.
rush
You've got to
cancel
wait until
combo.
next
Well
year
done. Well
for this
done.
opportunity.
Damn.
So I fully understand that trepidation.
This is
Passiveness.
a big key in the Capcom Cup. Woo! You don't even have
Been
to
a big whiff punish, but
you don't even have to
And
try
a
to,
lot
win
of money.
a majority of the
That's
events
the good
if
thing
you
about
so
this
just go right to
also,
training
is that
mode.
the players make a nice amount, which is really awesome. And just
Kaba a little bit
having
lower
something
the drive
special, this is an interesting setup, and it's very interactive for the
Response to
players
the
and
fireball
stuff
being
that they
called
want
out
to
of Gucci.
experience, and that's very fun
Gage.
too.
Very much so aware of that.
Fun also.
He's willing to spend the OD booms, willing to set up the cross. And some of these blades are just coming out. I want to see that unscathed. I swear you could low forward though. That's gone.
Spacing dependent, I guess, maybe on the pushback, kind of threw him off of it. And as Higuchi, you got the life lead, right? So you don't necessarily have to put the risk in, especially when the resources are there for a huge punish if you're wrong.
Within that range, it's tough to call. It is genuinely tough to call. Oh. Going right into it, level 2. Gain to the drive gauge against Higuchi.
Whoa!
A little bit of a mixed signal against Kaba.
Back heavy gets blown up, and again, a big life lead here for Higuchi.
Kind of scrambly, but kind of not in the corner there. Nice.
No chip at
15 seconds here, Kaba. 15 seconds.
Let alone damage.
Oh!
He can just wait this out now. Doesn't need to.
He didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
gets the green light and reacts to it.
The sense of urgency was there. We only had 8 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
Kaba was not going to sit still and try to force an opening against Higuchi. Outside of drive rush,
funny, right?
throws are not going to be enough. Overhead's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Kaba one of the very best at reacting to the green flash with the OD flash kick, and Higuchi that time was ready and waiting.
That time does get the punish on the start of the cross. Or the blade, I should say. Oos! Do that.
Both meeting in the air, upside down. Counter hit. Love it.
Trying to push each other back with the upside down kicks. I love that. Right into the forward throw. Hold this fierce into the boom sequence. Yeah, give it to me. The crouching heavy anti-air, the classic. I like that. A slight hezi on the tick throw setup, going right into the target combo. Very, very smart.
It's such an interesting matchup. You know, it's such a pure game of mid-range dominance that you need to look for. Big risk on the target combo, and he gets the punish and the kill with the standing light kick. But they're having to take risks to get inside that medium range, but they're slugging it out with each other and throwing out these command normals, the sobats, the upside down kicks. They're a lot more comfortable here, where it's just a pure back and forth sonic boom. Am I gonna blade up? Am I gonna OD up?
Yeah, that exact range too. The exact example you were talking about.
Yeah, see, it's just about who's beating each other to the punch, and there's a lot of resources here. Maybe it's gonna be a knockout blow.
Oh, here we go.
I like that exchange. Kaba making the right call. Drive rush right into the knee. The bazooka knee, excuse me. Going for the sweep. What a fake out, too. Kaba.
Nice juggle into burnout, too.
Hell, it's
oh.
Still stuck in the drive impact. You know, totally reasonable. That's a good call out. Higuchi pretty much low on life.
And it's a great call out as well if Higuchi tries to throw out any of those command normals as well. It will blow straight through and clatter him regardless. So. Yeah. Pretty low risk unless he's holding charge for the super.
And at that point, the super wouldn't have even been worth it. But this level 2, absolutely worth it. If you force the burnout, you do.
Oh, it just completely clatters the crowd's fears.
Yeah, he's healing right up too.
I couldn't even tell you if it was like the timing or the positioning.
Yeah,
or
I
if
think
it was
hadn't come out yet because he was still crouching and kind of punch hadn't come out yet. But
that was more so against Kaba than it was Higuchi.
Yeah, a little bit late.
Come on, no! Dang.
I believe that.
Big counter here. Boom!
I like that. And this time Higuchi actually committed to the back throw. Excellent call off from Kaba. Yes, calling out the cross, calling out the blade, excuse me.
Yeah, both dashing behind the clashing booms there. Little walk back punish counter from Higuchi, and he passes out and he goes into a 2-0
I mean, Kaba's
lead.
doing a really good job. He's really close.
See a character select change. He has been putting all this work into Sagat. We did say, yeah, you know, you see him in training mode there, warming up the Guile. Has the split between the Sagat and the Guile been detrimental? Because you are going against a player here who is mono Guile. He is a character specialist. You could say right now the character specialist when it comes to Guile. We look at Do. He's
Good
using
work
other
there.
characters. The Maya, the Cam. You look at Lex.
Yeah, I'm
even Lex
gonna
has
have
got
to start
backup
up doing
characters.
some work
Higuchi is right
here of
now.
my
It
own
looks
in
like
a little-
Carba's going to ride it
little
out
bit.
as well.
I was going to say secret boss Dawson from both sides. But, I mean, the question has been answered. It's going to be the Guile commitment. I think it's just a little bit too late to try to flex the Sagat and having to readjust against someone like Higuchi for 3 whole games.
Yeah, it's enough time for Higuchi to get adjusted and still, you know, scrape out that one game win that he needs.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
and
punch
catching
that one.
the anticipation of like all the Sobots or just like any of the forward movement normals that Guile does have is just so solid right now for Higuchi. A lot of perfects coming through.
Oh, Kaba, the drive
Shoot
rush
it.
actually screen freeze messed up his jump back timing, I think, there. Big whiff. Survives it. Higuchi with a huge life lead, though. Okay, Kaba looking to find a way in. Is he going to be able to utilize this dominance now at the moment in terms of frame advantage with the Sonic Boom? No, he's
risky.
not. And Higuchi goes into
It's a nice
set
combo.
point
It's
now.
something Kaba.
Bad
Kaba
sweep from Kaba gets
can
punished.
take down that combo.
Is he going to close it out?
There we go.
Did you get a pretty
Hail
hefty
Mary,
read
yeah.
against the Sonic Boom? Higuchi immediately fires back with a read of his own, going in for the OD flash.
And it's crazy, right? Because he can just big blind you the whole time. He's got 2 games up. He's a round up. Anytime you get in, he can potentially throw out an OD flash kick and not really care. It's going to be so difficult for Kaba to be able to bring this back. Nice.
Or is it? Or
Big
is it?
size
Logan?
14 army boot.
No, you tried to go for the overhead?
Yeah, the overhead reset would have been the game.
Oh!
So I
Good
respect
stuff.
Higuchi. You can take those
he
gambles. That's
used
what I'm
the
saying.
slower boom. The light
It's
boom.
on
That was
Kaba,
smart.
and it's on Kaba to be ready for everything. Such a stress, such a drain on the mental RAM. The capacity to process and predict and identify all of the possibilities. Nice anti-air, occupying that space.
I mean, the one benefit is obviously this is his character, right? He's been putting other people through this, so he knows what to anticipate. Oh, we'll take that. We'll take that trade as Higuchi.
That's up nice and early with the crouch spears. Looking for an activation, perhaps. No! He's got the 3 bars. He's going to cancel again. That's not going to kill. But he is going to get him out of position.
He's going to survive barely.
Yeah. Where it is going to be almost insurmountable.
Oh, and
Yeah,
the blade
started
just
with
getting
the blade.
crushed. Dashing up
Sweep.
within that space,
Well done there.
anticipating
Well
the blade.
done. Well done. Close
and getting
games.
a big
Very close
sweep
games.
over Kaba. No pun intended. 3-0, by the way. Impressive play from Higuchi.
Yeah, there was no way in, and you could see that Kaba was looking to use some tricksy plays in terms of the boom clashes, but there was no room for him drive rushing in behind. There was a risky jump in that did pay off for Kaba, but he ate so many anti-airs trying that, and Higuchi was just immaculate with his spacing. He knows exactly where he needs to stand. He knows exactly what his options are, and he was so good with that forward movement as well to get inside. And as you pointed out at the end, Kaba kept getting caught out on that Sonic Blade, trying to power it up and get the advantage in the projectile war. There was just no way in there really for Kaba.
So smart, just like excellent anticipation of the types of fireballs being thrown out. I mean, if it was like a regular one, like if it was like a heavy boom, I definitely would have stopped Higuchi in his tracks. But with that much of a life
Good
lead,
stuff
that
there
much of
for
a game
Kaba. Very
lead,
close. Very,
he was
very
willing to make that
close.
read 10 times out of 10, genuinely. But it's Higuchi having
We're going to have to say
excellent call.
goodbye now to Kaba, unfortunately. Higuchi proceeds into the next phase, and he's also going to have to proceed to the Key Crusher. Let's head over to Rob on the stage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now, of course, we do have an interview with Higuchi. Higuchi, for one, congratulations. You're so consistent, even at such a young age. You always seem to do well at the biggest tournaments. How are you so consistent with how young you are?
おめでとうございます。大変山口選手お若くていらっしゃるんですけれども、常に安定して、このような大きな大会でも常に安定した勝ちを続けていらっしゃいます。その秘密といいますか、どのような してそのようなことを達成していらっしゃるのでしょうか。
そうですね、山口と、あとチームメイトのメナ、そして、桃地さんとか、そのゼータのその練習場があるんですけど、そこで、本当、毎日のようにこうみんなで集まって練習してっていうのが、すごいこう、身になってるのかなと思います。
Well, there is like a practice camp, so to say, like, we all get together and practice, and like, consistent practice and rehearsing will be fulfilling my goals, I think.
Okay, even with the moment where he has all the spotlight on him, making sure he shows love to all of his training partners. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Higuchi! Higuchi, go ahead and crush your opponent's key.
Thank you, Rob. And it is time for Higuchi to destroy the opponent's key. He's moving forward to Friday, stage 2 of the tournament. After a strong start, the Guile Master is then, he said himself, right? Consistency is key, and it comes from my community, from the people who train with me. He's been a hard worker, he's been a student of the game, and he is rewarded with one of our favorite moments.
With the key squashing. He's rewarded with a key squashing there.
The key. Commiserations, of course, to Kaba. Had to fight his way through
having a
that
hard
losers
time putting
bracket,
the key in the
unfortunately.
machine.
Unable to run through that Guile mirror, but right now, Higuchi, representing Zeta Division, gets his moments with the Crusher. It is time to pop that key, my friends. Oh no, we're crushing the Crusher as well! Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh,
it untwisted. It twists in and twists out.
The Crusher,
it untwisted.
The opponent, the Guiles, the frames, the drive. He's
It's
doing everything, brother.
Screw.
Higuchi on point a bit too much, my friend. Too strong, as that will be fixed with our friend. My brother, you are too strong. That's all I have to say, guys. He's too strong. That key will be destroyed in a moment. He's destroyed everything, competition included.
There. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind, and we're here. Now, the proud founding partner of EWC, powering the biggest event in gaming, shoulder to shoulder with the world's best, making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion, reach your impossible.
I wonder who that little green guy is.
Well, there it is for Group C. Now all concluded. The keys have been crushed.
Done.
Well, -1. The Crusher broke
so
just
then,
for a second.
Who are we
Higuchi
gonna
too
have?
strong,
A, B,
not only in the
or
competition, but also for the Key Crusher. He'll be back,
D.
though, I'm sure, if it's to crush that
A, B,
key
or
and get rid of
D is
Kaba.
next.
Hey, welcome back into the Allianz Vault. I'm Taylor Reflections Noble, Jammers, and Ringe. Welcome to the desk, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Glad to be here, especially after those 6 matches that we just saw. A set of 6 incredible matches, including, what, 2 people getting sent home?
That's
it's
right.
Wild to see, man.
Yeah, 4 people, in fact. We're crushing keys all day long. We're going to be finishing up 2 groups. This is Group C. It's now over with. First match, though, was a good one, at least coming back from the first 4 rights. Of course, it was Moke going against Higuchi. Now, Guile versus Chun-Li, and Chun-Li brought the hype.
I mean, it's a traditional matchup, as we know historically in Street Fighter, but Moke, momentum coming in from the LCQ, reflections, that's super important. He took that momentum into this, and he was playing with such precision, so I really respect him coming into this. I actually thought Higuchi was going to take it, but Moke has got a point to prove for sure.
Yeah, Moke's incredible, and Ringe, this guy beats Higuchi 3-2, knocks Higuchi down a peg, and Moke gets our first spot into the next stage.
Yeah, it's a very impressive showing, considering he also rocked the Mai in the set before this, right? Having 2 characters ready at this level of tournament is nothing to slouch at. So the fact that Moke not only carried that LCQ momentum forward, but is doing it with 2 different characters, he's looking nice.
Speaking of 2 different characters, second matchup was now going against Shigematsu. This ends in a 3-0. Now absolutely perfect throughout his respective group. He goes 6-0, and he also changes up his character selection. Once going with Saga, now going with Ryo. How deep is his character pool?
I mean, he can play probably up to 5 or 6 characters, but I feel he's just siphoning energy from the crowd reflections because every time they cheer for him, he gets stronger. Ryu's damage is colossal, so he's just taking advantage of that. And boy, he's always giving you a nice little pose to kind of show him what's up. I mean, what were you thinking, Ringe?
Yeah, it was very interesting to see him break out the Ryu because Sagad's got some tools up against Blanca, right? He's got the stand roundhouse in the corner that if you block it, it's plus frames, but it also takes down the up back ball. But you can see the crowd is so into it, man. And obviously, Hanao is one of the fan favorites. We've heard the Hanao chant every single time he's taken to the stage.
This crowd is loud. If you're not here, I'm sorry. You guys need to be here. For Hanao, though, I think we take a look at a couple of different stats from him because he's been absolutely out of this world. Again, to go 6-0 respectively, especially at such a young age. Again, he has a storied history already. He's already been competing for several years. He now joins the EWC stage for the first time. He's got the crowd behind him, and he is looking dominant.
Well, I mean, look, just read that off. First place, Battle Arena Melbourne. Second place, Combo Breaker. Evo Japan, 33rd place out of 7,000 entrants, by the way.
The biggest Street Fighter tournament in history.
Yeah, that's in the Guinness World Records, so you can note that one down. And of course, he got the Chinese premiere back in the CPT last year. And Damascus made a very valid point. He's actually got 2 premieres when most players' reflections at this highest level have only got 1 under their name. He's got 2 in the span of 6 months, maybe a little bit longer than that, but it's insane.
Ridge, another stat line. What are we looking at?
Yeah, right here, right? The total whip punishes on both of his characters, Sagat and Ryu. You cannot whiff against those characters. They got tremendous buttons that reach long, that are quick, that are going to cash out with big damage as well. And then the anti-air rate is 100%, bruh. He hasn't let you jump in once. That's incredible. I mean, 15-year-old reactions are no joke.
One of them was a parry as well. So I guess they're going to count that as well. So fair.
I'll count it.
Well, going to another matchup. This was an elimination matchup. It was Fudo going against Yamaguchi, and the crowd did not like this one. Actually, excuse me, Juicy Joe versus Kaba. I apologize. Kaba getting the win. Now this, you want to talk about parries, had you guys going insane in the green room.
I mean, listen,
Jammer.
don't count you out. You joined the party when we were jumping
commentator.
around. I
He's
promise
very
you,
good.
guys, if you could see us in the back with this matchup, but I tell you what, right, it's been insane because we're looking at Yamaguchi and Fudo right now. Yamaguchi, he has nothing to lose at this point, so he just has to stay on point in regards to what's going on. But Fudo, double mind. Double mind,
man. That's definitely a heartbreaker for him for sure. But this was a crazy match to watch, and you see the heartbreak in the audience when it came to Fudo going out as well.
Made me emotional,
right?
man. I mean, Fudo, like, you know, of course, one of the crowd favorites out there. They come in to support, and unfortunately, his key was crushed. That's just the competition, and that's the level of competition that we're looking at for Yamaguchi, though. He's happy. He eventually ended up moving forward and ultimately taking his spot. Zeta reigns supreme. But for Fudo, we had a chance to interview him after his matchup. Let's listen in.
フード選手、まずはお疲れ様でした。そうですね、でかい舞台出てすぐに力を出せるのは難しい時ありますよね。
そうですね、ただ今回一応前に勝てなかったら優勝できないなと思って、前戦はすごいやってきたんですけど、やっぱちょっと届かずって感じでした。
So yeah, he was saying that, you know, last time he wasn't able to get a good result. This time he did prepare a lot, you know, he did train, but just the goal was too far. The goal was too far away. そうですね、終わった後の感想、なんかやっぱり自分を出せた感じがしますか。
そんなになんか悪かったなっていう気持ちもないですかね。まあ模型の試合の時にちょっと中段食らいすぎて、あれはちょっと微妙だったかなと思うんですけど、それ以外はまあ別にそこまで悪くなかったのかなって、かなりきついところに入ったかなとも思ったので、まあそこもまあしょうがないかなとは思う。
So in the Mokke set, he feels that he ate too many mediums. He just got clipped by things too much, and that was the reason for that downfall. And I think with that start, you know, it's sort of like you're kind of on a hill, right? You're on a slope.
Hey, what's up there?
And,
How are
yeah,
you? What's going
Yamaguchi
on?
was just too good on the day. So.
How have you been? Oh, they cut the interview short. Ah.
Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city.
Good, very
being built to
good. Are you
supercharge
doing summer
Kadir
classes?
City,
Summer
powered by
school classes, I would think, right? I they have summer classes here. I mean, you have to sign up for them usually. Well, actually, it depends. Some of the semesters, for younger kids, they are. Some schools are actually doing 4 groups of seasonal classes, which is very interesting.
I'm very happy to be here.
Hey, good to see you, man. Check it out. A lot of matches just took place, and one of them I want to ask you about. Juicy Joe versus Kaba. It had a tremendous ending. What were you thinking about that series?
You're on holiday?
Yes, it was a very clutch game, and at the end, he was about to do
very
the
good,
comeback
very
of the
good.
year, but maybe it's too sad for.
I am
for
not
the
sure
EDA,
if I'm going to be
for
making it to
Europe, for
CEO.
Sweden.
I
wanted him to win,
caught
but,
a.
his life, Kaba is so strong with his Sagat in this matchup, and it was very difficult for him to come back.
Basically.
I mean,
and
you can
I
see
just
it there.
finished the antibiotics for it yesterday,
to be honest with you, but
and
like,
it's
using Sagat for the circumstantial matchups is that we got it. But I was saying this in the back reflection.
There's something.
If Joe did not perfect parry after this, if he did not
I'm
perfect
sure
parry, that low step kick, we would not have got that amazing moment.
By the time it's CEO,
Such a good matchup
I'm like
ultimately would go
the
forward
actual
and to get 3-0'd
thing
by
that's
Higuchi.
going around
As
will
far
be
as Group
done.
C goes, Mr. Karate,
But
any big
I ended
surprises,
up
a big
getting
takeaway?
pretty sick, and I ended up losing like 8
for
pounds.
Group C, yeah, I
And
like to see,
I'm trying to get my system and everything back on track. And I kind of, I don't want to say I don't want to risk being around a lot of people, but I don't want to.
Character, but we will see with Mena.
I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Mr. Karate, thank you so much for being in the
I
venue.
don't want to
Giving all
risk
the
being around a lot of
Hey,
people
you're
just
awesome.
in
We'll be
case.
hearing from you over the next
Because
several
what happens
days.
with
That's
this
Mr.
is
Karate.
that
He's in venue. He's breaking it all down. And
if
so
you
is
have
Mr.
it-
Ryanhart. He's out there with the fans. Who'd you run into?
It'll be aggressive, and then it goes away,
Bruno versus
and then it comes
Yamaguchi didn't
back,
disappoint.
and
The
then it
fans
goes away, and it
absolutely
comes
loved it.
back,
Zeta
and it
Division
does it
got their
for a
boy
month.
in that winning
It
slot.
does it for a month
Yamaguchi,
if you don't
the victor
clear
here.
it.
All the fans here from Zeta Division are watching on as well. I want to ask them.
I took
how
a
they
bunch
thought
of
the match.
antibiotics,
Maybe
so
like
it
come
should
around
be
here.
gone, but we'll know for sure in another like
Yamaguchi.
week or two if it's
Yamaguchi
gone.
no勝利でした。
So.
試合はどうで
And
したか
even then, I want to sort of get my immune system back.
リゼクトの応援も来ているので、すごい応援
Yeah.
も盛り上が
Oh,
った
they
し、
have a
いい
little
試合が見れ
inflatable
て本当
things.
に
It's
嬉しい
good.
です。
So I asked her, you know, what about the match, and she
Yeah, I
said she's
appreciate
actually
it.
supporting
I got the
Rejects
lettuce
as
thing.
well,
I
so
did.
it's a bit
I
of a mixed
did. I got
bag
the
in terms of
lettuce thing.
support, but
And,
she's just really excited she got to see a really cool and exhilarating
I don't
match.
know. I hate to
Zeta
say this.
Division.
I don't know how.
Wow.
I don't know how
フランス来て
because
優勝できたらどう
I
でしょうか
I
ほんまに
am
嬉しいこ
eating
とはないと思います。もう残り
frozen
の
and
試合
canned
も
fruits and
牧口選
vegetables.
手も山口
Nothing
選
was
手も
fresh.
全力で
I
み
hate
ん
to
なで
say
応援
that
したい
too.
と思い
It's
ま
a
す。
fact.
いいですね
Nothing
いい
was
ですね
fresh.
時間ありがとうござ
All
いま
of
す
the
But she said, yeah, you
proteins
know,
that I was eating was
Seeing
frozen.
a team like Zeta
Frozen
Division or Team
proteins.
Reject come here to Paris to EWC to the grandest
So
stage of them
the
all
only thing
and
I
get a
can
win
think is
the
that
best thing. There's nothing better than that. in
I
a pro
donate
player's life.
time
And for the fans
at
alike.
medical
Thank you guys for watching.
facilities.
See you later.
And
Thank you, Reinhardt, for the interview. The Zeta fans have been loud
That's-
for sure. They're going to
I
continue
don't-
to get loud
you
as
know.
the days go on because
That's the
both of their
only
members
way,
make
because
it out
there's
of the
multiple
respective
ways of
group
catching
despite
it.
having to go
And
against each
if,
other
say,
in the upper
somebody-
bracket. Never the start you want, but Zeta stays alive nonetheless.
something
hey, Esports World Cup is absolutely
that is
incredible.
contaminated,
There's plenty of things to do,
then
not
you
only
can
here
get
in the
it,
venue, but
right?
also
But I
at
didn't.
home. Check this out.
So
EWC Play.
everything that I had was frozen or canned, and then it was cooked,
EWC
right?
Play is
Or
your all-in-one
defrosted.
platform
But if it's
to compete
frozen,
in
it's,
fantasy,
you know.
pick'em, and quests for a grand
The
total
only
of
other way you can get it is
$300,000 in
if
prize pool. Build your dream fantasy
somebody
team in
uses
5
the
different games
restroom,
and track your score
and
with
then they
live
don't
results
wash their
tables.
hands,
Predict
and it's
the
on a
winner of
surface,
every game, every
and then
group
that
stage,
way
and every
you're
tournament.
working around that
Complete
area,
daily and
and then
weekly
you can catch
challenges
it.
to
You can
earn
catch it
boosters
that
that
way.
help you climb
That's
the
the
global
only way
leaderboard.
that I can think that I had possibly gotten
Join
this.
EWC
But the only
Play
thing I
now.
can say is that it is very aggressive.
Well, that's it for Group C, but Group
It's
B
very
is
aggressive.
about to
Yeah.
start
Or at
fresh
least it was with
matchups, but
me.
it brings 4 keys being
I,
crushed and 4
I got
players
it,
moving forward. First matchup
and it
is going
took
to be
about
Angry
a
Bird
day
going against
for
Nephew.
the symptoms
You
to
got the
fully
man who
kick in.
refuses to
Oh, Angry
lose
Bird
versus
versus
the man
Nephew.
who always wins.
And then
what do we think about this
it
series?
took 3
Man, as you
days
can see, 87% towards Angry Bird. This was actually my
passing
upset pick of the day. I actually have
everything
Nephew going over Angry Bird in this
immediately.
instance.
And
Nephew has
in
been
those
one of the most
3 days,
consistent
all
players
I
since the
had
launch of
was
Street Fighter 6. He's got a
pureed,
real cool, calm demeanor to him, so he gets
frozen
overlooked a lot.
and
But
canned
when it comes to the
fruits
skills, he's right there with the best
and
of them.
cream
All
of
right,
wheat.
well, you are the underdog in the pick. Let's see
And
if it
I
pays off
couldn't
for
clear
Angry
it
Bird.
out
He's
of my
the heavy
system,
favorite, but
and
can
on
he
the
get the
4th
job
day,
done?
I
It's
was down
time
8
for
pounds,
Group
and I
B.
said,
Let's
I
send
gotta
it to the
go
stage.
to the doctor, and they put me on a whole pile of stuff. So, yeah. So don't mess around with that, is what I'm trying to say. And the funny thing is that for me, they told me, they said, we're not even going to test you. They said, we're just going to give you all the medication and that's it, because, you know, they just want to get people in and out. They don't want to waste the time of testing people and everything. They just want to give them the medication, get them out the door.
Versus Juicy Joe, the wake up DP from Hayden.
Yeah.
Best moment of the day. I can't lie, I was next to Crusher. I jumped around, you know, waiting for this. But this is Street Fighter
Well, that's
6,
the
bro.
thing.
That's what I want to have.
Frozen
Look at the
vegetables are
match coming up.
fine. Frozen vegetables are fine. Frozen vegetables, frozen fruit, it's completely okay. And the key is you can cook, boil, microwave, whatever. That's fine. It's more if you eat it without washing it, or
like Angry Bird.
it's not heated or frozen.
Is obviously one of the most accomplished
But
players in this game.
there's multiple ways
so,
that you
I
can
just gotta
catch it,
try my best
and
try and win.
that's the concern.
Not nervous, just ready to work.
No, I think play against good players, like, it brings out the best in you.
Yeah.
All right, enough said. I like that. I like that. That boy mature.
I like hearing that. You heard what Nephew is saying, Angry Bird. We haven't seen you that much traveling this year, but you're out there, you know. How
Every doctor
did you
visit,
get
yeah.
ready for this tournament?
Well,
How
you know
ready
the
do you feel
reason
today?
why is because, and I hate to say it, the reason why is because
I think I'm just gonna play my best.
Well, listen, that's all we wish you, man.
Okay.
Angry Bird versus
You
Nephew.
have,
This is going to be the first match of that group, and boy,
whatever
only bangers in these
symptoms,
groups are
right?
punk after, yeah.
And then you go and you see the healthcare professional, and the healthcare professional is going to say, all right, I'm going to assess you according to the symptoms that you have. And there's a very, very high likelihood, because of what's going around right now, that that's what you have. So they're not even going to, and then it becomes literally a dollars and cents issue. They could do the test on you, and you don't get the medication, and then you have to wait for the results of the test, and then you get the medication, or they say, look, they could test you and then give you the medication right away, but that's sort of like, why test? Because you're given the medication anyways. So they're trying to cut some corners. They're saying, all right, look, this is what we're going to do. There's a really good chance you have what everybody else has.
One of the best, well, two of the best.
We're just going to give you a front line of defense.
Two of the best players.
Whatever the
an Evo champion
prescription is, and they get you out the door, get the next person
on the planet, that is.
And
that's,
that's really what they're doing. And really what they're doing is that they're saving you from getting an additional cost by getting the test. And then they're really, I don't mean to say it, but they're saving the healthcare system also, because they're
Group BB, and of course, keys are getting crushed. It's the Akuma who is
preventing a test from happening. The only problem then is that there is no official record that somebody else can be registered of having whatever the issue is, but they can say, all right, you know what, we did see a handful of people, and this is what happened, and then you're just going on their word and saying, okay, you know, we don't have the official results, but, you know, but here's somebody else that has such and such condition.
And obviously, I feel like we really haven't seen him win anything.
And it's still viable. It's still viable. It's just not official. Like, if you had a study, you could never do that. You could, whoa, teleport. Remember, there's a hurt box on the teleport now. You can't do that anymore. But he was going after the hard knockdown. But, anyways, if it's a study, you can't do that. You can't do that with a study. But I finished all of my medications yesterday.
DI is not going to work level 1. He's
so,
back, and there is trying to get the recovery back on the drive gauge. And Nephew put himself in the corner because of it.
So right now I'm literally just sort of on on recovery, everything. Like, I'm trying to build back up my vitamins, and to be honest, I'm trying to build back up my, I'm not even worried about my endurance or anything like that just yet. I'm going to worry about that in a week or two. I'm just trying to get my physical self sort of stabilized again, and then get my weight fair, you know, and then worry about my nutrients, and I'll worry about, like, muscle tone and crap like that later.
Bad call out with the roundhouse Tatsu and drops the combo after, answers instantly with an OD uppercut. Bro, this dude Angry Bird is he instantly finds another way, bro.
Yeah, he turned it up a notch. I'm not going to lie. He's been very aggressive. Just to point out what Damascus said earlier, you know, he has been a little bit on the silent side, but you've seen him in the World Warriors and the SFL side of things, of course. So you're going to see Angry Bird. Nothing has changed. He's still one of those killers that we so used to seeing in these tournaments. Speaking of killers, the DP, the OS, sees the green and matches in between. Are we going to go for another throw? No. Strings for the space out.
Okay. And look, and they're fighting.
I hope so. Seriously. I'm going to tell you guys, I know we're watching this. I hate to say it. If you happen to get this
done, Angry Bird looking like he haven't missed a step. I'm glad Damascus
take the first,
you know, he qualified for
this is not medical advice, but I'm just saying, the first day, have the first day, be like, oh, you know, I might have this, you know, you're not sure, it might be food poisoning. I thought I had food poisoning. By the time it's day 2, just go in. By the time it's day 2, just go in, because if you wait like I did until the end of day 3, beginning of day 4 to go in.
Wow, what a conversion, man. Nephew walking him down to the corner. Big backdash.
I thought I could handle it. No,
on the stand leg kick and the conversion and get the roundhouse carry.
And I'm not saying, well, and this is from somebody, you know what I mean. I try to keep myself as healthy as I can.
He wasn't able to do it the first time. Let's see if he's going to do it this time.
By the beginning of day 4, it was rough. And just don't take it that far. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it.
Nice.
It's not worth it at all.
Too much plus frames. You're too dusty.
Because it doesn't help anything. It's not like it gets better.
Okay, a little head-to-head shot. Show you what the players are looking like, what they're thinking, what's on their mind.
He's using his standing jab as his fast frame interruption.
Big damage.
Oh man, we in the corner already.
Nephew's starting to. Oh, Nephew's starting to go in more.
Nice, what a snipe out. He walked back. He walked forward and back. That was so solid on the side of Angry Bird. Another perfect
for Angry Bird.
Again, bring this man's apron here.
Bro, oh my God. You hear that car crash?
Nephew can do it. He just has a couple of hard reads there. Some of his dive kicks, he's thinking that he's going to be able to catch Akuma in recovery, but Angry Bird he's ready. He's ready for him.
There you go. Have the shrimp. And Nephew thinking about it. Also, like,
hook to your stick. No, my headset is plugged into the computer.
In the States.
Yes. My headset's plugged into the computer.
With the jury as well. So let's see what happens. But the thing about fighting jury, man, I love when they got the fans out front. One thing about jury is, man, she's been.
I have it separate from my my microphone.
Everybody's got some idea of how to play against this character. So you know, Angry Bird did his homework coming into this.
I mean, I just at the end of the day, look, Angry Bird. He really is very strong on this opinion ahead, but it's an actual fact. Do not whiff on him.
Yeah,
he has said this plenty of times in terms of matchups and just head-to-heads. That's his strong suit. He likes walking into those inches, into those zones, the low forwards, the crouching shorts, just to fill out exactly how you like to counter poke, and then he punishes accordingly.
Nice whiff punish.
He was looking for that crouching jab or the low forward to stand fierce, but no one went home. Nephew is starting to wake up. I feel like when you're always down on a 2-0 scenario, that's when you always turn up the difficulty setting.
Bro, this dude Nephew has always had the ability to like slow a game down, even though he's playing wild. The dive kick staying in front.
Meaty.
And a little bit of also with the dive kick is there's a hesitation up at the top, so it can be a little hard to try to figure out, you know, when he's going to come down.
The impact has so much drive. Damn, you got a place to go, Habibi. Where you going?
To the grave. That's where
he's going to the doom. That's where he's going. Oh, I like that. Already sniping out the drive rush of the DP. Good stuff there, Nephew. Big buttons, of course, trying to shave off just slowly but surely. The pressure's on.
Nice,
Good snipe, but
10
okay, he'll
rotation
take some
catches
damage leaving out, but at least he can
cross up.
reset
That's
on the neutral side of things. Trying to clip the legs on the walk back. Wow, on the low forward.
Jeez, and this dude
Here we
Angry
go,
Bird is
burnout
checking
state.
hard with the jabs, but now he's in
All right,
burnout.
Akuma against
No
the wall and
stocks on the
burnout.
side,
That's a
nephew and jury,
dangerous
but he's keeping his
situation.
corner, and now all he has is level 1. That's his only defense against the
No.
DI. Air fireball, extra low.
Jump wasn't safe enough.
baited
Oh,
throw.
the reaching.
Well
All
done.
Nephew,
Okay,
hold on,
Nephew's
listen.
in there.
At the end of the day, it's not how you
All
start,
right.
it's how you finish. Can you actually close out a game against Angry Bird? Can you slow down the momentum? Already filling out the drive rush. What a beautiful punish there from the side of Angry Bird.
Angry Bird with the momentum and just how he plays. He just takes it back instantly. And now you already in this corner. He's still on set point. Nephew needs a round to make this a match of
couldn't
contention.
combo off the
Otherwise,
overhead.
he's going to lose his first group match. And look, you don't want that to happen, especially in a group like this.
Man, you saw the sneaky overhead. I know that happened like 100 frames ago, but he just walked up and just didn't let him have it. All right. There we go, close to the burnout side of things. Nephew's
Perfect, here we are, okay.
The offense with the perfect parry.
Feng Shui, ready to roll.
Hey,
like
bars.
That? All right, time to think about it. You're in that dehydrated state. You look like you need some electrolytes, my boy. Oh, he thought he caught the level 3.
I thought he actually thought he was going to cash out. But now he's so close to getting back in the green. He's so close to touching grass with punish. He doesn't have a lot of meter, though. This is going to be a hard kill. Akuma ain't dead, even though he can't take a hit.
Next.
Oh,
right
bait the
there
throw
it is.
again. That's 2
Condition
bait
early
throws.
With the jab, back dash to catch him.
In one round.
Paranormal activity.
Well done.
Bro,
Well done.
I know how I was afraid the fact that he
Oh,
got the
go to
jab,
a
didn't
tourney.
confirm anything, and didn't get the
Oh,
kill. I
use
was
yours.
terrified for Nephew
Oh,
right there.
that's a
But
good
look, he's able
idea.
to run it
Yeah,
back.
that's a
It's
really
one on the
good
board.
idea.
This is best
Avoid
of 5
sickness.
first to
Yeah,
3 in
you're
this group
right.
stages,
You're
so Nephew
right.
still got a
Yeah,
chance.
I
He can't
agree.
lose another
I agree.
game.
That's
Here we go.
really
Nice.
smart. That's
I'm pretty
really
sure he sniped
smart.
out a low forward there with the crowd strong. The Tatsumaki, the gold Tatsumaki. I think
You
that's
know,
what it's
funny
called.
story.
Should be. All right, nice. Okay, the space out, love it. Did a little too close. That would have been.
No
a
matter
standout
where
punch
I
from the side of
go,
Angry
I
Birds. I'm loving the
usually
space
bring a
here from
headset
Nephew.
with me
Unhand
just
me.
because
Closer to
I
distance
like
a
the
lot
sound.
faster now, and now he's using that walk speed.
When you're on a plane,
Akuma
to
ain't
have
got
the
a bad
gaming
walk speed
headset,
himself,
it's
but
just the sound on
she
the
can cover
plane
the
is
ground
so
a
much
lot
better.
faster.
So
Yeah,
it's
that is
always,
facts.
if
The
you
fact that most of
enjoy
her
listening
attacks
to
actually
anything
move
on a
forward as well,
plane,
so
like a
kinda throws it off a little bit.
movie
Super
or
annoying to deal with, especially in the ground
music
game.
or whatever it
Ooh,
is.
nice
You
throw.
can,
So good
it's
sniper
way
right there,
better
big
on a
damage.
gaming headset.
Wow, he backed on it
Oh!
like that. Why not? There is a lot of cash on the line. I think I would have done it myself, Nephew. On the
Perfect.
prowl,
Oh!
perfection parry. The Kurt Hennings comes out, and we got a level 2. Are we gonna do this? And this is gonna kill. We don't need a survey. We know the truth here.
Well done. Okay, admin flame level
This
2.
dude, Angry Bird, like you said, man. Perfect
Nephew, the
wall.
wheels
A
are
lot of
spinning
it's so
here.
hard, and
He's
the thing
going,
is,
all
Nephew
right,
is
how
still
can I
doing a
bring
good
this
job
back?
walking him down, but
Because
Angry
Angry
Bird holds
Bird
his
is on
ground.
match
My
point.
man is fighting a war out there, and he's yo, hold.
That's it. He plays off of that. When he holds the lead, that's when he decides when he wants to take calculated risk or not. But he always becomes the wall again. That is definitely the highlight of Angry Bird's play. Nephew is filling this out, though. However, trying to go for the counter hits, looking for the throw. Angry Bird will take that all day.
Whoa!
What a check. He caught the overhead.
But he didn't do anything with it. And look, I'm telling you right now, this is an Evo champion we're talking about. We already told you how crispy he was with it. Goes back to the neutral, though. And I like the patience, walks right into a fierce, though.
Oh, trying to catch the tech with the back roundhouse. These guys are scumbag with the tactics. I love it.
Bruh.
Leave it out all on the line. We got a level 2. He's going to do it. All the cash is spent. Is it
I'm
going to
playing
be
two.
enough? I'm pretty sure Akuma hits like a truck. Survey says.
Magic Pixel. Oh, he got the follow-up.
The wall
Sweet.
splatted to
Dang.
the finish. And that'll do
Good
it
job
with a
there for
dominant
Angry Bird.
performance
Good job.
from Angry
It was
Bird. This
very,
guy,
very well done.
no holds
Very well
barred.
done.
He knew when to hold his ground. He didn't put himself in
Nephew.
danger.
Nephew went
Obviously,
to
he
school
plays off of
here,
him not whiffing, right? That's definitely something
and
that he
was
prides
at our
himself on.
local
He
for
displayed that
a
in
few
perfect
years.
fashion. Beautiful
Yeah,
stuff there
he's
from
a
Angry
nice
Bird.
guy.
Long
He's a
game
really nice
play for
guy.
Angry Bird. I think he's one who always talks about how he's
All right,
not
he has
good
another
in the 2
chance
out of 3 sets.
in the
He
lower
likes
level. He
having
can
the extra
absolutely bring
game
it
there.
back.
So Angry Bird, this is prime territory for him to come out and potentially be an EWC champion as well as
Sub-Zero's
somebody
ice
that can make it out of this group. We're going to take a
Ooh.
look back at the replays. Early domination on the front end for Angry Bird. Big damage as well.
Yeah, man, but that's beautiful stuff. But, guys, more beautiful matches on the way. Just sit back and relax. More on the way.
Angry Bird is very strict about his setups in a mathematical way. He really studies frames.
And
Really?
here we are once
And you
again
can see it
back
with,
at it.
how he
BB,
plays.
the bonanza of bus ass.
Okay,
and we
we
got
got Chris.
another one. We told you. it
Oh,
was nothing
versus
but
Crimey.
bangers,
Oh,
and this next one is
this is
just
gonna be
that.
crazy.
You already saw
This is
another
gonna be
young
a crazy
prodigy
one.
coming up to the stage, and now we got another one. It's gonna be Crimey coming
I
up
picked
against
Crimey
Chris
to win
Haustatarian.
for the
Chris T
World
versus
Warrior. Or World
I just
Warrior
always gotta
for
say it.
the
I don't know, man.
Battle
The young
Hub.
buck.
For
This
the
guy's
Battle
already,
Hub.
he's grown in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful part about Street Fighter. Well, just fighting games in general is the fact that we can see these young fellas, young ladies,
K-pop.
grow old, just playing
I like
Street
it.
Fighter 6.
I
It's
like
beautiful
it.
stuff
I think
to
it's
see,
cute.
Man.
I
Hopefully
think
everybody
it's
at
cute.
home. I
I
forgot to
think
give a
it's-
beautiful shout out
I
to all
like
of my
it.
Warriors,
Hey.
monsters at home.
I like
hope y'all
it.
enjoying the show. This is a lot of heart, a lot of pride on the stage, man. And you can see this represented heavy from Chris
Cute
T.
little
Has been
outfit
traveling
for,
all
Jury.
around the world. Of course, you've seen him in SFL World Finals at Capcom Cup. He is an SFL champion in his own right with the Bandits gaming side of things. So the fact that this man is seasoned, I can't even call him a seasoned veteran no more. I think at this point, he is getting to that OG
Oh,
range.
he's definitely. Look, man, I've been calling this dude's matches in Street Fighter 4, bro. I've seen this dude, Chris, all around the world playing. And on top of that, I'm glad you brought up SFL. Started the journey with Mena and the crew, and now one of the people that have definitely made their way
Okay,
out.
Crimey,
and now
you gotta
on his
lock
own
in
kind of
here.
path,
You gotta lock
especially coming out
in.
for EWC,
Yes.
getting
He
a
can
spot
do
and
it.
claiming it. Same thing goes for Crimey. Both of these guys were in SFL US. Crimey was definitely there representing, and he goes.
Hold on.
To the Ryu? Is
We're
that
going
what-
back to the bodega.
Back to the bodega?
Hey, you cat, get off the loaf of bread. Hey, you, there's a match going on. It's time to watch it.
All right, they still checking buttons, but Crimey is another one, man. We already saw her now, right? And now one of another young legends already starting off and
Killing it.
showing great work. Crimey is another one. The last, 2-3 years, we've been seeing so much of Crimey. I mean, along with a player like Blast, but both of these guys representing, along with her now, representing the next generation of Street Fighter in such a way that they're already taking out legends in the game.
This is how I look at it. Crimey and Blas, they kind of ciphering that momentum, right? Like, obviously, Blas had the grand stage. Of course, Crimey picking up his own results. He definitely finished strong at EVO. He got top 8 in the world stage. So, this guy, listen, it's only up from here. It's like, even though if Crimey loses, and this is just hypothetical, obviously, right? It doesn't take anything away due to the fact, again, sound like a broken record, there's just too many killers in Street Fighter 6. So I can't even take nothing away from him. But the point that I'm trying to make is, no matter what's the end result, he is one of those killers in this new generation.
Yep, absolutely true. And now we get to see it, man. Rob kind of set it up, bro. The old guard versus the new guard. Young Crimey. Definitely got a lot on his plate right now to deal with Chris T. Chris T, I know he's a homework crazy person. My man definitely grinds out a lot of these matchups. But let's see how it works. Will the reflexes beat the old G? Let's see.
Well, I mean, you know, he is an actual
so
teacher.
then
bro.
after Chris
he's
and
about to take
Crimey,
this kid to school.
it may
if you want to talk
be
about
either
fundamentally sound
Sahara
when it comes
and
to
Punk
footsie's
or
neutral, patient,
Torpedo
and really
and
conditioning
Lex.
opponents in terms of how
So
to counter
we'll
poke
have
back
to
and
see
pretty much punish accordingly, right?
who's gonna be
Chris T
next
is
after
definitely
this.
one of those scrolls that you want to read historically when it comes to playing the beautiful neutral of Street Fighter.
And here we go. Chris T versus Crimey. Ken versus Ryu.
Love it. And look at that, the classic colors. We got the, you know what? I don't want to get fired. There's a lot of things there that I can say about that outfit.
Yeah,
but
this
a
is
classic.
taking
The
it back,
Bodega
taking it
style
back
match. This is
to
one of the first
original
matches I've
Street
seen
Fighter
walking
here.
into
Very
an
well
arcade,
done.
which is
I
kinda
appreciate
crazy.
it. I like it.
The fact that you walked into an arcade and just saw vanilla versus vanilla, that's crazy.
It. That's it. Well, in this case, a bodega. Well, already, here we go. To confirm the run low forward. The low forward run, the throw. This is how we condition first. Let's see how Crimey feels about this. Another throw. He tried to counter poke there, but the stagger jab threw off the timing on the defense. Looking for the
Nice
counter
check
hit.
there with the standing
there
short.
is one
Okay,
opponent. She was in
getting
range.
Wait a minute.
mileage
Punish
from
counter
it.
gets the confirm, and
Oh,
round
here
stops
we
you to
are.
get out of the
Okay,
corner.
building
But
back
look,
our
Crimey
resources. Okay,
definitely
here
on
we
the
go.
ropes right now when it comes to the life.
Ooh,
Perfect
perfect. Okay, that's
parry,
gonna.
and he's got
Chris is
2
gonna close
bars.
it out. Well
And
done.
I'm sure he's probably going to use that level 2.
Absolutely. Let's
Yep.
go.
Explosion.
Right.
Oh, it's been a minute.
I know.
Well done.
It's been a minute.
That's why I had to
I
shut
like
up
how
right
you
quick.
set it up. I like you set it up.
Yeah,
Hold
because I
on.
haven't heard it in a
Chris is
minute.
New
Let's be real.
Jersey's
All right, here we
nice.
go. Chucking that plasma early. I love that.
I'm
Anybody
gonna
that throws
watch those.
fireballs from that range, that
Gotta
kind of
lock
tells
in.
you like
Gotta
how
lock in.
old they are in terms of playing Street Fighter, right?
Here we
A lot of the
go.
new
Okay,
players, they
punish,
really play the
counter,
plasma
throw.
game like that as before. I mean, rightfully so.
All
considering
right.
the drive period.
Here we go. Okay.
Let me get another one. Ooh, trying to
Ooh,
snipe out the
all
drive
right.
reversal.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why he
right.
stopped.
Spheres
Took his
all the
turn
time.
back.
Oh,
Nice,
okay,
Call
okay.
back. What a run back there from my man.
All
Crimey.
right.
Wow, look at the demonic face on this young lad.
Yo, that angle don't do him no favors. He look like a problem child right there. Hold on.
He looking like
Ooh, got the overhead. Okay, well, he got the overhead and then a fresh start up there with the low forward
Let's
cancel.
go. There we go. That's plus frames. The Hoshugeki. You thought I was going to sit here and take that, young man? No flowchart offense for you, says Chris T. The drive rush has turned green. That's what I'm trying to get here. Another one.
I like that crouching heavy after the drive rush to keep the pressure. He's not trying to give Crime any room to breathe. And we saw the throws in the corner really help him out.
Yeah, I love that range from the stand fist. He's trying to get the low forward, but that was the answer that he was looking for. Big damage. Is it going to? It's not going to kill, but we have
no,
one more
but burnout. That's rough.
Chip him out.
Yeah.
There
yep,
that's
a tough situation.
Fireball, Jin Rai, overhead, that's a clean hit. No chip out
that's
needed.
Rough.
Chris T taking game number 1. Now, back during SFL US, I saw young Crime get mad once.
Yeah?
Man, my man had the look on his face like you just told him he can't blow bubbles in his chocolate milk. My man
had bubbles in his chocolate milk?
Man,
what?
That little dude was
oh,
mad.
my Lord, save me.
No,
oh, man, Chris C's on the rushdown. He's playing again.
You know what? I just wanted to highlight this right quick. Obviously, it's Ryu and Ken, but the reason why I bring this up is more so on the side of Chris T. He is super comfortable fighting Shotokan.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
Historically, this is the matchup that he's studying, he's dealt with in the past. So he's looking very comfortable. Perfect
well done.
dish. No, hood perfect. Take it. This is a bodega match, so you know what I mean? It makes sense.
Shout out to the boy Mike Ross. Hood perfects all around.
That's right. He knows what it is.
Here we go. All right.
Big bone Tatsu. Big ankle bone
There we
Tatsu.
go. Okay.
Punish there on the low
oh, here we go.
And this is the crime.
All right. Patience. Oh, yeah. Start up there.
Breathe,
Come on,
but
start up.
Christie's been here before. Gets out of there. Switches the sides, and now he's got the corner. Early throw puts him in danger, though. Crime going to take full advantage. And I like how both of them are aware. Crime wants to fight you in the middle of the screen. Christie trying to push you to the corner and put you in danger.
Like that, Christie knows that Crime is trying to invite that low forward drive rush. You can hit him with the padded OS.
Okay, catch the heat dash. Patience.
Patience.
Oh, man. Good stuff. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Some classically trained
starting to warm up a little here.
Let's go.
Like that little light button to start the
basic throw.
Don't take the bait.
Yep, Shiku Genrai second time.
Spinning the level too early, big damage up there.
No.
Trying to hit him with the delay overhead just to try to catch a tech or just an overhead entirely. Big damage on the side of Christie. We in that throw range. What are we gonna do? Looking for the tech with that kill frame on the low forward. But we answered back. Climbing. Overhead? No, not yet.
I like that drive rush taking his turn to get out of the corner. Now he's got a couple opportunities. C8 damage is not there on his side, so there's still a lot of fighting.
Oh!
He's got 3 bars.
Yo, Climate got aggressive space trap. So he did stand fierce way, pushed them out, then drive rush right after. Oh, big damage. Okay, we're going to the 2-0 scenario now. We're going to go into
level 2 Tetsugen Nitro.
Chris has been getting a lot of mileage.
Now, if you know where that's from,
level 2.
Oh, yeah.
Which is good.
Yes,
which is really good.
Ken, but what game?
But Crime has not comboed into a level yet. He's trying to go for the big cash out with
everybody
his
was really cheering for Christie
level
in the
3,
crowd, man. Shout
I
out to
think.
Japan, the land of the rising sun.
But he just hasn't had the opportunity to tap into it. He's
fighting
doing
games,
good.
especially
He's
Street
doing
Fighter
really
overall,
well.
Man, if you've
It's
been
just,
over in Japan and seen
don't be
Capcom
afraid
Cup,
to
just seen these
utilize
guys play, you've definitely seen how much
your
love they get
resources
just
as
from like
you
the
go
people over
along.
there. So it's really cool to see the super fans
Chris
out
isn't
here.
even
A lot of people
risking.
coming traveling to support,
He's just
man.
going straight for the level 2s each
Falcon
time.
boys still in here, though. I know they all over the place with many games trying to get those points for their club. Oh, there it is, the classic. Yes, catch you ducking. You're going to hit this Dragon Lash combo. Oh, I love that. The deep jump in fierce. They just walk in slightly with the crouch jab. We're trying to make this man budge. Open the door. Jab on the side of Crime.
And what we're seeing Chris doing is he's doing a lot of shimmying. He's really trying to whiff punish Crime because he knows Crime is hitting a lot of buttons to try to catch him. So
you saw him react in real time after he got that last throw. Chris doing it. You called it out though.
Good awareness there.
He knows what you
Here we go. Okay, corner switch. Nice. Corner control, blade kick.
Right? So he knows what type of thing that the Shotokan Warriors is looking for. In this case, Crime. I actually thought Crime would go with the Bison, man. It looks like he just wants to reverse some bigger damage.
Oh! All right, okay, here we go. Well done. Well done. Really good. Okay, Crime.
You've seen it work to a success.
Climate. He's trying to get that momentum back on his side. He's starting good. He got one round.
Oh,
up.
no.
He probably thought it was a 5-0. All that was
the
a stand like a low
frames on
forward,
that.
and he just got an input error. It's all right. Nice technical.
Oh, nice stand.
Here we
like
go.
Kick, punish, counter, drive rush, and now you're in the corner.
Ooh, okay, got the reset, crouching strong. Nice. Okay, Crime is on the board. Well done. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Good. Good for him.
Welcome to the bonanza.
All right.
Man, with the athlete's foot and all that, yes.
Okay,
no
Chris.
Shoes.
That's right. That ringworm is putting in work right now.
The calluses must be crazy.
Chris will
callus
know.
must be crazy, like getting kicked by a log.
Chris will know because the shimmying was really working out for him very well, and he could definitely close it out with. He could definitely close it out with trying to whiff punish Crime. But the fact is this: Crime was able to settle himself down and get the confirms to lead to big enough damage to close it out, which is
the character. But if you get to see a look
huge.
at the players' faces, and
So,
that's why the people watching at home, you guys
good luck
look,
to everybody.
You
Good
get
luck
to
to
see
everybody with
every
that.
reaction in a lot of these times to see just how actually effective they are. But also, Crime gets one on the board. Chris
Okay,
is
here we go.
on game point. That means if he wins these next 2 rounds, he wins. He takes out Crime and puts him on the lower side of this, especially now because this is his first match. You want to get that W.
Looking for that punish counter, Chris T. You already see the turnstile roundhouse. There you go. Lost his turn off of the drive rush, of course, naturally. Good stuff there from a Chris T. Ooh.
Okay. Yo, that Hashogeki, bro, he's been killing it with that.
Now, Chris T actually had the space for it. He had the right idea, but not wasn't in range for the stand rounds. Well, in terms of spacing, that is. Let me go. That's the safe jump. Nice. Wow, he got a lot of cash on the side of Christy. Very nice stuff there.
Oh! In this corner, though, the low parry, that means I knew that was coming. I did that intentionally with intent.
Riding that momentum off away from
look
Evo.
Look at Crime's face, bro.
Yeah, he smells it. Yeah. I mean, he smells the pie of bus ass like around the corner, but it looks like he's missing an ingredient here. I love the DP on the side of Chris T. He's trying to keep Crime honest. Oh, no big roundhouse there on the side of Crime.
Remember, Ryu does have the better fireball, but he does have to access Denjin.
It's one of my personal favorites. Anybody that Chuck
to
Class know how to
enhance
play
it
some Street
more.
Fighter, that's how I see it.
Roll forward to the enhanced uppercut.
Interruption.
OD just clean.
Oh, okay. Catch the cooldown
Better than
frames
the
of
punish counter. He would have been a burnout
parry.
of that scenario. There it is,
Okay.
level 3.
Yeah,
hit
Chris has this.
immediately
He's
after
gonna
the
close it
ride.
out. Well done.
Absolutely
Well
not
done.
gonna kill, but we both gonna be looking ashy here.
Yeah,
drag
spend
the
it.
fist, start the fire like a match on
No,
the street.
he's got 10%.
Run it,
Oh,
kick.
my goodness.
No, not even. He's gonna go
Chip
for the chip
damage.
out.
Oh.
He tried to DP through it. He tried to set him up. Watch your legs. Christy knows he just got to keep it patient so he can touch grass again, but just runs DP anyway.
Dash uppercut. Well done. Well done.
It's gonna put him on set point versus Crime. Crime needs to lock in. Once again, this is group play. That means you just have to have one of the best records
Oh,
to make it out.
Denjins are live. Oh my gosh.
The back throw.
Trying to dry my clothes out here. Ooh, stand fist. I like how he's choosing that button now instead of the stand roundhouse. Keep it nice and solid.
Oh, he was hoping Chris was going to hit a button. No, that's rough.
You see him go
that's
for the
rough.
big bet level 3 attack on the drive.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
cross cut. Crime spent all his meter, but because of that, he's got another chance.
Oh, trades. Oh, the fierce. Oh, the overhead. Okay, Rising Dragon Lash. It's invincible startup. That was a really smart idea for Chris. Oh, the standing short. Oh, my God.
God, he's looking for it. You see the whiffing those little
Oh,
buttons from close range.
roundhouse
Just to actually get Christy to poke one of those big
Oh,
buttons,
reversal's
stand fist,
baited
stand
out.
roundhouse.
Burnout,
He's
stay
backing
here for
up, he's
Chris.
looking for it.
Oh, my
And
God. What?
Crime with the confirm.
Yeah, here we go. Shippu, Hadouken. Remember, it's faster now.
Both of these players, and
It's
once
faster.
again, this is group play. You
And it
don't
gets
want to
more
lose your first
damage.
game. It's telling
Well,
momentum
in
is on
addition to the
line
fact that Chris was low in health, but
equals
holy moly, that was really good.
Bonanza.
Welcome to the Bonanza. No tickets here.
Welcome to the Bonanza. Grab a seat. Oh, nice. Like that, the plasma. These guys are chucking some plasma. But notice how it's usually when they're in the closer to the corner, not even mid-range.
Burnout stayed here for Chris. This guy watches resources. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Trying to overextend, trying to steal his turn back. Chris knows, bro. He's a teacher. He knows. Speaking of trying to steal, Crime answers back. Tatsu to the corner. Here's a throw. Stand medium kick. I love that. It would have caught the jump anyway if he was holding north.
100%.
We set the
The king
neutral
of the
here.
north. Oh, I thought he made it. That was a little too early on the side of Prime when it came to the fireball side of things, so he kept it
Okay,
safe.
recoverable health
Oh,
field.
what a
Oh!
Great fireball. Parry right there from Chris. This next exchange, he can only take one more throw.
Ooh.
Legs. Ooh. Come on, man. Got a little too thirsty there.
You gotta spin that.
And you can see it in Chris T's face. He's like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I pressing buttons first? That's the name of the game here, ladies
Oh
and
my
gentlemen.
gosh.
And Crime has turned it all the way around and is now on set point. Counter hit on the stand, light kick, Chris T.
There you go. Now we're in that corner position. This is where Ken loves to be. I thought he was actually trying to grab or check the drive rush, but was in range Crime. At least he don't got a level 3, so it's okay. It's not going to be too damaging here. However, Big, easy access to big damage on the side
Oh
of
my
right
gosh.
knee. Man, he is getting dog walked into this corner.
Bro, he is clipping them on the toes, bro. You need to put some sandals on.
Nice.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He didn't spend
Give
it.
me a final game. I don't
He's
even
trying
care
to
who win.
close it
Give me
out.
another round, though.
At the same time, he
Okay.
has
I
another
don't think I can.
round to go.
Nah, I don't care. As long as it's good matches. You right. Oh. I thought he probably thought he caught him on the tap parry side of things. Oh.
Oh, that roundhouse. Got a
He got it.
And speaking of paying a
No.
Oh my God, he didn't get the level 3 drop reversal. Not burned out just yet.
Ooh.
But burn out. Goes for the
Oh
super
my
and he catches
gosh.
him running and the run stop puts a stop to this match.
That
Kaime
was
runs
amazing.
it
That was
all the
really
way
good.
back to
That
take
was
the
really
set versus
good.
Chris T 3-2.
Yo, that is
Shout outs
nuts.
to
And I know Chris T
Primate
tried to hit
for
the
bringing
brakes a
it
little
back.
early. That way he could recover, but
And
I feel like he
Chris,
was going to be in that burnout. He's going to get
He
chipped
played
out regardless, right?
unbelievably.
So, man,
He
I
played
feel like if he
unbelievably,
really felt
but
good today,
he
he should have
couldn't,
just committed to the
couldn't
run
close
DP
it
or a
out.
run
Wow.
step kick, but again, the super would have won anyway.
That
So
is
run DP
something.
was the better
Good for
option,
him.
but I mean,
Good for
how do you
him.
know Primate's
Oh
gonna
my
do it, to be honest with
goodness.
you, right? That was a great defensive decision there for Prime. It's not like he was
All right,
representing
Chris
it
has
in that
another
scenario
chance
every
in the
single time.
lower
So that was a
level
great
there.
surprise and finished the job.
And once again, Kaime, the young gunner out here, this dude plays like he's an older player, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Great button
man,
knowledge.
he,
His spacing is immaculate. The way he plays the fireball game and the answer in the corner, the double stand fierce to get the hit. And this situation right here, this scramble is crazy. And once again, like you said, it
It's
would
a
not
heat
have
dash,
gotten
just
caught.
too much of
And
a
with
risk.
that, Chris T will
He was
be
just
in
trying
trouble.
to close
Still in
the
this
gap,
group stage,
you
and
know?
we have more Street Fighter 6
that
coming
level
from
one
EWC right on the other
Hadouken
side
is
of
just
this break.
extremely fast, and he couldn't recover in time. Well done. That was something.
See, it wasn't that long. Just kick back and relax. You got more Street Fighter 6 action coming your way here at EWC 2026. We are officially on the way. Of course, day one. Group BB is where we
And
get
a little
right
angry
now. This is
gal.
where me and Tasty Steve stands. The next
A
match
little angry
that we are
gal.
about to see on the stage is
Yeah, checking
versus
up on
Lex.
Unks.
And now
Yeah,
what makes this an official
absolutely.
match, there
Whoa.
is no recorded footage, no nada about these guys playing. You know what it means?
Hey,
A
Tokido
classic
and Lex.
historical battle is on the way. AKA,
So,
this is the first time I
JP
see you. I ain't gonna be cheap on
Guile.
the first date.
Look,
Yeah,
and
JP
on
and
top of that,
Guile.
I love talking about the
Lex
the
also
economy
has
of
a
fighting
bison,
games. The
but
fact that, like,
I think
you
he's
don't
going to
have
stick
any
with Guile
recorded
for
footage,
this
and I
one.
feel like these guys have obviously played on some like low-key sessions, right? Obviously. But when it comes
Both of these
to
guys
the
are
set
really
count,
good guys.
that's the only thing that matters. And
Good
to say
guys.
you have to fight against Tokido, a legend in fighting games, and you heard Lex getting, he was like, yo, I'm gonna beat him. He
Yeah.
says, I'm gonna beat him clean. And I like that. Lex wearing it on his chest. He says, you know what, I don't care who is on the other side. Tokido, Daigo, they're going down. But Lex has come quite a long way. Obviously over in Europe now, playing at SFL, he's taking out some of the biggest
there any
players
young guys
in the
that don't
business.
play
And now
Shotos?
he's got to take out one of the best players in the business.
Technically,
with Tokido.
technically,
Don't put an R at the end. You got to put an H.
You could say
face.
blocks.
Okay, so let's go for the guy. I was going to touch that up a little bit.
Because,
He does have a bison. He does
Sagat
have
is
good results with bison. However,
Shoto-esque.
his real bread and butter
But
is Guile.
he's traditionally
historically, I mean, when you really look at it, Guile
Ken
kind
player,
of does have a
and
bit of a
then
tough time
a
with this
Ken
matchup. That's why you
Ryu
see the likes of
player,
Kaba always playing
a
Sagat on
Ken
JP.
Ryu
But I mean,
Sagat
this is Lex. It's a
player.
different guy. He
So,
loves being a lot
yeah.
more aggro than keep away.
Yes.
That's just how he works. And he will take those big gambles with those reversals. You've seen it in the past with guys like Problem X in the
Shotos are
first
strong.
EWC, and he hasn't stopped representing that ever since. But that's a bit of an edge, though. You know why? Because the player's aware of that. That does mean that they're going to have to slow down or delay the buttons a little more, which means it'll give Lex more of an opportunity to take his turn back or just get some offense on his own.
Hey, Lex is ready
and
to
that
roll
definitely
there.
helps him out. Like you said, he's more on the offensive side, especially with a character like Guile, who typically kind of plays the down back game. He's
Yes,
like,
sir.
I'm going to let you run into these booms. But also, Tokido, my man be jumping. He goes to wherever the grass is greener. If it's cheap, he's in it.
Historical.
That's in the books right
We're
there.
in there
Well,
with
here we go.
Guile.
Game 1, round 1, Tokido versus Lex. It's JP versus Guile. The second JP we've seen today. And look, JP is definitely one of the public enemies out here. However, Tokido is known to take characters like this and just push them to the absolute limits.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, especially because he plays against Gucci,
He's here to the,
right?
to the days dry
But
out,
remember,
right? He's rocking the JP.
If you have somebody that plays the character to the absolute limit, then what happens is that you're playing against the player and the frames at that point.
There it is,
it
already
comes
in the corner
down
carry.
to
Look at the box that he
tendency
has created.
and
What is
math.
Lex gonna do to get out the corner? Buttons into Sonic Boom. He got the space, but he can get out.
Well, that was such great knowledge. He did jab into the Sonic Boom. Tokido walked into it, and now he's got a fighting chance in his corner. Tokido has to play back a little bit. Drive rush just to get out of there.
Upside down. Oh, upside down in a hurricane.
Lex.
There's a
Love
storm
it, man.
coming.
Good old vinyl records, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, Guile's a DJ?
You know, might as well. On the wax. Wow, nice punish.
Oh.
Why are you order?
Yo, wait a minute. Lex getting the first round of the game. Hold on.
Man, guy said I pay my taxes.
Right?
Right off.
With a flight suit.
He's flexing write-offs.
Write-offs. They write these off.
You know what, though? So Tokido hasn't found his footing.
Jump,
Usually what he'll do, he'll like do
crouching
preemptive buttons like a
short.
stand fierce or stand strong, just to
Cross
step out
up.
Guile's like advancing forward normals, right? But Lex is very wise, considering that he's throwing Sonic Booms instead of the normals once Tokido's in that range. So he's throwing them off just a little bit. It looks like Tokido is still trying to figure out Lex as Lex continues to be comfortable in this gameplay.
Well, that's the thing, too. Remember, if you're throwing perfects, the recovery is better.
He's close enough to get rid of it by just getting off the screen. And now Lex has the corner position in his favor. Back throw that throws the perfect in the trash, but he's still got the life lead.
Shit. Man, he don't even got to overextend. I mean, he could take a couple of risks here, but not necessary because we do have the baby booms. Yes, I pay child support for every single one of those.
Right? The baby boom parade.
Speaking of booms, man, I've been seeing Lex chucking booms for quite some time, man. Straight from the Street Fighter V side of things, starting as a young child. And now he's out here in the grand stage at EWC. This is excellent. Going up against one of his, I ain't going to say heroes, but some of those guys that he was like, oh, word, he's nice. One of these days out playing him. And look at that. Fast forward. Lex is here.
We say that out of respect. Every person that I've seen playing, I'm like, man, I want to play that guy and beat that guy.
100%.
That's just how it goes, bro.
That's how it works. Okay, look at that. Lex, he's going to take control here, knowing the fact that he's up 1-0. Sonic Booms, of course, big arms. That's why you see those humongous arms that look like the Tasty Steves right there.
Yo.
That's Tasty Steve's arms right there for sure. I wish I had those to survive your freaking pinches. How about that?
The big moves to keep the momentum, the jump after the perfect parry. A lot of people seem to forget a perfect parry gives you a little bit more recovery, even on those fireballs. So the jump ins, if they're repeating it, can get them in trouble.
Psych. You thought it was a ghost. Looked like Lex was trying to look for that pocket just to jump in, very sneaky. Oh, the jump actually thought he made it.
There.
JP's slowing it down a little bit.
No, I see. Wow, what a check on the drive rush with the crouch on. That was solid from Tokido. But what I was going to say was one thing that I've seen, I mean, we only seen one JP on the side of Juicy Joe, but notice how nobody so far has parried the fake.
You know, the interesting thing is there's screens in the background there as they went around. They show who,
right, and like that's one of like the elevated guessing games of JP, bro. Like when he started using the feint in his pressure,
it's
especially
intuitive,
close, wow,
you know,
punish counter.
convenient too, especially for sitting in the crowd.
And look, getting a little bit of drive
Very
back
convenient.
here and puts Lex in a very precarious
All right,
situation
because
he's very close to burnout.
Yeah, he's ready to burn out. No, Sonic Hurricane's a little far. No, he's baited out.
Just put a little extra sauce there, a little extra stun just in case. Perfect dish. I mean, we already know Tokido's one of the greatest chefs of all time. So there's no doubt in my mind. Oh, look at the beautiful fans here, man.
Bruh.
Representing the team of Varel. Am I saying this right? Varel? No, I'm just adding some extra twang to it, which is okay. But man, I know Tokido doesn't want to disappoint the fans here, so he's going to play at his best. One apiece.
Back to this neutral, back to the mid-screen. Still looking for the jumps, trying to get over the booms. I like that Lex isn't committing to them, at least not when Tokido expects it, because it's giving him a fighting chance.
Yep. All right, hold that. Close your window right here on this pierce, on this departure. Ooh, legs. You know, that's good information collection. That's how you know Lex is trying to walk back and whiff punish it with a stand fierce. I'm pretty sure. So Tokido got to be careful here. You know, you can become the wall. You don't have to rely on the projectiles, though. Your body could be the projectile itself, right?
He said, put your body on the line.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got him boxed into this corner. Nice flash kick, Lex. Get a little bit of that breathing room. Oh. What an anti-air with the pierce. Wow. It's beautifully spaced. Excellent choice there from Speedo.
Great spacing on it, too. And look, and it keeps him in his corner. Departure right above his head. There's the throw. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nice tag.
Oh my God. Oh, I thought that was the stand fierce right there. I thought that's how you sizing him up. Tokido is collecting this information right here. Whoa, what a read.
The jump in, the closeout command throw to do it. Full combo at that.
Okay, Tokido has a little bit of a read.
It's in a book. That's good stuff there, huh?
Lex is going to have to lock it down.
Getting busy out here. Unhand me.
He's going to have to guile it out.
Let's go. Standing media punch, okay, of course. He's trying to size him up to look for those advancing normals from Lex, and Lex is not giving it to him. That's
I like that.
Yep.
Play compact. Keep it together. Don't let him unnerve you. The drive rush, and now Tokido starting to close the distance, being a lot more like optimistic, a lot more positive with his offense. Like, you know what? If you're not going to stop me from coming in, because Lex has been playing quite a bit of defense, he's going to walk forward, get the throw.
Yep.
Overhead.
Oh,
here we go. What an answer with the jabs.
The half moon. Get that full screen control again. Get a ball for me. At least he's out of the corner.
Puncher.
Into the baby booms.
Yo, the step kick into the activation. I like that. Use the normals. That way you got more time. Catches the DI. Wait a minute, Lex. Another one.
Yes, I think we're going to get another one here. No, we was respecting the amnesia there on the side of Lex. Oh, my God. Do not overextend. Oh, on the counter. Beautiful stuff there. Lex with a chance to go up 2-1. Well, both of these guys, really.
Okay, yo. Fighting chance. Yo, Lex said, I came to win.
Chuck those booms, 30 years and proud. Yes. My man Giles been chucking booms before Lex was born, which is kind of crazy talking about it that way. The jump in. Oh, I thought that was a punish right on time. Oh, that wasn't even a punish counter. He just rightfully took the throw. You know what? Better that than a combo, right?
Oh, these jump ins, I like what Lex is doing. He's starting to scout them, bait them into the jump, clean anti-air, and they're small hits, but they add up. Pennies add up to $1.
That's a fact. Amen.
Hey.
Take your sweet old time is basically what Steve is saying. The low forward, there it is. Okay, back up. Give me some espacio. It is set. Wow, I thought he was going to
baits out amnesia.
Are you kidding me?
Waited for it. Great knowledge right there by Lex. Finally decides to show the amnesia. He waits for it, gets the punish. Now he's got the momentum. The throw in the corner. Tokido's in CA range, even though he's only got 2 bars.
Good drive reversal. You know what? Just to buy time for the drive gauge. I agree on the side of Tokido.
Bazooka to close the gap.
That's in Spanish, Steve. Oh my God, I like that meaty fireball just to snipe out the amnesia. But the half move was there.
Invincible.
Lex,
start up there. He spent
gets
it.
the momentum in the corner and actually kind of calls out every option Tokido was representing. Gets the counter hit, close it out. Lex with the lead in the set versus Tokido.
Said, man, these are one of these matchups that Lex actually strives on. Like, if you don't have a character that's going to put crazy pressure on you, right, or just make him feel a little too claustrophobic, if you will, he is going to shine. This is actually a match that he can actually think in peace. Tokido, I know this is tough, but you got the patience for it. Level 2 is the name of the game, but he hasn't conditioned with him yet. So let's see if he's going to use that as a surprise.
He's doing a good job, creating a wall around him there.
And now you can see Lex has got him coming off on his defense a lot more. He's getting a lot
now.
more
He's
offensive with the JP.
He's got his setups
screen is where JP
all ready
kind
to
of
go.
like
He's got to watch
but
his
now
resources,
he gets to throw booms. So he finds a way in anyway.
It back.
There we go.
Oh.
Look at that already, trying to invite him in for the perfect parry. Lex is good for those. He sees the gaps. Oh, that was a big whiff.
He was fishing. Neither one of them have a bar, though, in this first round.
That joint said, oh, OD Sonic Boom. Now the box. Was it ready? Well, we know Tokido's a little bit of a
Tokido! Oh my goodness!
You gotta take medication for that.
Absolutely.
Nice interruption. Crouching strong.
Putting himself on
match
set
point here. Oh man, Tokido gotta lock in. Tokido gotta lock in. Lex he's cool as a cucumber over there.
You know, I've just got to get animated, man. I love seeing some video games and good display. High level, of course. All right, the boots for the counter hit. No one home. The half moon right in between. Master block stun with the parry. That's one of the most greatest tactics I see in Street Fighter 6 when it comes to using your reversals. Oh, the overhead block.
What the overhead?
Nice. And you see Lex try to get that departure off the screen. Tokido try to meet some there to leave it there. And now he's fighting into this corner.
Empty jump, crouching jab again.
Level 2 available on both of these guys, but definitely more important on the side of Tokido if he wants to hang in there. Lex almost close to that level 3. Good 2 sequences with big starters is going to lead into a victory here for Lex.
Oh, he gets the pickup.
Going for corner
He's getting closer to 3 bars, too. Tokido is in trouble. Oh, Tokido's in trouble. Back throw Lex with the momentum. Finds the hit. He's got 3 bars. So you know he's going to bite his time till it gets to the yellow. And then that next combo can get the kill. There's another throw.
There it is. Doesn't even matter the starter here
Puncher.
at this point. We still have
Baby
1 meter
booms
available on the
alive.
side of Lex, but Lex is trying to attack the drive gate. Hopefully he don't get a little too thirsty, just throwing
Okay,
those limbs out there. And
Lavushka.
there is the Lavushka. Oh, we're trying to get out of harm's way. What a conversion there for Tokido.
Wow.
You're going to lead with something.
Oh, wait a minute. The booms are there, the baby boom parade. Gravity defying kick.
He said a baby boom parade.
The baby boom parade, bro. They line up on the side of the streets. Oh, staying out of that crouching medium kick range. Tokido.
18 seconds, 18 seconds.
Starting to look
18, oh my god, punch counter throw.
He's out of that
Oh!
corner now. Takes the space.
Burnout, oh
but
my
now
god.
He's looking a little
Dead,
gray,
9
looking a
seconds.
little thirsty, and the parade is back up.
Oh my God, he's almost on with the level 2 as well. How are you going to avoid this? Tokido had no choice but to try to avoid it with a jump, but was in harm's way with the baby boom, and that'll
Good stuff
do
there
it
for Lex. Very good. Very good stuff
That
for
is
Lex.
a big dub. Lex gets the dub 3-1 over Tokido. What a play. And the Gao play
Good
was
games.
looking crispy. He said it in the interview with Ryan Hart. He was like, nah, bro, I know who I got first, and I came to win anyway. Team Heretics Lex getting the dub versus Tokido. You know he's going
What's
to
up
hold that for a
there?
long time.
Hi.
Well, unfortunate for the Tokido fans that's in the building. They're going to have to hold that L in their gluteus maximus. However, he is still in
Tokido
the
is
tournament
now
going to
in
the
the lower
loser side.
bracket.
So there's nothing wrong with that. Again, the competition is too fierce. I can't be surprised at this point.
And once again, look, Tokido's not out of it. Obviously, this is group play. It's about how well you play on the overall groups. And look, this was looking really promising. This was definitely looking like a moment where he could run it back. But the last baby boom got the job done.
But yes, guys, kick back and relax. We got more Street Fighter 6 here at EWC right after this.
Huh. Very good stuff there. Warner Brothers.
Welcome back to Group BB as the action
Punk
continues.
is
Lex
Hera.
just took out Tokido. But we got another
Capcom
banger.
Cup
Guys, who is it? I
champ.
can't tell who it is.
Dude, I think that's my man, really from Philly, aka Victor Woodley, aka It Ain't Victory Without the Victor. Punk the God is on the right, of course, cruising, just winning so many online tournaments, just tournaments in general. That man's resume could go on and on. Going up against your current Capcom Cup champion, this man picked Eddington to win $1 million. And you know what? He earned his right for EWC just through that alone. And he is here to play in the grand stage. Well, just to add to the 1 point, so you're gonna get like what 1.3
So this
or
could
something.
be
I'm not
Ed
too sure,
versus
but that man
Cammy.
played with his heart at Capcom Cup, and that is
Yes.
continuing coming over here to EWC. This is beautiful stuff here. Battle of the Young Bucks. I feel like, of course, Punk is a little more seasoned than Sahara, naturally, obviously, because we've seen him play so many games throughout the year, starting with Street Fighter 5. But Sahara, of
And
course,
you
swinging
figure
big.
Sahara,
I mean,
he
the first time I
also,
seen this dude
he
actually
was
win
a,
tournament
I
was
think
at
a
UFA that
pro
year. And I'm like,
shooter
who the hell is this
player.
guy? I did my homework. I'm like, oh, wow, he plays shooters as well.
And see, he
I
didn't
can understand
initially
that. That means
come
you got all the
from
reactions in the world
fighting
to play a
games,
game
but
like
in
Street Fighter
addition
6.
to
So
that,
it's kind
he's
of cool that he's
also
continuing
pretty
on,
young.
still kicking
He's
ass
pretty
and
young.
taking names, and he's still here as the champion of Capcom Cup,
There you
trying
go.
to get one here at EWC.
There you go. I mean, think about that. What if you are a Capcom Cup and an EWC champion? That's a big thing to have. That's $2 million in the bank.
Hasn't happened yet.
That hasn't happened. Okay,
It's
you know
happened.
what?
Unless if we want to count the first year with Kakaru, but he did win. You know what? We could count that. I think we could count that.
I think we can count that.
I think we can count that. But that's here nor there, though. This is a new scripture, new history books. We need some ink on the page. Historical battles here. Live. Sahara versus Punk. Where else are you going to see this?
Bruh, these are world caliber matches. These are top 16 matches that you are getting for 3 days straight here until we crown a winner. And look, man, Punk just had a great year as well, man. We saw him come from Evo Japan, had a great showing, just recently got engaged, and it's my homie's birthday, man. So, look, more life. More life to my guy, Victor Woodley. Punk, man, happy birthday. And hopefully you can get some dubs for the B-Day, you know?
Yeah, you know, I had to punch his arm 27 times. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, we still
Nah,
do
I didn't do no punch buggies. I ain't do no punch.
I
Nah,
remember
he
Punk
good.
when
Now,
he
Punk the God, of
was
course. We've seen this man
on
grow as a child.
Street
First time I
Fighter
seen him on the scene was,
4
what,
in the
17? He's 27 now. Jesus.
Endless
how time is
lobbies,
flying.
and
Wow.
you can hear
It
him
goes
on
fast.
the
It's
mic
beautiful. Sahara
and we
knows
would
who
have
he's dealing with, so he's going to play his best gameplay, of course. All the way from the land of the rising sun versus
every
Punk the
once in a while
God.
he'd come
USA,
into,
excuse me, USA, yes, but Philly
ours.
representative. Opening
Our
gambit time.
Gets the throw. And look, we've seen a couple of Eds out here, but this is the Capcom
microphone.
Cup winning
Nice
Ed
whip
that we're
punish.
talking about.
And
But
that's
this is
what
the
he's
pussy
known
god
for,
himself.
really, is
Pump, yo,
whip
wake up
punishing.
OD uppercut.
I think that's the textbook. If you want to follow the rules of how to really whip punish and condition, Punk the God is one of those guys you want to watch. And he does it every week. Wow, what a catch there from Sahara.
What the? That combo was kind of crazy.
Ooh, looking for the shimmy. Okay, he's trying to get a little greasy there. You saw the big
Oh,
jump
no
into the
anti-air.
back there.
Okay, all right.
Let me get a throw. Crouch fist? No, throw first, crouch your fist later. It's coming. Oh, try to throw again. The challenge there from Sahara.
Checking on the
But
toes.
Sahara's jersey's a little crazy.
The back jump not going to get you out of danger with another OD uppercut. Life lead in favor of Punk right now. He's trying to close out with the drive rush, but he puts himself in burnout
No
to get it
anti-air.
done. No
Punish
air,
counter
no
throws.
anti-air
Two-
from Sahara
no
in this situation.
anti-airs
You
there.
really got to be careful, though.
Yep, respecting the dive kick. You don't know what it is sometimes, where it's a regular jump or a dive kick. Sometimes the dive kick just throw you off, right, so you can get that cross up easy in the corner. So I'm loving that from Sahara.
Those
Good
are
jump from
really
Punk beside that
nice
track.
shirts
Oh, big punish with
by the
normals.
Good Aid
Hello.
Squad.
To the corner we
But,
go. Wait a minute, Sahara looking a lot better in the
the
second
way
round.
that it's the
looking a
camera's
lot
picking
better
up
in the
is a
second
little
round.
crazy.
Stand medium kick
But
on the way out.
visually, you know what I mean,
Punish
as
the
the
landing
shirt
almost,
itself,
and he tried to do it the
it's
safe
nice.
way with the stand jab. He
But
wanted something
whatever the
guaranteed,
heck
but couldn't get the finish
the
there.
smart camera's doing
Ooh,
is
wait a minute, caught your beacon. Stuck on the wall now, back on the ropes.
It's a
This is
little
where
crazy.
it really becomes a problem. OD dive kick and then spins it with the uppercut anyway.
Good data collection. Oh my God,
Hooligan.
the next one I promise is going to be regular into level 3. Imagine into level 3.
Hold on.
That should be enough. Hold on.
Is that enough?
We've seen it in the past, but we don't talk about the past. This is the present. What are we going to do here?
No,
Absolutely
Magic
not.
Pixel,
Oh my
chip-
God, we got to
chip
see it. What are you
is-
going to do, Sahara? Wow, the jump back. Are you going to get chipped out to level 2? No
Oh!
blocks on the side of Punk. Is he going to chip him? Yes, he,
He
is.
did.
Oh my
He chipped
God,
him
that
out
series
with
was both. Look at that.
Psycho
Did you
Cannon.
see
Unbelievable.
how that match ended?
Unbelievable there.
Both in burnout, a sliver of fingernails worth of life on that bar. Nah.
Damn, and all
And the
really
jump
Punk had to
throw.
do was just walk up, size up, and see what he wanted to do. But he wanted that guaranteed block stun. But of course, holding North was on the side of Sahara for him to survive and finish that job. My goodness, high-level play here is being displayed.
One round apiece, game one. Best of 5 once again.
Okay. Quick lead. Wow, looks like it was supposed to be an uppercut. A little bit of an input error there on the side of Sahara. There's the knockdown. We're going to get a crouch fist. Conditioning starts with it now. Oh.
Wow, and he repeated the crouch jabs, perfect parry, side switch with the snatcher. Just jump OD dive kick.
Delayed jabs, no throws. Oh, there it is. Speaking of which, should it be enough?
Magic
No.
Pixel again.
Dive kick scenario hit. Wow, what a challenge. No
He's
walk
got
up
the
jabs.
CA.
No
He's
fear of
going
the dive
for
kick.
it.
Just going to
He's
fully
trying to
commit
heal up
into
his
that crouching strong.
resources.
Beautiful stuff there. Not
Oh,
enough,
my.
though, but it'll put him in a pixel scenario. Imagine.
But he's in burnout. And,
Oh!
And now, oh no, he jumped.
Bates out.
Ball out. What a play
The
by
killer
Sahara.
bee.
Oh my God.
Level
You
2.
mad, son?
Bro, and Sahara, why does Sahara always look like he's smiling after he get the W? He's like, yeah, I got him. I feel like he's just talking smack about me. Look at his face. Look at the,
Oh my
no,
God.
bro.
No, he got this look like, I can't believe I got away with 2 jump backs.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And that
true,
worked
yeah.
out. That was definitely the MVP of the game. Jump back for defense.
Yo, the placement on the jump. Jeez, little shimmy.
Not on your birthday. I mean, it don't even matter. It's your birthday every day the way you win, sir. So it's okay. Looking for that punish counter there on the flick is the
Oh,
snatchers.
basic
Excuse
throw.
me. Big damage, big starter.
That's one thing you
and
gotta
look
say
what
about
happens.
Sahara
This is your
is
grand prize. Big
His
damage.
movement is
Get up
just
in there, throw.
really
Oh, too
something.
early. Wait a minute. Okay, Punk's got a chance. Sahara takes the throw. That whiff jab almost got Punk a round on against him.
Yeah, he's looking for those win
No.
normals right now. Punk
Oh,
to
no,
guard.
yeah, he's plus after that.
Oh, wow, the Cobra Punch.
Big
All right, he's
Cobra
trying to get
lunge.
that big damage. Oh, nice little jump there. If it was a dive kick or a button on the jump in, he actually would have got hit with that. It's over. He did it
Psycho
again.
upper.
Come on, you
13
got to
frame
be
start up
pooping
there.
me.
But he was
Yeah, you know what I wanna
in
say.
such recovery,
Esports.
you know.
To the corner we go. There's the crouch heavy. I feel like that's the first one we've seen the entire
Backdash.
set. Backdash again to the corner into the level 2.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Kenny Smith. Who was? Oh, I was going to give him all of them. That was the dream
Caught the
combo. If you
wake
know,
up.
you know. Oh,
Wow.
crouch roundhouse. Wow, what a conversion. That was godlike. That was godlike. That man never blinked in his life.
Bruh. Not with those kind of conversions.
Sheesh.
Back throw. Uh-oh. Punk stuck in the corner. Wake up, crouch jab. Try to get a button out of Sahara. He waits a little longer, finds the counter hit on his side. Sahara 2-0 right now up against Punk. Man, and he is really slowing his pace down to throw Punk off.
Man, she looks like she's about to cry in emotion. Like, man, this guy is so pro.
He's so pro.
He's so pro.
He's so pro. He's so pro.
Oh my God. Ooh,
Yeah.
placing on the crouching jab.
That's a duff. I don't even say duff, but that was a duff.
No, that is a duff. She ain't tricking with Homer Simpson either.
Right.
Let's go. Fall back and relax. The win normals for the spacing. There it is, the crouch strong. Punk with the great defense, though. You know, Punk has been doing great on the defensive side. It's just in terms of really making it count when it comes to damage. Sahara is definitely on the lead on that side.
Oh, wow. Little fake. Gets the trade combo, goes into the DI for Punk, and now we have Sahara in burnout.
Oh, man,
but we've
face
seen
up
the jump
DI.
multiple times. He did it again.
Combos
Burnout
to,
with the level 1.
level
Sahara
1
trying to
Psycho
go
Blitz.
to set point.
Man is holding North for real, but I mean, I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. It's the fact I'm so surprised that Punk is actually falling for it, and there you have it. Look at him, he's so happy. He's like, wow.
I told you, bro. That look on his face, he's like, man, I did it again. He's done 2 back dashes. He's done 2 corner back jumps.
Come on,
and
Punk.
both of them have won him
Here we
games,
go.
bro.
Jesus. All right, Punk is going to have to really raise that difficulty setting. Punk the guard, how are you feeling? There it is. That's a beautiful start with the jump roundhouse. Drive rush for the follow-up, but snipes out the offense again with the perfect parry.
Side switch, didn't commit to anything big. Punk is in a big life lead, and Sahara knows he's in trouble, so fights out of it. What a catch on the spinning knuckle. Jesus, bro.
Yeah,
with the big buttons on top of that. Usually you want to keep it safe with the light buttons. Is he going to get the level 3? Yes, he does! Right on time. That it's going to be enough. Punk is removing the headphones. Yes, this is. We don't need a survey for this. Beautiful finish here from Sahara, the Capcom Cup champion. Took it against one of the greatest ever.
All right, Punk has a chance. He has a chance
And look,
in the lower
man,
bracket.
Punk is ridiculous.
So he can
but
do
he
it.
has not had the best runs at
Presbyterian,
EWC.
Punk,
It's just
and
how it goes
Taquito are all in
sometimes.
lower
No matter
bracket.
how good you are, but that could be anybody, bro. We've seen the best players come here after a crazy tournament and have the same thing coming, but Sahara gonna take it 3-0 versus Punk. What? First and foremost, it looked like Punk was in his groove, and still Sahara slowed him down.
I'm telling you, it's Punk was good, and in that one scenario where he up backs, that's what throws Punk's offense off immediately. And it was like one of those scenarios, yeah, you know what, I agree with that too. I would have smiled the same way. But man, beautiful stuff there to Sahara. Like, obviously, to fight Punk at a high level, it's crazy, man. So good stuff. But guys, don't go anywhere. More crazy matches on the way when we continue.
Good games.
Group B is well underway. 4 matches down, 6 more to go.
All right,
Coming
so
up, keys will be
we're
crushed
gonna
and more
have-
spots
it's
to the
gonna
next
be Lex
stage
versus
will be
Sahara
earned. Hey, welcome in. I'm
and
Taylor
Angry Bird
Reflections Noble.
versus,
Of course, Logan Sama Vicious. Good to see you
Crime.
boys. 4 matches down, a lot more to go. But breaking down the first one, man, Angry Bird Nephew. It was a banger matchup. Angry Bird was the heavy favorite, and for a reason, he gets the win.
Yeah, I feel like recently Angry Bird's kind of been forgotten about because he hasn't been as active on the international circuit, but he reminded everybody what it was all about there.
It felt really clinical, right? It's as if he never left for the most part, right? I think not even just from a character matchup standpoint, but also facing off against Nephew. He showed zero remorse throughout the entirety of that set.
Yeah, no ring rust. He stepped into that arena and he just was about his business. You know, nothing exceptional, nothing flashy. It was just a takedown.
Well,
Really
again,
impressive
3-1 for Angry Bird, getting the big win. That is tremendous for them. And it was, in fact, 2-1. My bad. My apologies.
Hey,
it is
what's up there? It is.
3-1.
Yeah, the matches
3-1.
have been
But hey,
insane.
for Angry Bird, though, coming in as the heavy favorite, like you said, it was clinical.
Good.
He now moves forward,
good
and he's
matches.
looking to secure a spot in the next stage. Now, these two do have history, and they have met up before, and it was Angry Bird who got the win. So Nephew is still looking for revenge, but he's not going to get it this time.
It's been rather difficult to call, right? I feel like Angry Bird is just like forever adapting. And whereas, you know, I feel like a lot of the people have developed counterplays against Jury at this point. So I don't even know if to kind of like take it against Nephew. It's more so
Well,
about
you
how the
figure
match was played out
Jury
at this
is
point.
a Capcom
And it was
Cup,
the first time seeing Akuma as well, but
winning
Akuma
character,
obviously looking
right?
strong, at least when it comes
So,
to this series. Angry Bird getting
people
that
have
one.
been
But it wasn't
just
just,
really
just them
focusing
playing. It was
in on
Chris T
her
going
and-
against Crime. And this one went the
she's a
distance.
master.
Yeah, this was
what
a
is
heartbreaker.
Jack of
Christie
all
was
and a master of
looking
not necessarily
sensational. He was the one who was in control of the
one
space, and
in
he had some
particular.
unbelievable whip
She's a
punishes
very, very
against
well-rounded,
Climb. He was
good
really,
character,
really
but,
like
she
asserting his
capitalizes
dominance.
most
He
off
got to
her
set point, and
speed
something changed.
than anything
it
else.
was such a
And
composed
then, of
comeback
course,
from
you
Climb.
have
It was
JP,
vicious. It was
and then
insane,
you
man.
have
Obviously,
Ed.
he wins 3-2, but like Logan said, he was down 2-0, had to come back, and he did. How rare is that when it comes to Street Fighter 6?
I don't think it's too rare nowadays. Like once we've transitioned over to like the 3 out of 5 set, that's been happening like quite a good amount. It's just coming up from these players. Like you have somebody who's been so well established since the Street Fighter 4 days versus somebody who's still technically up and coming. To have that type of result, outstanding and also unprecedented.
But for Crime Logan, Falcons, they need an excellent performance, and they got that in the first series. And Falcons, at least when it came to week 1 fighting game, they were non-existent. Both getting eliminated, not making it to the next stage. Crime is looking to change that narrative.
Yeah, they had like, what, 4 or 5 players in Fatal Fury. They've got some very, very talented players in Crime, but experienced in Shanghai as well, so they've covered the full spectrum.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
Punkiti was
15
very
years
close. You know,
old.
he
He's
tried
coming off the
hard.
back of a
He
top
tried
4
hard.
finish at EVO. And he's playing with that composure, being on that stage 2-0 down against someone with the experience of Christie. The adjustments in spacing, by the way, was sublime. He started with punishing everything. It was an incredible display of adjustment under the most severe of pressure. This is the EWC. This is your one chance of the year to make that impact on that big stage, and boy, did he take it.
Yeah, the Young Guns are looking sensational so far. We'll see if another one manages to get through. Still one more series for Crime to lock in before he moves to the next stage. The third match was a lot of fun going into it. It was going to be the JP versus Guile matchup. That's exactly what we ended up getting. And for JP, at least on the side of Tokido, this was the first time, or at least he just recently transitioned. But for Lex, though, Guile has been his main run. So it was JP, Guile. Ultimately, it was Lex and Guile who ended up taking the win.
So I'm going to say this about this matchup as well as the matchup afterwards between Sahara and Puck. This was probably the most well-informed match that I've seen Lex prepare for. Normally, we don't get to see Tokido bleed like that, but there's also instances where Lex had taken the liberties with some of the negative frames that were available to him, right? He's gone into like OD flash kicks so many times over to throw Tokido off his game.
Yeah, one of the things that was brought up in a previous interview was the fact is this is a unique format. In other events, you don't have the chance to actually strategize, know who you're going to play. This time you do for EWC.
Yeah, and this is one of those tough character matchups that has been for Guile since season 1, right? He doesn't have the tools, the mobility tools that you really need to navigate what JP's putting on the screen. He's so good at controlling that horizontal space. Guile doesn't have the vertical jump art tools to get in as well. But that is a matchup that the Guile players have had to grind out for 3 years so far. Tokido, as you mentioned, like he has been dabbling with JP, but he's locked in on that JP competitive now. Whereas Lex, he's been all in on Guile for the whole time. He's got that experience and he really deployed it, showing that knowledge, showing that composure, and he closed out the 3-1 big win.
Match 4, Sahara going against Punk. Now, of course, it is Punk's birthday today, but he doesn't get a birthday present this time around. Sahara, big 3-0.
Not quite yet, right? He still has a chance in the lower bracket. One of the things we're looking forward to is seeing how he bounces back emotionally, mentally, right? It wasn't even that far off. He had so many instances where he could have closed out the set. He just needed to clutch it out and also call out what Sahara was going to do defensively. I think Sahara's decision-making towards the very ends of each and every one of those rounds just happened to catch Punk off guard.
Yeah, and I mean, his birthday present's going to be a run back against Tokido in lower bracket, right? Happy birthday.
Jesus. Is that a good one, happy birthday, or a bad happy birthday?
Yeah,
what do we think?
It's certainly a historic battle. It's a dramatic battle on his birthday. But all that matters is you survive. All that matters is you make it out of this first group stage, because there is no upper-lower bracket preferential treatment when you get into phase 2. It's all redrawn again, so that survival instinct is what matters, and Punk and Tokido both have that. We'll see how they get on against each other. That's going to be hype.
It is definitely getting hype for sure. The first 4 matches have concluded, but 6 more to come, including elimination matches. It only gets harder from this point forward. For Nephew, obviously, there was a lot of, at least writing on the line against that Angry Bird matchup. He falls down. Then on the opposite side, Chris T, emotionally. You mentioned, of course, Punk
You're
having
not
to
on yet
emotionally come
for,
back. What about Chris T? He's now in the lower bracket.
You're not on
he
yet
was
for the
securing a
LCQ
win
for
up
Tekken.
until the very end, and now he's fighting for his life.
I mean, he is a very emotional guy, right? He's very invested in the game. He's got such a passionate approach to Street Fighter, and he always has for the whole time I've known him. But he's also got a very calculated approach to it, so that's going to be very interesting. But I don't know many people that are as composed as Nephew, right? He's cold.
He's been that way for a hot minute, right? He barely shows any sort of emotion, and he always leaves it out on the stage, always in gameplay. There hasn't really been much to like significantly shake him.
Sweaty
it could be to his
casuals.
downfall, right? I want to see what kind of encourages him to play a little bit sharper.
Sure. Well, Ryan's going to be breaking down the next 6 matches. Again, there will be players moving forward. There will be players losing their run. Ryan, what are we looking at for the next 6 matches?
It's absolutely crazy right now. I mean, we've got Lex, absolute clinical performance versus Tokido. He's going to be taking on Sahara, the Capcom Cup champion, who made very short work of Punk. And on the other side of that winners, we've got Angry Bird and Crimer, who are setting up behind me right now. Of course, the 15-year-old from Chile really representing, took down Chris Tartarian in epic fashion. A close set. And speaking of Chris Tartarian, he's going to be going up against Nephew, the cool card, cold and calculated. Never shows emotion. I like that from Vicious. Very, very true. And then Tokido is going to be taking on Punk, the birthday boy. I mean, this is all to play for. Losers are going to come out of this, man. These champions, these stellar performers, everyone on this card is insane, but 2 of them are not going to make it out. This is sad. Back to you guys.
It is sad, man. I don't know what that laugh meant.
I mean, I hate to break it to Ryan, but it's even sadder because 4 of them aren't going to make it out of this phase, right?
That's right. That's 4, which is, again, it's brutal, man. You fly all the way here. You tried your best to qualify to the stage. You get on stage. You get 2 matches.
I think
you're done
if you
and dusted.
lose in
but
the
that's
first,
just how EWC goes. The brutal
round or
format,
so,
but it really
then
does
it's,
formulate the best players, and ultimately one can be
and
champion and only one.
covered,
Who's it going to be? We're going to have to find out over the next days.
Rooming.
Hey, EWC
yeah, so right now it's going to be in the
incredible,
lower
and so
bracket.
is our EWC play.
Come in here
Chris,
and play my game. He knows nothing.
Nephew.
Tyler won.
And
You're
Punk.
done.
EWC play might be nice, but so is the coverage throughout all of EWC, not only here, but also on Amazon Prime with Level Up.
A lot of people are haunted by their past. I'm inspired by it.
They're not just playing for themselves, they're really playing for their entire family.
They have defeated their demons. They have crushed the curse.
Level Up Series, something you guys have to check out. It's already there, at least from previous years, but this year they're coming in fresh. It's a great series, and who knows, this might be featured on there in just a little bit. Now, we've been listening to the chat. Let's actually take a look as to what they are saying. Sometimes these get crazy. AB, too strong. What do we think?
That sounds about right. That's Angry Bird. It's something that's kind of expected. He's coming out the woodwork as strong as ever. He's playing a very, very strong character. There's no doubt that there's any falsehood in that statement.
One of the few people still sticking with Akuma, though. We don't see him that much, but yeah, it was a dominant victory. He just shut him down.
Bodega match coming from the Gamer Panda.
That's Ken versus
That's
who?
the Ken
yeah,
versus,
Ken Ryu. Yeah,
Ken versus Ryu.
Taking it back to the Bodega. Where's Yipes? He was talking about that in the opening video back in the day. No cats on display that time.
So Keto needs to get Akuma or Ryu back. True or false?
Judging by that?
I'm not too sure, actually. I'm not too sure because now he's under the tutelage of Kakeru. So it's like, it's hard to call.
Yeah,
I think it's hard to call.
All right, hey, we're going to be paying attention to everything you guys are saying. If you want to be featured, make sure you're chatting out there because we love to get you involved with the broadcast. And speaking of which, it's time for our next 6 matches. It's Group B. Let's head to the stage to get it started once again.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are keeping things rolling with the action. And I got to ask, are you enjoying the matches? Oh, yeah. So far, everything has been absolute insanity. Did you see Lil Crime showing that poise? Reverse 3-0 over my brother Chris T. I got to respect it.
Hey, that was clean. I've also seen Angry Bird cleaning house, looking so solid. I love when I see Angry Bird strong, man.
Yo, Angry Bird with the 3-0 over the Dark Lord, over the that's extremely difficult, ladies and gentlemen. But in the end of the day, Angry Bird showing that he is still in elite shape.
Absolutely elite, and you know what? He's on the stage right now because he's about to face Nephew to be qualifying for stage 2 on Friday. Who do you got?
He's definitely about to be playing against Crimey. Man said Nephew. Put some respect on
Crimey. Hell no, man.
On my man's little Crimey. Bro, in all honesty, bro, he is only 15 years old and he is putting belt to ass like that, ladies and gentlemen. Much respect to my guy, but this next match is about to be a banger. I think it's about time we get it started, man.
It's about time we get it started. Listen, it is time for Angry Bird versus Crimey. Are you ready for Angry Bird Crimey? Hey, shout out to the fan. It's been beautiful with the crowd. Shout out to the Reject super fans out there. We see you all. It is time to go to our commentators for the match. Big match, Angry Bird Crimey. Who makes it to Friday?
All right.
Y'all know what it is. Ringe and Jammers on the mic. And despite how hype I am for Angry Bird and Crimey, that Ryan Hart segment where he said, "This is sad," and then laughed is still living in my head rent-free. I don't know what's wrong with Ryan, but I love it.
Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. He laughed. That was the real answer to the message here. But yes, we are here with Angry Bird representing Red Dune's new team from the Middle East. Going up against your boy Crimey. Now, Crimey is part of Team Falcons. They need to be catching up in the points in terms of the club championships. Now, the thing is, what's interesting about Angry Bird is he hasn't been able to attend many major events thus far. This is probably the biggest one he's done in 2026. He's stuck with the Akuma. People almost fooled me and said this character's off the cards, and I actually watched probably about 12 hours of footage of Akuma. I said, "You're all lying. You all are lying. I will tell you what's up."
Y'all not picking up what I'm putting down. We'll see who's going to be putting the opponent down in this set. And Crimey already starting off with a lethal light kick. Caught the landing frames right there, but I don't think he expected to.
Now, the thing is, both these characters, very similar. They've got a colossal, massive damage output here, but it is Crimey that's a little bit more ruthless, a little bit more cutthroat in terms of, I want this win. Trying to get that delayed medium punch, but didn't quite get it there, Ringe.
Yes, indeed, but Angry Bird, using that back roundhouse, calls out the jump. Definitely got some damage off that, but Crimey, he didn't want to commit right low on the drive gauge, so he's just buffering that Shigeki.
Drive impact here, and he is going to try and build as much drive gauge back as possible because he doesn't need EX Aghanim and Flame to actually kill yet. Wake up button there from your boy Crimey, and the last hit of the Shinku Hadouken will close out that round 1 for Crimey.
That's the 15-year-old. That's the clear skin wake up right there. They don't got worried about no pimples, no acne, no bills.
And we got a camera to prove it. Perfect parry there for the pristine moment, and he will take Angry Bird to the corner.
All the way there. Oh, and then fades out the O as well. The smothering pressure of Crimey getting Angry Bird to be active on defense. But just as I say that, we do see the DP.
They also have level 3 here, so if Angry Bird gets a clean hit, he might actually need to replenish some drive gauge, but he is burnt out. He's comfortable in this mode, but I don't think it's going to be relevant because it will be the charged Shin Hashigeki. Is that going to close it out? Not quite. A pixel left. Oh, he's going to miss. He's going to miss. Yes, going to miss. Oh, and he tried it there. Luckily, he was already airborne, and there is some invincibility on that to make him avoid it there. So he's laser focused. This kid is locked in.
Very nice from Crimey. Of course, he would have chipped Angry Bird out as well if he didn't wake up with anything, right? That is why you saw the DP in that instance.
Charging the fireball there. Nice drive rush into the anti-air to close it out in that situation.
Oh, wow. Ended up pressing into the overhead. That was wild. Just visually, but Crimey finding the hits again here. Ooh, trying to go with the frame trap. Does eventually catch Angry Bird flinching.
Coin with a delayed button, it looks like there, and that was the meatiest overhead, and it hit his shin, so that doesn't quite count in terms of visual burst, but that should be, not quite.
Wow, delay on the wake up DP as well. Called out Crimey's delay timing himself. That was some layered Oki, but nonetheless here, trying to fish for the big forward heavy. Crimey staying at prime position to get an easy whip punish.
Well, it's been pitch perfect spacing for the most part, and actually when he loses his turn, Crimey, he then uses his reactions to beat Angry Bird to the punch, and then capitalize on that damage even more.
Oh yeah.
You mix that with how young he is. That is a deadly combination towards victory. Another breakaway there with the DP. He hasn't blocked one of those yet.
Yeah, Crimey has a great balance of playing in the mud and playing clean. Oh, speaking of which, right there, right, the drive rush beat him to the button that time. Thought he was going to get the whip punish, but the space on the donkey kick keeps him safe.
Just missed the opportunity to get punished kind of Adamant Flame there, but Angry Bird can still pick this up here. Charges up that Denjin. Whoa, they both hit the air at the same time.
Here they are on the jumping and the chop. We'll confirm off that. Again, both players below the 3 bars. That's why Crimey forcing the issue with drive rush. Doesn't spin the level 3, surprisingly. Oh, but you know Angry Bird ain't gonna leave nothing on the table here. Level 3, let's go to another round and make Crimey try to beat him all over again.
1000%. I think you said it with James Chen, one of the World Warriors there, but as James says, rounds are a vital resource in this game. You get to restart, and you get to come back and rebuild your momentum here. And that's what Angry Bird is exceptional at doing. And a good check into that medium Tatsu to chase him down. And he's been stand blocking a lot. So Angry Bird's going to have to clock onto that.
Indeed, right. Switch it up for the drive rush, low pressure. Right now, waking up with the DP. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, it did go low, but wasn't really ready to convert with anything significant.
And again, almost as he turned pale again, and good pull on the brakes there from Crimate, really trying to be malicious and burn Angry Bird out. Oh, he can swap it into level 3, and it is gonna be the Shinsoryuken, and it actually is gonna put Angry Bird in throw range to lose the game. Actually, if he gets thrown, he might still be alive. I'm not sure.
I mean, if he blocks, I was gonna say, if he blocks one normal, it does not build enough meter. So he was completely locked out of any hope of surviving that sequence. Crimate up 2-0 in the blink of an eye.
And the funny thing is, and again, off to an exceptional start here into the dungeon. Angry Bird, I want him to be a little bit more cutthroat because he does redefine aggression, but Crimate's got a point to prove here as well, so.
There we go, Angry Bird starting to find it now. A little bit of hezzies, but Crimate with the wake-up backdash. What a call-out, and this is tough for Angry Bird, I was gonna say, because he's gonna get burnt out.
Yeah, you don't want him to be up close when he burns you out. You've just got to push him away, buy some time. Lovely anti-air once again there from Angry Bird.
Indeed here, at least for Angry Bird right now, we're in the middle of the screen, right? We don't gotta worry about getting DI'd, get stunned in the corner.
But he's gotta watch out for a jump, or Angry Bird might have to hunt for a demon flip. Good block there.
That great block on the overhead, Ryu now. Ah, what a cancel! Sees the DI come out, and Crimate shuts it down, even in burnout. This kid is on one round away.
And again, now he's playing with hesitation there, and Crimate does smell blood, catches him with the active frames of that standing heavy punch, got him boxed in the corner, another breakaway Goshoryuken here. Crimate's not gonna let him breathe, he's not gonna let this man breathe.
That was off the heavy drive rush cancel, right? Like Crimate is not even trying to bait anything out because he's just getting lethal with it. Takes down Angry Bird. 3-0. What a convincing showing from Crimate, who's gonna qualify into Friday.
Good games. Good games. Oh
Locked in, laser focus, brought the correct tools for the job, and he said, I don't care who's in my wake. We are here to get a job done, and I'm pretty sure the higher-ups at Falcons are extremely pleased with the start to this campaign here for our young Chilean. But I'll tell you what, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. Because we need to see if we find this man on finals day, because that is super, super important there. But yeah, let's take a look back at what transpired there. I think he just beat him to the punch every time, man. That's pretty much what surmises it.
It really did feel like that, right? He was just a frame or two quicker on everything. And of course, we're going to take a quick break here at EWC and be back before you know it with more matches.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, Angry Bird, he couldn't slow down his momentum at all. That was really something. Amazing.
Indeed,
really amazing.
Fans in the building right now supporting Team Reject. We've seen the Zeta fan base, the Reject fan base, and everywhere beyond coming out to show support for their favorite players, of course. But now we got another qualification match into Stage 2 of EWC. It's going to be Lex versus Sahara.
Oh, what you're telling me is the Capcom Cup 12 champion versus the Lexecutioner? Is that what's coming up on the fight card next? All right, well, look, man, he actually had a brilliant showing against Takedo earlier with that 3-1 victory, but Sahara, man, listen, when you have so much pressure just offloaded your shoulders and you can just enjoy life, you can play Sagat for no reason, you can smile at any mistake that you make, well, you're big chillin'. And it's all about mentality we've spoken about in this game, Ringe.
Yeah, absolutely. The $1 million smile from Sahara. But, you know, we've talked a lot about us in the green room and in the back from the different commentators. Two of these players really exemplify one of the things we've been talking about. With the newer players in Street Fighter 6, not really having any baggage from previous fighting games to bring into this one and kind of rule their ideals, right? Lex, obviously, as well as Sahara, both kind of newer to the scene in general. So Street Fighter 6 was their first real main competitive game, and you could tell how much they're flourishing behind it, right? There's not preconceived notions of how footsies are played or what rewards you should get for doing certain things in fighting games. They've really embraced Street Fighter 6 for what it is, and they've come out so successful because of it. Both of them have been two of the most consistent players we've seen grace the game.
Yes, these guys have got that blank slate approach, and they said, okay, is this how we have to do it? Is these the win conditions to win? And again, these guys pick it up because momentum, we've spoken about, we've parroted it so much, but it is such an integral part of this game. And sometimes you could prepare in the greatest way possible for these big events, but on the day, just something flips on its head. But these guys, they said, you know what? I want to have a good start, and they're doing that. But unfortunately, for both of them, only one of them can qualify in the winner's side on this side of the fence here. Guile versus Ed. I think this is a pretty even matchup, to be honest with you. When either character has the life lead, they've got the tools necessary to hold the lead well. But Sahara's been pretty exceptional in Burnout, especially when he played against Punk prior moments, Ridge.
Also, Sahara, I saw those Travis Scotts. I see where that money's going, bro. But beyond that,
yeah, he went
trying to go through the early boom with the DP, right? Just a little bit short of the horizontal range, allowing Lex to get a full punish. You can see Sahara already turning it back up.
I'm going to get the forward throw here. Lex is respecting the damage output that Ed can dish out. That's why he's taking a couple of throws, but that was a sensational whack dash there to get a little bit of damage and build some real estate from the corner.
Yeah, Lex is extremely good at cycling through his defensive options. You will always see him be very active defensively, whether it be parry, throw tech, wake up with a button, back dashes we just saw. And what a play from Lex right there.
Good stuff here for Lex. Awesome.
Nullify, but hey, I'll be right there with
amazing.
The bazooka knee before you can
done.
get that projectile out.
There's a situation, I think, with Guile especially, where it's how he monopolizes the space after a fireball. If you think you can kind of counter back with your own, especially in EX1, if Drive Rush Bazooka Knee gets you and beats the punch, that's punish counter, free damage, baby. Nice check there from Lex again.
Yeah, Lex, right, he's been really challenging a lot of these knockdowns but this time Sahara, beautiful spacing, gets the whiff punish. Now we're in the Kona. Oh, and again, he saw the backdash and wakes up with a crouch medium punch. Great reaction.
Which means that backdash he got prior is going to allow him to wake up with buttons and then supers. Okay, it's unfolding now. I like it. The unravel of defensive options.
That's what we were saying, right? The cycling through the defensive stuff from Lex, extremely potent. Right now, though, and then the throw tech, right? He's shown so many, but what a perfect parry into the punish from Sahara.
Ooh, no whiff there because that has been a little bit nerfed there, that crouching medium kick from Ed, but it's irrelevant now because of the positional advantage that Lex is building. He will build up to that level 3, but the EX cycle uppercut breaks away.
Indeed, right. Now Sahara's just going to go raw level 2.
Good choice.
Oh, but beautiful defense from Lex right there after blocking the first normal, straight OD flash kick through it. And now try to drain some of this drive meter from Sahara.
Straight out here, nice down medium kick anti-air, but solid punch is about to be completely depleted here. Pulls him in,
goodness.
Instead, he tried to go for a delayed tech there. You could see he was walking back, so drive reversal wouldn't work, ES flash hit wouldn't work. So Sahara knew what walk back covers.
And Lex felt the need to tech in that moment because he would have died to throw, right? You probably don't see Lex tech in that moment if he doesn't die to throw.
Tech there again. And remember, you actually build less meter and drive gauge from throw tech.
Oh, goodness.
Potent, but I'll tell you what, there's going to be this jam combo from the Psycho Cannon. He's going to have to switch up the follow-up because he's not mid-screen.
Oh, but that's still nice damage right there from Sahara. Waking up with a throw, gets level 1 for it.
He needed the space again, garnered as much space as he possibly could, and the crouching heavy punch did not work because even that range looked ambiguous to us.
Yeah, I was going to say, he found the dead angle right there, right? Where the hitbox for that crouch fierce was just nowhere to be found on Ed's jump in. So great angle of approach from Sahara, right? That's really the art that doesn't get talked about a lot when it comes to jump-ins, right? Trying to pick those dead angles to where opponents either have trouble cross-cutting or just lose outright.
Remember, a flash kick probably would have lost there as well because he didn't have his charge, so he had no choice but to use the crouching heavy punch there. But Lex, he's not going to let that phase him. He's not going to be deterred. He's going to go right back in and try and get a life lead here.
Again, they hit early, knocked down. You saw a little slight hesitation before that, but now we get the perfect parry, Sahara.
Because he wants to keep that momentum. Basically box him in, marshal him in that corner here. He's waiting for Lex to do another delayed option, but he respected it.
Yeah, exactly right. You saw that fierce was a slight delay, just in case.
Oh, here we go, party time.
And now he calls out the snatcher with a DI, set up shot.
Interesting, he didn't go for a mix-up. He normally goes for a mix-up or a safe jump out for that, but he's just playing it safe with the zoning because he knows his dry gauge is low, so he doesn't have to overcommit too much.
Yeah, and Lex, right after that super, his drive gauge was low as well, right? So you just want to set up shop, refuel, and go about it from there. Was doing a great job. I love that. Sending out the OD projectile, out prioritizing the fireball.
Oh, lovely bait there from your boy Lex, and he will decimate that life gauge. Because I tell you what, there's been a couple of psycho uppercuts that have been successful on his end. So sometimes you've got to make the Capcom Cup jabs twitch. And he twitched in the right way this time.
Exactly. That was the very first interaction we saw. Sahara just didn't get a walk forward enough the first time. Oh, nice again, establishing the boom here. Sahara looking to jump over, but Lex always so clean with the anti-airs.
Okay. Perfect parry again. He's been perfect parrying a lot of those lights. And again, perfect parries in block strings now are actually more pivotal than on wake up. And that's why these guys are building momentum from those situations.
See, ooh, Lex off that fierce. Yeah, the big delay on the drive rush cancel just in case Sahara tried a reversal with anything.
Back throw. Nice. He respected it. I think he thought he was going to flash kick or something there. 100%. He's going to build the level 3, and he's going to have to go into the crossfire somersault here. Take that round, and it will put one game on the board to make it 1-1 as the score's on the doors here.
Lex is not afraid to put his cojones on the table, man. Like, he will make some big defensive reads that are real scary, like that situation right there, right, where he's minus up against the Snatcher, the Charge Snatcher. But as you said, Sahara thought he would reversal because he's been so frequent about being active defensively, but instead he just goes with a throw, ends up turning the momentum completely around. Damn, does you get to see have a real tattoo on his knuckles? That's crazy. I ain't never seen that one, Lex.
I'm telling you, man, these guys, they know what they're doing. They know what must be done, man. And again, I wish we had a heart rate monitor to see how they're really feeling on every interaction, because it just keeps going and going and going.
Again, just looking to establish the boom game early. Sahara teasing the Snatcher here and there.
Good block last minute. Another perfect parry in the jab. I think Lex might have to change it up to jab
off,
to
it's
throw.
fine.
Let's see if Sahara reacts to that accordingly or adjusts on the fly, because these jab strings are not working out for him.
Yeah, a lot of time it feels like Lex throws less than most. He tried to get a throw there to switch the sides, right? But good tech from Sahara. Does eventually find it.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah,
you exactly called it, right? He's switching it up now. Yeah, he knows all the parries, even though these haven't been punish countered, but he's looking for that exact thing.
But he might allow Sahara to reversal soon, because it's like...
Oh, baited out.
Lex is the one that ends up reversaling instead.
Level 2's there, the Psycho Cannon's there, and he might burn him out, Ringe.
Yeah, he is. Let's go with a
Psycho
stable
Cannon
route to
doesn't
make
get
sure
nearly
he
as
gets that
much
at the end.
resource build
The
as
drive
it
rush
had
does get
previously,
blown
so
up.
he's
He's
still...
got one more Hurricane, so if he throws out projectile on the Psycho Spark, he's dead. He's going to have to firm this one, I think. Move back, yeah, move back. He's going to have to charge it. Keep charging, Lex.
Again, the confidence on Lex, even press the button.
Careful!
Right there.
He's going for the chip down, no! The flash kick, oh my God!
On this kid.
And that's it, man, because how did Joe lose against Kaba earlier? In those moments like that. Tournament-defining moments there. Takes him straight to the corner there, and a perfect parry again. Yeah, I think Lex has clocked on how often he's doing it.
I like that as well. He switched up. He didn't go for the back throw this time. Went with the normal, but Sahara beat him to the button. Oh, waking up with it.
Get that space there. He generates as much space and time as he needs before Sahara comes breathing down his neck. Gets a soap back kick. He's about to build that level 3 again, and he's not going to cancel into it on this sequence, but the next one, he's done it again.
Indeed, right. Yeah, the light into the throw. He tried to catch him doing something different that time. The eye is parried. Oh, my goodness, bro. Lex with a big tech throw. That's going to get him above 3 bars again. Level 2 off the step kick.
Okay, interesting. Try to cause a mix-up there or bait something out, but he still has some Sonic breaks to work with, but that perfect parry, he's been constantly trying here, and it hasn't worked out. But he can activate the cannon if he needs to. But he is going to preserve the bar, because it is going to take it to the final round of this Game 3. And I tell you what, Pivotal's an understatement. Whoever gets a 2-1 lead here.
100%, man. The composure from Sahara at the end of that round, so impressive to be able to consistently parry the DIs rather than try to DI back or anything like that on low life. So smart.
Under these conditions, man, some things you do in this game are exceedingly difficult, but these guys make it look like another day at the office. Gonna get pushed back here, but Sahara needs a clean hit so he gets the dream combo.
Indeed, right. You know he's gonna be scheming on that. What a perfect parry to blow up the second boom.
Locked in the corner.
Oh, the empty low.
Lex has a flash kick. There it is. He literally done it right as I was thinking about it there, because he needs to break away once again. But the next hit, and it's a trade, and he will confirm into the chamber because he needs to lock him up and get the lead. And you can see him given that little pop-off in your top right side of the screen, and Lex looks a little bit deflated, but he can't show too much emotion here.
Lex can bring it back.
Yeah, them Sam Presti trade combos, bro, they definitely do a lot of damage and a lot of demoralization. Oh, but we got, of course, Sahara supporters in the building. When Lex actually had to face Tokido, he talked about wanting to shut down the Reject fans in the crowd. He wanted to make it quiet. He's got to do that.
Much noise.
Gotta do that up against Sahara as well, man. Plenty of good A squad supporters out there. This man is Capcom Cup champion after all.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see, well, a perfect parry. And again, if you go back and watch that set he done with Killjoy in the grand finals, you'll see he has one of the best perfect parry games in the business. He's actually been executing it really well against Lex's entire tool set here, Ringe.
100%. We've seen it time and time again. It's been impressive that he hasn't gotten caught too often with the punish counters.
Damn, he done the right read on the heavy.
Lex just jumped back.
He's lucky that it wasn't longer, like the medium one.
Yeah.
Lex is going to have to go in soon. Nice anti-header with the standard medium kick.
Yeah, it's looking good, right? He's got the life lead.
He's doing a good job.
Trying to make
He's doing
Sahara
a good
come to
job.
him.
Let him guile it out.
Yeah, but Sahara's on the prowl.
He's
That's
in
the
control.
Perfect parry again.
Ooh, beats him to the button. Now it's getting real scary in terms of health. And again, man, just the snatcher block string right there. Lex trying to nickel and dime Sahara, but he hasn't been able to find many hits. Does find one there, and a little bit of a tag there.
Yeah, slowly chipping away, just doing a
let him
little bit
turtle.
of tidbits of damage there. That's working
27
out.
seconds.
Let's
go, Lex.
25 seconds on the clock. I wasn't even paying attention.
Exactly. This has been a war of attrition type
this
round,
is true
right?
guile
Lex is
play.
really just relying on the timer at this point. Sahara's got to make moves, but it's still, man, it can blow up so quick.
Every second counts. Time waits for no one here, and he's going to activate the puncher again and try and force the burnout, and he does, but there's a lot of
10
real
seconds.
estate
Oh!
on Sahara's end, but he actually needs to go for the gusto. Do
Nice,
anything,
he got it.
but
Good
he's
shit.
actually going to send him to his demise and give Lex that round there via the EX Sonic Boom. Strategical play there from your boy.
Yeah, I love the sequence Lex with at the end there, but Sahara again, a whip punish on a snatcher at 99 seconds. Huge backdash.
Dude, this guy's defensive reads in situations I didn't think he'd take that risk. They've been absolutely
hold that
phenomenal.
neutral.
That's what
Hold
I mean,
that
right?
neutral.
He really will take the big risk defensively, and more often than not, he's right.
And Sahara hasn't delayed enough to see if he's how often he's going to backdash. That's the other thing. But Lex hasn't given him that breathing room because he's had to work his way in continuously. And sometimes it hasn't worked out for him.
Indeed here, yeah, trying
So
to
hard to hold your ground at this
just switch up
level.
the pace a little bit. Same thing with the step kick here. Tried the jump, thinking Sahara was going to commit to something, but we commit to the OD.
I can't remember the last time he blocked a flash kick. I think he's been hit by 90% of them at least.
Come on, Lex.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, 2-2.
Very nice spacing with the light kick drivers.
There you go.
Lex ties up the set just like that.
All right. Okay.
This man was going to go down without a fight. No, my friends. He wants this just as much as the next player. They are all here for a reason. They qualify for the Esports World Cup for a reason. And he's had a couple of bad round starts. Sahara's always been successful in the round starts, but this one was a little bit better.
Indeed. Now Lex getting that space that he so desires. Yeah, to just try to catch Sahara coming in, whether it be with the boom, whether it be with the step kick, Sobot, the plethora of guile options. Wow.
Come on.
Burn out so soon? Well, I mean, when my guy has been lost his color saturation, he's actually been all right.
That's true. Sahara's done a good job, but right now he's on the verge of taking
Oh,
it.
Here we go.
That's exactly what happened.
But watch the next choice. As soon as he gets that gauge back, pay attention to the choice that Sahara does. That's the key moment here.
Nice.
Oh, he just ends up taking the
Let that
throw for
wake
now.
up.
Oh,
Low
and Lex
forward.
waits for him to do something on wake up, catches the backdash, and he is
Here
on
we
set
go.
point.
Hopefully he doesn't get too big for his boots here. No pun intended, but he's brimming with confidence. At least you can see it in his gameplay. His face is stoic right now. Good backdash. He's okay. He's clocked on to what was happening earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, he's getting the air hit, so no big conversion for Sahara.
He needs to replenish as much drive gauge as possible. He needs to get back into that drive gauge safe zone, and that's exactly where he is now until Lex pressed that heavy kick to take it away. Fantastic block.
And that was a huge tech throw, right? Finally getting that out from Sahara, gonna give him some breathing room, gonna allow him to build back that drive a little bit. Just in general, take the real estate advantage as well.
I think he should just wait here and try and get as much gauge back, but I think he's trying to keep it below the 3 bars and then activate the puncher again. Is he going to drive reversal? No. He's going to take a different risk here because he does have Psycho Cannon ready and available.
Oh,
and he does
geez.
hook up and have a temerity to throw my man in his face.
Oh, here we go.
Beautiful though.
There it is.
Lex continuing to just try to bully him down. Oh, and he's
Come on,
getting
Lex.
back throw himself here. Keeping Sahara very low on the drive gauge. Builds some back with that parry, but you see he sends the boom and gets jumped in on. Oh, man, we are going to a final
Yeah,
round.
that's it. Yeah, machine
Psycho
gun
Storm
blitz.
with the
Well done.
last
Okay.
punch in that clutch moment from the punish counter jump medium punch, and it's all to play for. I haven't got a coin in my
Sahara
pocket, so I can't really
smiling.
make the
He's
call
like,
now, but I'm
"Alright,
sure the players
okay."
will do it for me.
Oh, man, how are we going to start this? Boom, Sahara showing some respect to it early.
Yeah, notice how he waited this time, because before he's been as ruthless as can be. Perfect parry on the bazooka knee. Lex still has options to wake up with. And he wakes up with a grab this time, Ringe.
Both players just back throwing each other into the corner.
All right.
Lex is the one that comes out on top. He's going to activate the solid puncher yet again here.
Ooh.
Training that Sahara drive meter, dragon suplex.
Ooh.
Tried it again, but a big
Back dash.
Sahara's back in it.
Oh.
In his tracks here, Sahara
Oh my
is
God.
exercising impatience. It's literally showing in his gameplay now.
The stand medium
Oh.
kick. Anti-airs
Yeah,
have been
that's
so
the punish
on
counter
point.
throw.
Throws the parry attempt. Sahara
Caught him
cancels
again.
to avoid the punish
No.
counter, but he still gets burnt out. Tries to look for the chip. He jumps away and
Yeah.
gets the punish.
Well done, out of range. Well done. Very, very good game. Very, very close.
The Capcom Cup champion.
Good stuff for Lex. Wow, man.
The
He
prioritizing
really
of
held
keeping him
it.
below that
Held
3-bar
down.
threshold to never let him get any
Amazing.
drive rush cancel pressure started.
That was definitely the
Amazing
best
stuff
match
from
I've seen
Lex
today.
right there. That really hindered
Well
so
done.
much of Sahara's game plan.
I think
Well
let's go back
done.
to what you mentioned prior to the set even beginning, right? The thing you said to stand out, the thing to look out for and paint the picture, it was the defensive decisions. Those backdashes, those flash kicks, they played a massive role in propelling
Well
this
done.
man to phase 2. And I tell you what, looking back at these highlights, this is something we're going to have to analyze for the ages. But I tell you what, that was sweet victory there from your boy representing Heretics there. And you can see that, damn, she definitely wasn't happy with that. And we're going to go to a short break, but there is going to be more matches here after this.
All right. That was great. Truly great matches.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
And welcome back to the Esports World Cup.
Okay,
Day 1 here, we just had an
and Chris,
exhilarating
and
set.
then that
Another
means that
exhilarating
Punk and
set for Gizzy
Taquito are
with
next.
Lex and the
And then
Capcom Cup
after
champion
that,
Sahara. But
I
now
have to do
we
some work
must head
around
on over
here.
to
Okay,
our
so we are
All-American
going
affair.
to
Same World Warrior region.
raid somebody.
Wow,
Okay.
close friends.
Yeah.
And
These
again,
matches
it is
have
too
been
close to home.
unbelievable.
Not for me. I'm 6,000 miles across the pond, so I cannot relate.
Stellar,
However,
stellar matches.
These guys, it's all
Stellar.
to play for here.
Oh
Talk
my
to me, Ridge.
gosh.
What's the 4-1-1 with these two? What's been
I was
going on?
gonna say, this is my region when it comes to World
Lex
Warrior,
is
right?
on it.
West Coast United
Lex
States,
was
Nephew and
on
Chris
it.
Tatarian, two
Unbelievable.
mainstays, two
Fantastic,
staples of the
fantastic
region.
stuff.
Since Street Fighter V, right? As soon as Nephew moved to the West Coast, he was always in those World Warriors. And honestly, I feel like these two haven't crossed too many paths this year when it comes to the
Truly.
World Warriors. They both got in top 8s, but they managed to avoid each other quite a bit. So it's gonna be fun to watch them duke it out here when they have to do it so often, but actually managed to dodge each other. So I honestly am not sure who's gonna take it. Last time I saw them play, I believe Nephew won, but Chris T has been looking more solid and more solid as Street Fighter 6 has gone on, right? He's been going to Japan, he's been training with Mena RD and the rest of the DR crew. He's really trying to put so much energy into this game, and you can tell he's got backup, he's got fans from Japan in the building as well. Always a big supporter. He was on Beast TV for a while, right? So he's built the Japanese fan base from that era. So it's gonna be sick to see, but on paper, I favored Nephew a little bit, but with the way Christie has been looking in that first setup against Crime, it looked like he was gonna run away with it, right? If he can just find that closeout, then I think he can do it.
Well, I mean, look, Christie's been part of key moments, especially at the Street Fighter League World Championships when we were at Capcom Cup. And as well, I like his philosophy in the game now. I really like his philosophy in the game, how he thinks about it. Of course, courtesy when he was with Team Bandits under Mena RD, Boost, and Kaba. He is a Ken loyalist as well. Let's not forget that. He's one of the few Kens in this tournament. But he needs to adjust his way of thinking because Nephew's been more closer to what we're trying to achieve as players in this game. And a lovely perfect parry into the forward heavy punch to kick things off here. So again, it's all to play for here with these two because this is an elimination match.
Yeah, Nephew, he's one of the best perfect parriers in the business. You already saw it come out up against the Jinrai So again, a lot of that stuff that Chris might be leaning on from Ken, whether it be the fireball, whether it be the Jinrai, it's going to be tough to pull off against Nephew because the perfect parries are going to be there.
Throw tech there again, but pay attention to where those throw techs are happening as well. And because it's less reward, there's going to be the drive gauge you need back. It might not be as crucial as it used to be.
Yeah, and you can see Nephew is still prepared for the Jinrai, right? Oh, and then again, the parry gets thrown, switching it up so well.
Strong.
Great job from Nephew right there. And as soon as he's got the level 1, the Jinrai is off the table because he's just going to be using it anytime Chris shows it.
Dude, rounds are worth way too much now, so you can see it on the look on their faces when something, just a micro decision has a macro effect there. There was a trade that no one picked up from, and I do respect they're not even trying. There's a forward throw.
I really love the Nephew not doing the level 1 at the end there, just saving the meter, knowing Chris was probably not going to do a follow-up because he's been punished before. Ooh, canceling it to the drive rush, just beating Chris and trying to react to the whip parry.
There we go. Okay, strong games here for Nephew. Strong games
Close it out there for Nephew.
Chris can bring it back. He's
able to
getting
get his
just
game
caught on
started,
advancement.
Pile on the pressure, maintain that
slow it
corner
down a little,
positioning, and of course,
fine.
once you get thrown by Jury once, it's going to be long for mans in the corner, as we say in London.
Long for mans.
And it was looking very long because no one wants to deal with that. But damn, look at that. Nephew locked in because, again, he didn't do as well as he wanted to against Angry Birds, so he needs to make amends here.
Indeed, we already see him off to the races. Both with a clean whip punch to start. Now the anti-air, or not the anti-air, but excuse me, the wake-up pinwheel.
Okay.
Oh, calling him.
I've noticed as well today, because of the stakes, a lot of people are doing more tap parries than usual.
And we talking about Nephew, one of the best at doing it, right? But unfortunately for Nephew, in that last instance of Jinrai, he didn't have the level 1 for the guaranteed punish. So the mind game kind of went into Chris's favor.
Go over
that was a
fireball
punish there on the Feng Shui with the medium Tatsu there from Chris. But he does get anti-air there from Nephew, and again, he tried to wake up with buttons, but the meaty stand medium punch is gonna convert into the SA1 once again, and Chris might need to be a little bit more respectful on defense, courtesy of how successful that standing medium punch with Jury has been.
Yeah, I just assume Chris, beautiful whip punish, is looking to call out the drive rush overhead from Nephew, but hasn't really shown it yet, right? It's just been keeping the gap clean, making sure to basically beat any wake-up buttons. Again, right, he's not doing the overhead, just straight up stand medium punch.
He hasn't risked the perfect parry on that yet, but then sometimes you don't know if Nephew's just going to stop and wait and then just assess the situation and get that punish counter throw there. Almost got the perfect parry on the step kick as well. Their lovely jump with that cross up. He's going to pop him in the corner. No Feng Shui activation, though.
He keeping it holstered for now. There's the overhead we were talking about. Off of the fierce drive rush cancel, right? Because that kind of nullifies the OD DPOS. But right now, Chris gonna cash out all the way with the level 3. Make sure Nephew is burnt out and try to close out this round.
What's the next situation here? He can run up and try and respect the situation, but he's gonna walk and be very cognizant of that level 3. But I'll tell you what, he's gonna deliver it to you anyway. And it's gonna be FedExed right over and put Nephew 2-0 up in this first of 3.
That's tough, man. Chris, you saw this little slight walk.
So remember, Ken still has a very good forward fierce.
But it is also one of
he
his
still
most
has a
committal
really
buttons.
good crouching medium kick. The key is trying to fish, fish with those. And we know Chris, he can absolutely tap into that.
Starts thinking about it, that's when the heavy kick came out. And then obviously that's when
some of the things with Ken that had changed is Genrai, leads to a hard knockdown. And his throw now, it gives a little bit more space in between him after the throw.
This could be potentially Chris T's last game here.
Different options with Ken because he was so unbelievably impressive season 1. They had a little bit instead of
Let's get to the other side, though, into the corner.
The character after confirmed
that was like a counterfeit bill. What the hell was that?
My man put the mask on for that.
Right in front of his face. There's more pushback.
He's got the perfect parry again. He's not trying to really risk challenging Jinrai with a DP. He just wants to see if he can parry it because, like you said, he's got some of the best parries in the business there. And an anti-air from Chris marshaled him in the corner. And we might see a resurgence in my man's EWC campaign from that round. What a punish.
Yeah, the micro movement from Nephew right before that was insane. Like how little he moved forward to bait out that button from Chris was nuts.
Back there.
No punish though.
Oh man, just inside the range. No punish from Chris this time, and does finally find the perfect parry. He's been fishing for it after the Fujin.
The whiff punish there, and it's gonna give him the round.
The Fuha, excuse me.
And he responded in kind, and we are looking at set point here for Nephew.
Yeah, this is scary, man. Chris, I mean, he's got 3 bars, but Nephew's been in such control of this match. He does spin it. I like that. It's gonna create a huge disparity in the drive gauge, right?
He could do fierce, drive rush cancel fierce, so he
now
might
Chris could
respect
bring
that
this
level 3
back.
again.
Nephew has to
Depends
worry
on
about his
Nephew's feeling
resources right now.
Oh, yeah.
Instead.
Exactly, just doing the medium
He's
and then
out of
seeing what Nephew
corner.
would do afterwards. Try the perfect parry because
Oh,
he's so confident. That does
fierce.
catch the whiff on the stay in medium punch, crouch medium punch.
No. Okay, he avoided danger there by the whiff drive reversal. Luckily, he got a second chance here. There's Chris. Blocked on the overhead. He's just standing up the whole time, but he's burnt out. Rinses. This is guaranteed. This is guaranteed.
Oh, Nephew.
Indeed,
Oh my gosh,
right.
that's
Once
it.
he risked
Closes
the
it
parry,
out.
it was
Well
all
done.
over. Nephew making the folks at home watch the cinematic, but we'll cut to the stage as he moves on to losers bracket semifinal for a date with the Capcom Cup champion Sahara to move on in EWC.
Unlucky there to Chris, but absolute elation there for Nephew. He's a chill guy, but I tell you what, his gameplay speaks much louder than he does, so he is relieved that he did not get eliminated here, right there. But
Oh yeah, it'll be on.
He's come with a
It'll
purpose.
be
They all
on.
come with a purpose, but
I think
sometimes
it
it's who
starts
can execute it
around
better on the day.
8?
Unlucky to Chris, he had
because
moments to change things around
or wait a
in
minute.
such a great way.
What
But
time did we
I
start
think
streaming?
once Nephew
3,
snapped that out, he just said, right,
12.
I'm just nipping this in the bud immediately. I'm not really giving you any breathing room to think
Oh
about.
no,
starting
we
your
started about
resurgence.
Yeah, that's the thing, right, is that Chris is like so sound.
I think it starts around 7, 8 o'clock because we missed the first 2
but
matches.
Nephew is right there with
and then
him
we
when
caught
it
the
comes
rest
to that,
from,
right?
from
We
there.
have highlighted before, if you're a longtime fighting game fan, you know that Nephew has been roommates with Punk for quite some time. He's not roommates with him anymore.
All right,
but they
good
really
games
did a great
there.
job
Good
in
games.
Footsies, but we're going to stage and talking to Rob for the Key Crush.
Nephew, congratulations, bro. One more. You do still need one more, correct? Okay, make sure I'm factually correct. One more in order to make it to the next phase. And now you got to crush Chris Tatarian's key. Was that a 30 ball? What's going on right here, Nephew? Looking kind of nasty.
Yeah, I mean, he stopped me from getting the Capcom Cup last year, so I feel like I had to get my revenge.
Oh, okay. He needed that get back. My man Dark Neff had to spin the block. Now, some of y'all, I know Street Fighter 6 is growing. Oh, go ahead. I know Street Fighter 6 is growing. Some of y'all might not know. Y'all know about Nephew. Y'all know about Dark Neff. That's his alter ego. And that's what we're seeing right now in the Key Crusher as Chris Tatarian, Ken Extraordinaire, officially
that was a good
has
squash.
his Key Crush, ladies and gentlemen. Nephew, one more step away from making it to the next phase. Congratulations, Neff, and good luck in your next match.
Okay, so that means that it started around 8. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you're an hour. Oh no, you'd be an hour earlier. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. East Coast time 8. Yeah, you're right. So for you it'd be 7. Where are we here?
Man, oh man. That hurts to see Chris T go
Taquito
down,
versus
of course,
Punk.
but right now we're going to be moving on as Nephew one match away, and you can see the fans already clamoring for the legend of Tokido. Going to be stepping into the ring against another legend in his own right, Punk the God. Man, it's going to be a banger, of course. You heard Logan kind of allude to the historical significance of this matchup, right? I believe Mena RD himself said that EVO Grand Finals between these two was one of the most important matchups that FGC has ever had, because when Tokido succeeded in that, it really encouraged that generation of Japanese players that they can still be at the top, right? And that the new school of the Punk and everybody that was following that didn't quite claim the throne just yet.
I'll also give you a fun fact that just popped into my head. I'm not sure if the guys mentioned it on the studio desk. We were kind of robbed of this match at Capcom Cup 12.
Yeah?
Because obviously Punk had some travel issues, so he couldn't go, so they had to actually substitute Punk with
That's
Higuchi.
right, yeah, for Taquito. Yeah.
And then
Jam
the rest
versus
is
right.
history, but we are seeing a fated match. Now, like they said, it's Punk's birthday. Punk has
Yeah,
been
there were issues
part
with
of
his
tens,
passport.
maybe more prolific moments
Passport problem.
in the fighting game community, as you alluded to, and these guys discussed before with the EVO 2017. But even in Street Fighter 6, he's been part of some game-changing moments. I've got people outside of the community going, "Hey, I know that guy. That's the guy that did so-and-so." I said, "Yep, I know him. I definitely know him."
This is going to be a fun one for sure. The winner of this goes on to face Angry Bird for that qualification match. So you already know you're in for a treat going forward.
So I think for me, studying Tokido's JP, I think his whole strategy revolves around Lavushka, because he's got one of the best situations to activate in the game, which is stand heavy punch X goes into the level 2. I think it's one of the best mix-up situations in the game. And if he's got a drive rush behind it, turns to a true strength. But I'm really worried about Tokido's neutral and footsies leading up to him building that level 2. So we'll see if that situation pans out when the time comes.
Interesting, yeah. Playing around the dive kick pretty well so far. We saw a little air-to-air snipe, catches out the parry attempt as well.
Almost got the burnout. He had to he had to take the spike just to avoid that. Buy him a little bit of
Oh,
time.
goodness.
That's a two-hitting combo here. Not going to use that level 1 yet. And he does get the 2-piece off of the Torvaline in the
Keto
corner.
with the sip in between
Punk is not off to a
rounds.
good
It's
start
quick.
again, Ringe. And it's scary to reversal level 1 on JP, right? Because so many of his strings have projectiles in them. So even if you want to reversal that first normal, you might get stuffed out.
With the crouch and medium punch. No sweep there from Punk.
Rare sight, honestly, to see a medium whiffed and Punk not punish it.
It's the jump, no perfect
Oh,
parry there.
basic
Gonna get a punish on the throw instead. And there's an amnesia. Can he get the side switch? Not looking at it. He's just going to go full screen instead here. Build some drive, goes back before it really counts.
Indeed, he's got level 2 now as well, right? Oh, man, just outside the range of that crouch. Medium kick, Punk already ready.
Takes a grab. Wasn't afraid of amnesia this time round, because you've got to think about the thought process at this high level. You got away with it once. He's looking to bait it a second time there. Here he comes. There's a back throw.
Ooh, the back throw first. That's huge for Tokido if he wants to get into that range to start the level 2 shenanigans.
Wow, he hesitated. He did not want that crouch heavy punch to be beaten by a dive kick. And he did try and catch it, because if that was a stride bog, it would have counted him as a punish count. So it is going to take this round hit. No!
Punk, yeah, I'm not sure if it was an error or just didn't want to spend meter here.
Oh, I tell you, someone who will spend that meter, he's going to spend that cash on the interdiction here. It's going to send him full screen, and he has to be highly vigilant towards that super arc 3 from Punk.
Indeed, right.
Oh, the tears! Oh my gosh!
With the OD departure, ends up blowing it up because Punk tried to dash forward to get into range of that CA, right? They definitely wanted to call out the projectiles, take him off the table with a reversal super, but he needed to get a little bit closer before he was able to.
Lovely check there with the crouching light punch into a counter hit conversion there for Punk, but again, it's the tail of the tape trying to get in, but Tokido's making sure he's actually eliminated the dive kick option for as long as he possibly can. Teleports in, and he swipes.
Man. And that walk forward jab is usually so good for Punk right there, but Tokido not playing those games, just sending out the stand fierce. And letting the departure do the heavy lifting now. Triple dash, but nonetheless, Tokido immediately presses back.
The impatience is showing. He's dashing too many
Come
times.
on, Punk.
He knows it as well.
Right.
He's too far away and initially to kickstart his offensive campaign, but he's in the corner now. Delaying heavy kick because he wanted to respect the amnesia there.
And they're still harassing with the heavy kick regardless. Actually gets the punish on the same medium kick in time. Again, right, a lot of hezzies on wake up. We don't see it that time. The crouch fierce instead.
Okay, he wanted to see if Punk would try to run away, which is why he threw out a heavy kick again this time round in quick succession here. Trying to bait a parry, but no dice. He still has the Lavushka ready and waiting if he needs to.
GP from Punk. Into the level 2 here. He's got so little drive gauge. Oh, the fuzzy instant overhead was nasty.
He's got the lead to play with it.
Oh, the teleport setup.
With the portal.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, I like that improvisation. All right.
Yeah, that actually worked out for him right there. I was going to say if he was going to be able to get the DI after, but it doesn't look like he's going to. But instead, he baits Punk into a whip. And that's going to be a nice little spot. Tokido did burn himself out for that conversion, though.
The reversal, but no throw.
We feel the heartbeat.
Now smart, now smart.
That's it. He had to take that slight gamble. I love that micro walk back into the conversion here and making sure he keeps that heart rate high on Tokido's end.
Indeed, man. But overall, in the mental stack, you know, you really highlighted the level 2. Tokido's got that again, and what a drive rush E-break right there.
Counter
he's
DI.
Because I think he's trying to read the swipe, and he's not doing it. And Lavushka's going to come out. He's almost going to be burnt out from this range. So if he wants to be cheeky, he can actually go for a different setup after he puts the departure out. Yeah.
And we saw at the end of the last game. Oh, I'll get to that in a second here as we get OD amnesia. Gonna be setting up shop. Does preserve his drive, both with the parry and the throw tech. He jumped again. Oh, yeah, Tokido up 2-0 just like that. And yeah, I love Tokido being aware of the DI. We saw in the very first game, Punk tried to call out that same
JP
string.
in a frame.
He didn't actually counter the DI for it, but he didn't get punished. So Tokido well aware now, and Punk, you can tell the frustration is mounting right now. Trying to cool, calm, collect himself as he's got 3 games straight to come back from now.
Man.
He needs to go character select. And I think what really tilted him was those 2 jumps in quick succession. That second jump immediately after he went on the ground and it caught the recovery. Yeah. That's something here, but this is very important. Okay, he's gone right back in, I promise you. If he starts a miracle from here, my word, we're at the greatest event of all time.
And yeah, I mean, he's definitely looking in the zone right now, but Tokido already able to establish some space, right? He's been able to work so well with that, and now a neutral jump throw bait. He is definitely trying to pour salt in the wound.
He's too fidgety, he's too anti on defense. It's the tap parry, it's the DI on the incorrect read, it's the throw tech. It's very uncharacteristic, but you got to give Tokido credit for finding out the kind of the dent in the armor here that's working out for him.
Yeah, the fact that he's recognized this, right? And he's picked ways to punish him for it. Again, another jump, catching the recovery of the roundhouse.
Oh my goodness.
Tokido is burnt out though.
Oh,
he's got
you bring it back. Oh, here we go.
As Punk answers with a magic pixel of all magic pixels. Double drive rush level 1. We still alive.
Well done.
Bring that Prixie dust. Bring that second gust of wind. Tokido not looking phased at the moment because obviously it is potential 3-0 for him. But Punk, he needs to throw everything and the kitchen sink. Maybe not that roundhouse too often, but oh, Jesus.
Oh, man, at least he didn't pay too heavily for it. Managed to actually find another significant hit before Tokido did. It'll be tough now, though. Punk low on the drive gauge, right? He's not as keen as getting in Tokido's face. He can't really drive rush cancel without burning himself out. Couldn't quite check it. And now level 2 is on deck for Tokido once again.
Beam to the punch there with that drive rush into the jab. If you get to good, because Tokido will sometimes do EX Ghost, and you have to stop him from doing it. Gets a burnout here. He might be able to cheese out around back throw. Uh-oh, you're going to have to deal with it now. You are going to have to guarantee deal with this.
Oh, my goodness, bro. Tries the parry, ends up getting clipped low afterwards. Tokido, nice little
don't wake up DP, please don't. Thank you.
Ooh, woke up with a low. Instead, does burn himself out with the drive rush pressure. Yeah, he definitely tried to input level 3 to chase the jump back. That was the full force you saw on the top right screen.
Oh my, walk up throw. Oh my gosh. What was Tokido thinking there?
As he managed to get a dub on the board and is still in this set.
Punk's in there.
But again, he needed that, but look at the situation. He's kind
of
like forced himself. He's actually boxed himself in a situation where
Punk was going to try to do a
these
spiral arrow, but
you notified us with that triple dash. We seldom see the dive kick at the moment. So
yeah, true.
And the interesting thing is Tokido actually can't see his face on the other side of the screen to actually play with it. He's got to sense it through his gameplay.
Which he's done a good job of so far, right? We've seen him go to those neutral jumps to get into game, but Punk starting to settle down a bit. The challenge from Tokido once again has been on point though.
That was his first win, by the way, between him and Sahara. So I think that's probably why the emotions are riding high, because he hasn't won a game at all until that point.
100%, right? You never want to go into an event and not take a single game. But again, the neutral jump base from Tokido. Such a big reward, catching Punk reaching. And now he is 1 round away yet again. Punk's got to lock back in here.
The thing is, you got to be careful throw tech in
this is
mid-screen.
a Capcom Cup. I'm sorry, this is an Evo match here. Remember, this was Punk versus Tokido. Evo Street Fighter 5.
Tokido, no Labushka just yet.
D-Ride not putting it out there, but you know, he wants to get close because Punk's so low on the drive meter. Definitely force a situation with that level 2 to potentially put him in burnout.
He's choosing not to anti-air. He's choosing not to do it now. Kind of respect that from Tokido's end. He still has it on the threat. Another drive rush check from your boy. He's low on drive gauge here, so he's playing with fate with the drive reversal to keep him locked in the corner here.
Yes, indeed. And the reason Tokido's not anti-airing, right, he doesn't want to play that dive kick game. The main anti-air is going to be crouch heavy punch. What a chase down into the level 2.
Hold it. He's got to hold it.
Oh, he blocked like the side switch, but nonetheless.
Still going to get the conversion, though. Misses the forward heavy kick there,
oh,
but again, he's choosing not to do the crouching heavy punch.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play that mind game. He doesn't want to play, I'm going to get countered
here.
Oh,
man, this is
that
throw.
time is way too far for the throw.
Dude, that was mad fortuitous there for Punk. He's missed a couple of throws and jabs there, Tokido, so hopefully it's not getting to him face down. I like it. A much better improvement on the neutral jumps. They have been absolutely incessant and annoying here.
Yeah, that's why Punk had that locked and loaded to counteract it. I love that jump timing to avoid the departure spike window.
I haven't seen an air throw against these jumps, though, but I think he's just completely eliminated the dive kick, similar to what Daigo done against Punk ages ago.
Water. We're going to set up afterwards. We'll try to beat him out, but Tokido waking up with the button instead.
No whip punish there from Tokido. He probably couldn't have got much from that anyway. Gets the swipe. He's hunting for a jump. And he's gonna act. He walked into it because the proximity activation that's mad big. And he gets a side switch anyway. He's gonna pop out a safe jump, but it didn't even turn out to be that. It was a different situation. Instead, he's gonna build the bar maybe for level 1. And yeah, he's built the bar for level 1 range.
Oh, corner block, that's it. Unbelievable. Good games. Very close. Very close there.
The character coming through. You can
oh my
see
goodness, she's crying. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Punk did really well. Punk did really well.
Oh my, I forgot about that aspect of it. Whenever you come into a tournament, you're never trying to go 0-2, obviously. It's a very obvious statement to make. Very heartbreaking moment for Punk to go down. Tokido and Punk have been a legendary rivalry for quite some time. From that 2017 EVO, heartbreaking moment from Punk. Definitely a tough watch. Nonetheless, a great showing from Tokido. He's going to be moving on to face Angry Bird for a potential qualification. But you hate to see it, man. It's one of the best players in the world right here. One of everybody's fan favorites.
Yeah, these
for him
two
to go
always
down
go back
early.
and
That's
forth.
just how much passion he has
matches.
to perform at this level in these fighting games, right? So I love seeing the emotion on the sleeve. This is what we live for. This is why we do what we do. And it's a heartbreaker for Punk to go out this early.
Bear in mind, he was runner-up to EVO Japan, our most entered player tournament with over 7,000 entrants. That's how he got here.
Yeah.
And to do that, and to come to the Esports World Cup, and then to have the results completely flip on its head when you're actually at the event, I can imagine like your emotions completely flip on its head, your heart rate fluctuates, and it's just unfortunate.
Punk's a good guy.
You want it to be
Punk's
longer.
a good guy. It was very
one more
close.
game.
Very close
just to change
there.
the mindset, just to bring yourself back into it, and you can see it there. How unfortunate and how much it means to him, as Ridge mentioned before.
And it always hurts more when you feel like you didn't play your best, right? I can't imagine Punk feels like he played his best this weekend when he got 3-0'd by Sahara and then 3-1 by Tokido. You know, at the very least, when Punk is on his game, it's going to be 3-2. But let's go to the stage with Damascus to take care of the key crush.
And it's time for the key crush. I cannot believe I'm saying those words live, but Punk went 0-2. What an incredibly ruthless tournament EWC is. But Tokido, it's time to crush Punk's key and keep going on that stage. He's got one more game to play to qualify for Friday stage 2, and he will be going for a fierce battle. Let's get that crusher ready and make sure that Git Keys gives us a very nice pop. Tokido moving forwards after fairly recently moving to JP. The training has been paying off.
That is a balanced squash right there.
We go, Tokido. Congratulations, Tokido. Tokido, one more?
It's good squash.
Yeah, one more. But
you have Angry Bird next. How do you feel about that match?
We play a long time.
We'll be okay.
Maybe the result is a tie so far, but this time I'm gonna win.
There we go. Hey!
From the murder face, the beast himself, Tokido. He will be back in a couple of minutes to play against Angry Bird. Congratulations, Tokido, for another win, and he will be playing for stage 2.
Very good.
Against Angry Bird. See Tokido in a minute, and more Street Fighter 6 coming.
Man, crazy matches, everybody. Absolutely crazy, insane. Who would have thought matches? That is something. All right. Okay. Huh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I got to start work here, so we are going to raid. Not Pedro. He's a buddy of mine. He's a really good guy. All right, guys. Awesome stuff there. Extremely close matches for everybody, and of course, there's so much on the line and time zones and everything else. It has to be extremely difficult. Shout outs, to everybody. Shout outs to, Punk. He played his heart out. Of course, amazing games there for Taquito that we just saw. Nephew, Chris, Angry Bird, have a lot of really good matches there. Crime really doing well. Unbelievably. And of course, Lex
is in our DNA.
And
whenever we let it out, it becomes
Kaba
our superpower.
doing really well. Juicy Joe.
Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it.
So
Kadir City,
lots and lots and lots to look forward to. We are going to be on tomorrow morning to catch the rest of the competition there. So I hope you guys had a wonderful one, and we're going to see you guys all next time. Bye.
These matches have been absolute bangers, Rob. So we have
Ok, Pedro.
Não, é meu som de raid. Kujokate, thank you for the raid. Everybody that's coming from Kujokate, welcome.
That's how insane this tournament is. That's someone with